Dude, I was muted. I don't think y'all realize this. I was laughing at a comment. Somebody said, "Why is fella smiling in his cheeks?" I kid you not. I was muted the whole time though. I was literally muted. It's somebody in the comments was like, "Why is fella laughing in his cheeks?" That's so disrespectful. Fella's been in the league for such a long time.
Here for Heretics is just the control, like the story of that game mode for them. It's been just bad.
Is this F1 or? Oh, it is.
As of late, and like for them, Hacienda,
let's see.
like that's a map they really
Road to Major 4. Yeah, they're not winning. Actually, who could they beat? LAG? They can maybe beat Rocker. That's a lie. I'm not gonna lie, they ain't beating anybody on this list. The only person they could probably beat is Rocker. I don't think they could beat Boston. I don't think that's possible. I'm gonna be the first one to say it.
Yeah, this is a road to Major 4 for LAG. I mean, it's not easy, especially with how Optic has looked. Rocker with their back against the wall, and then Boston as well, right? So you got a pretty tough strength of schedule. We just got to see how these players perform, man. They're playing for a spot next year, as Ali mentioned, and you know, Johnny and Lunars are young, still got a long career ahead of them.
Left side, this is the vibe check. Right side, I'm not sure yet. Kismet, 0 smiles today. He hasn't had a lot to smile about this season. He's a world champ, and we saw the start of the season. We're like, LAG could maybe do something with this roster. You got wins instead of Hydra.
Nope.
Pretty familiar with what we've seen.
Lies.
Yeah.
Is something going on with F1? I don't know why it's not like I don't see the race. I see a lot of like. Oh, wait, hold on.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
All right,
when does F1 like officially start?
As we are going into our 4th and final major, it's LAG's first matchup, and I think they
F1 Miami.
They took down LA Thieves.
I guess it's like like a pre-song.
I can't.
Let me see.
I have to go with Miami Heretics. I have to go with the numbers.
Oh, they start at 3. So they start in an hour. That's actually perfect. If we get like some 3-0s, I'll probably miss like a little bit of the race, but not too much. I thought it started at like 1.
No. It's gonna be yesterday all over again.
No, it's not. This weekend. No, it's not.
I'm cool with that. I was wondering because I had F1 behind me, but I didn't know it started at 3. I thought it started at 2. I guess it's just like intro stuff or whatever.
Okay, that's fine. No, not happening. It's not happening. All right. I'm just saying, like, there's just something about this Miami team. It hasn't convinced me fully yet. I just want to see it.
I hear you,
LAG
but then,
may have that sauce.
I hear you, but then when like you look at what Miami has done ever since
that was disgusting.
Super, they have 9
In terms of predictions, I have Johnny over 52. My issue is with the series. I don't know who's gonna win it. I mean, it's probably gonna be Miami, like 3-0 or 3-1. But I don't know. I feel like LAG could improve. It just depends. Never mind, they lost. They gave Miami fucking Hacienda. I don't know why they did that. GG's. This is about to be a 3-0.
Overall wins on the season. Not good. But one of those came against
Miami. That boy averages a 1.3 against LAG. That's that. If that doesn't tell you anything, I mean.
It's not the pollen. Well, it is the pollen. I am.
But I don't, low-key Real doesn't play that well in hardpoint comparatively with Super. So those stats might go down versus LAG, but they don't play them too much because they're usually on like opposite sides of the bracket.
Needed though, as both teams have.
I don't know. We'll see.
Split the difference in terms of overall wins. Let's see what we get.
Let's see. What kind of split off we doing?
Yeah, it's just watching Miami
2-2
versus LAT and the way that they were able to control majority of the map all throughout that game, dominate all the rotations. This is gonna be.
That's a good 2-piece.
LAG to try to contest with this kind of roster. Already
Great shot from Luda. I didn't even think he was gonna call that. Do I need to hit it 2 times? Let me hit it 2 times real quick. I want to make sure I'm like. Was how far behind? Oh heck no, I was far. P1's over. Dude, P1's over. Oh my gosh, I was so far behind. Oh my god, how far was I behind? Dude, we were halfway through B2. Thoughts on my chance seeding predictions: LAT, Atlanta, Toronto, Surge, Miami, Optic, Carolina, Boston. That makes sense. That's definitely accurate. I'd say LAT probably wins like another major. Unless FaZe pulls up their hard point, I mean, Thieves are the team to beat. Bro's finally back. Yo, what's good? I know I've been gone for too long. You know what the issue was? Is that I was gone the majority of the weekend for the major, and then usually for a major they have the week off, but like literally the major was last week and we're already back to matches. Because that's how they're able to like get rid of a full week. And then I was in Florida for like 2 days. Crashed out after FaZe got eliminated. Nah, honestly, like unless FaZe puts up their hard point, like they're still like gonna be a top 3 team, but I mean they definitely can be like taken down by like a Toronto or a Thieves. Like their respawn does not look that good. But it's good that you get kind of those little inconsistencies out now. You don't want to have them towards like literally the last. I mean this is the last event, but I mean if you're gonna have these issues, have them in like qualifiers. Kind of get like a nice little like reset going into like champs, you know.
Yeah, that's big time right there for LAG because this is the hill where Miami.
Or at least have it. I mean, I would say either have it early or have it like sort of in the middle of the year. Because if you have it early, you have a majority of time to get rid of it. But I mean, they're a good enough team to where they can have issues towards the end of the year and kind of get a nice little wake up call, you know? God damn.
Yeah, Kismet able to take that, and LAG will get the
Super's looking good. He's 11-6 right now. Even if FaZe doesn't win another tourney, still a successful season. Yeah, I mean, to win back-to-back majors is still like really good.
They're gonna wait for medals. He's gonna try to play through open hall here, so the timing is gonna be exquisite in terms of
obviously the win of them. Yeah. Obviously, if you're a top team, you want to win as much as you can. But still, back-to-back majors, that's still relatively good.
They're looking like a completely different roster so far. Okay, LAG. Shut me up real quick saying that you guys didn't have a chance in this series. So far, they've been able to set up properly, find early breaks on some of these money's hills, and just win the trade fights after that.
Metals is getting cooked, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I will say though, from Miami side, that I was kind of shocked about, because like I kind of went back and watched some of the matches back. Bro, Metals on sub, like I feel like we've all sort of saw it, but bro, in the beginning I was asking for him to get dropped. Him pulling out the sub actually helps him out a lot. Same with like somebody like Insight. I'm calling it Optic lose to Ultra round 1 at champs. Atlanta win against Carolina, then lose to Ultra, then loses FaZe, lose to Optic, and go out top 6. Shoot, I think Optic can definitely get some sort of mojo. I think as long as they have a successful major for, you know, qualifier, I think they could still be a good team. I don't know if they're gonna win champs, but I definitely think they could at least like they just gotta pick it up at the end of the day. Because that's the thing about COD, it's such day to day. Like, bro, anybody can win at any point. You know, realistically, not really. Only just because, again, like, there are top teams, but, I mean, again, just a lot of stuff happened with COD where you just do not know what's going to happen.
So now it's just down to LAG playing for a little bit of scrap, but mostly trying to reflip backside statue. And Super may not have read this, mostly because Kismet's got the Hellstorm in, so everyone has to take
That's too dead. You know when's the time.
And LAG should get spawns here.
Watch Optic win champs. I mean, that'd be kind of fire, though. That would be kind of fire. Especially with somebody like Hook. That'd be kind of fire. That would be kind of fire. Or not Hook, Skies. I mean, they've all won a chip, technically. But Skies obviously has been getting, like, scapegoated. He's been getting scapegoated for years, though. Not even if it's not as intense as, like, him this year on Optic, you know.
Johnny doesn't know where he's going. He's trying to pick up the trade, but it's not going to work out.
If somehow Optic win champs, Shotzi top 3 all time. No, I'll say this: if Shotzi won champs, he's top 3 all time.
Bad luck with the timing of the kill
With his talent to win 3 rings, like at that point, like he's better than Scump. He's better than. He's probably the best sub of all time. Truth be told, if he wins a ring, he's better than Sim all time. I'll give him that.
So catches some bad timing there. You allow Miami to at least walk away with 20 to 25 seconds. Only going to be down by still 25, but the rotation one in favor of LAG. Real trying to contest response.
Well, he's going to have a little bit of help here. SMG's moving around the back. Meadows with him.
Yo, Meadows is tripping, dog. He got 7. How much Johnny got? Johnny got 15.
Oh boy,
his line's kind of low, so I'm not really mad at it. If Optic win champs or another ring before FaZe, Shotzi, yeah, I was about to say, yeah, same thing. Literally, like, Shotzi would be considered, in my opinion, the best sub. Oh my gosh. This is a good play. I like this. Dude, I don't know how he's still alive.
Eventually is gonna fall, but all that pressure there from Super allows his team to get right back into this game, take a slight lead going off the rotation over. Again, they win.
My bad.
LAG, the only reason why they've been in this game.
Oh, they're all going through Lambo.
Really early on into these videos.
Good trade. You know there's one close.
Kismet to kick us off for the opener.
He got pinched from Fellow.
Fellow off the pinch. Good for 1. And then the follow-up on a Johnny is even better. So tie game 151, 150.
That's perfect.
Miami refighting back on in. Kismet for 1 from the side.
He got 2.
Pops up to find a second. And Super is just looking for an angle, looking to take someone out of the hard point. That eventually
that's 1.
Kismet. That is enough for the contest. Good discipline here from Super, but Lunar's there to respond, and LAG will hold.
Hey, you're just choosing your chalice wisely. There's no need to overextend. Give him a free opening.
Did you see Kami 1v6 in control? I saw the clip. I thought it was kind of crazy. You know, it's funny. The way I saw it was because I was flying home and I got off the plane, and then one of the first notifications I had was like a Discord notification. It was like Cold War Kami's back, and I was like, I don't know what that means. I didn't know if it was like a legacy series. I didn't know if it was like a moment, and then somebody sent the clip. But that's insane for control. That's pretty nuts.
Okay, low fire. I went right. Okay, all right. They have our side. I'm gonna pinch. I'm gonna full.
And on AR too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say the aims isn't like a good gun, but like obviously like in control, especially because he was like on the point. It's not like he was like holding a heady. I mean, you can technically hold a heady on B for like control, but like he wasn't holding a heady per se. He was kind of moving with the AR, which for this map, I mean, unless you're on that top plat area, that's still very impressive.
Okay, yeah, and top close, super top close. One shot close, he's hitting up left. I'm gonna get deep left. I'm gonna get one shot. I spawned out, boys. I went there close. He went top. I will play for the time. I don't see anything well right now. Go in the back of me, in the back. Metal's dead. No, okay, well. Okay, they're gonna aim me in the back, boys. They're gonna aim me in the back. Two new.
Stuff like outside of Bert, my bad.
Nice, one more new. Metal and super. Okay, I'm needing this time. I need this time. Nice, give up. I'm playing the back. I have the back. Okay, I have the back. They're spawning out well. I'm holding your front. I hear. I'm playing the back G-Wagon, bro. Yo, one's already deep left. Yo, okay, one more well.
Bump him.
Not really. They could be there.
Encore could be in the back. Okay. Okay. They're banging. Two lobby. Okay. I want to help him. I just blew up. Nice. One shot. One more in the front, Real.
I might. Yeah. There's a bang out? No, bro. Hasi and Red Card are just such bang out maps.
Zig. Or close set. I'm one shot. Could be well. Nothing well.
That's 2. They might win this first map. They get a good rotation here. I mean, they'll be fine. Everybody else is spawning near Bow House.
Able to secure essentially what is a 1v3 for the time. That'll get LAG a convincing lead now as we move over towards fences. And Kismet's already working on this rotation, trying to put some pressure on Miami.
Huge.
You just had a very successful P2, and to talk about the communication a little bit more.
Oh, he needs to look at spawn. He's gonna get cut off.
They have only 40 CDL points.
Good trade.
They are sitting at 3 and 18 in map count.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
Calm, cool, and collected. The small talk is on point. Filling gas properly. Kismet saying, okay, potentially someone's gonna slip on by. They're just picking up on all the little things. There's no reason why this team is as bad as they are, at least in the pictures.
Oh, well, Kismet not able to get up and into 10.
Bro, he tried to. I like the play, but like I think whoever he killed, their body blocked him to where Kismet couldn't get back onto the map.
Super, a nice route. Creates an extra layer in front of the hard point.
Like, this is going down to the wire. It's like it's literally as close. They can't even win here anymore. But both teams.
A hefty lead going over towards the money hill at P4. Make this a battle all the way to the very end. You got the numbers to still walk away with that final 10, but again, off the rotation, Miami have the numbers. Can we finally win some gunfights to hold down this hill?
I don't know what took
Did he see
so
Kiss?
long to get into the CDL.
Oh, he definitely heard the water.
For this team. 233, 218. Trophy system in Miami in the hard point for now.
Bro, how was he playing? Listen, I don't know what's going on, but it's
even shown themselves yet. So if you're Miami, you're
oh my gosh, Kiz, you gotta chill.
Stuns and nades start to make their way through. Here comes Kismet with the pop-up.
That's huge.
Stuck in the corner.
Huge play.
How about the cleanup from the SMG?
Honestly, I think Real was coming from garage, but then he turned around and just went through lobby. But I'm surprised. I thought Super heard him go through the water.
Seven more seconds, they're winning the trade fights.
First couple of shots are good.
They got it. They're gonna get it.
Last one to find is
GG's.
And how about LAG? One more maybe hit to come through on the backside of this play.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it, he does better than that. Finishes on 6 in a row. And LAG kick us off with the map 1.
That was a really good map 1.
God, that is a magnificent map number 1 there from LAG. We're talking about losing a majority of your rotations, but always finding the key initial gunfight off that break to always not allow Miami to fully set up on these money hills.
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Super heard Kismet go in the water. If he killed Kismet right away in water, they would have won the map. That was the like, because once Kismet got that 2-piece, they got the 3rd, and then they like literally they got full control.
Dude, the fact that they just played a team like that as tight as they did, when people don't really expect them to play the way that they
Metals did kind of struggle a bit. If Metals probably put up more kills in the kill department, they would have been fine.
Man, that's a magnificent map 1.
But also, I mean, Super had 36, so.
For Kismet with 30 non-traded all over the place with a nearly a minute 30.
Johnny at 27, so I'm not mad at it.
Objective kills in the lobby. Talk about just doing it all. Of course, you also had the 1v3 from Johnny. That helped a lot through P2. That probably was the difference maker in this game, for being honest. And honestly, just kind of looking at how the ARs had played.
Let me bring him out text. There we go.
Did a really nice job of making sure that the SMGs had space to work with. I mean, they may not have had the best stat lines ever, but they did the job when they needed to do, especially, I think, around going from 2 to 3, and then again around P4, a couple of different times.
Them boys nasty.
Yeah, the good thing about, like,
them boys nasty.
Is that they can do it with different weapons.
I got banned on Twitch. Do y'all watch Soul Illuminati? Or do y'all know who Soul Illuminati is? I just got a notification. It's because I saw a clip. Just because again, I'm on social media. I won't lie. But like I saw him get banned on Twitch. I don't know. Low key, I just peeped. We're not even on Twitch. I could low key react to the video.
The best team in the game right now at Major 3. They clutched up in the game 5, and you're
Oh my gosh.
in this series with a
I don't know what the clip was regarding, but bro, that's like, if anything, that's like an absolute legend in the scene. That is a legit legend in the scene, bro. So not so far. Yeah, not bad, y'all. I'm yawning. I'm giving y'all no energy. L streamer. L streamer.
At times just fall a little short. And here, you really can't point to too
that's
much,
something
I think,
else.
in terms of, like, where did Miami fail? I think it was just LAG was playing a better game today, or at least in this opening map. The search and destroy provides interesting context.
I guess.
That's the next part about this, because
honestly, I mean, they could have won the map. It was just that Kismet 2-piece, and then Johnny, like, perfectly capitalized on the moment. That's really what it was. I mean, I feel like Super heard the water. If Super killed Kiz water, he still had his trophy. They wouldn't have wasted it.
Instantly mesh into a system for search and destroy the way that Super did for Miami, but on the opposite side for LAG, even though they have
plus Super, I mean, he had 36. I'm not gonna blame it all on him. I mean, he's clearly getting the kills, but that was the moment.
It's kind of tough because Kismet and Johnny sort of do the same thing. Like, they're both individual playmakers, and if they don't catch their timings and they get picked off first, then you're just putting your team at a heavy disadvantage. There's also situations where Johnny's just completely out of the play, working a deep pinch, relying on a 3v4 out of his teammates to try to clutch on up. There needs to be more team coordination in search and destroy, and obviously with a new roster, that takes time to build. But I think like the combination between Johnny and Kismet, if they can together of what they want to do, sort of like what an 04
I get it,
do, then
but I mean, I don't know.
Success here in this mode.
I agree, and I think just looking at this map, it is a map that they've well rehearsed. But on the other side, talking about additions into squads and just providing instant improvements, Super has been that guy. Yesterday, he was all over LA Thieves. Again, the tallies were pretty darn convincing. They had a 6-5 and a 6-4 win that was on a Hacienda and Rewind combination. But more importantly, the map 5, how big did Super come up? 3 different individual clutches and a 4.0
S&D versus
KD.
LAT. Oh, is that like...
Definitely took over. A 16-4, 4.0 KD performance versus a champion.
Oh, he had 16? I thought that was like combining 2 maps.
Super almost let that one round away with the envoy with the 1v3 where he decided not to
boy
play.
Super
But he made
nasty. Oh wait, that was yesterday. I'm tripping. Wait, so Kleenex and Super had 17 and 16 each. Dang, that would have been that was a really good day for S&D then. I'm kind of mad I missed it. That's crazy.
To see more of an evolution in their search and destroy because I feel like they have the aggressors, they have the
S&D versus LAG to see them 0.6 set. God damn, they might actually go down 2-0.
do too much without any information and give them your life for free. That's when you give
Oh, goodness. I'll be honest, if LAG go up 2-0, like I'm not still surprised if Miami can get a reverse sweep. What is it, 3-1? Oh wait, they're going for mid control. I think they're going for what, B?
Looking towards B.
Oh, they're doing this shit.
Crawl up through the bleachers. The only defender here at the moment is Real. The question will be with Miami pushing up onto Fellow. How much of this has he actually read? And it looks like he hasn't actually read much of this
low
at
key.
all.
Hold on.
Completely. And now you've got to just
they got B control. Oh my gosh, he got a team kill, bro. I don't know if he's. I mean, they basically committed, but you're down 4-2.
And then you lose Lunars, and this round has fallen apart.
Yeah, 4v2. You already have a pinch coming in from Metal.
Okay, he saw Real. Now he definitely knows Real's there. And Metals is on the pinch. Yeah, it's probably Raps.
Okay, they're inside the B site, so just hold our spawn.
You're just looking for one at this point.
Yeah,
damn.
One goes to us.
Yeah, that's just one of those rounds that I don't think Fellow sees either of those 2 players pushing up where they were. That's difficult. But then on top of that, once you get that read, you're saying go B, go B, go B if they're pushing up on me, and you just don't get a read on where the defender is, and you run into your teammate who's already trying to pre-fire it down. So tough seeds.
That's literally what it comes down to. Fellow gives the comm. Okay, there's a lot of pressure over towards Hedges, so let's just instantly hit out B. We have the numbers, but just not predicting once that door gets cracked open. Where the defender was sitting on the side of Miami. Fortunately leads to a team kill. Then Rencore striking for a kill. Instant numbers advantage to Miami. They secure.
What's Miami's split right here?
This is the
B.
side of Search and Destroy that they need to work on. Like post plants are not the best. The first bloods aren't the best.
Damn.
This is where they can take their S&D a whole nother
Is this the wave or?
Well, we'll see if they can find.
I mean, I saw like who was the team that did this in the beginning? I feel like it was Boston, but I'm not 100%. Was it Boston or Toronto? I feel like one of those teams was doing this little that strat. Where like you go prone and you kind of crawl across so they can't like see you actually like crossing through the B.
I've got this for free. Why not go ahead and plan it?
And I don't know if Fellow was able to spot that cross of Metals going towards the A side, but now you definitely know.
He saw Fellow.
Definitely close. Bomb gets planted. Fellow's able to strike for the first blood. Real makes it a 3v3 though, 35 seconds.
And LG are still being held back.
Bro, they're getting cooked right now.
In the vicinity of the site.
No, he's so dead. He is so dead.
Now he's stuck.
I'm kind of surprised Super didn't even go for it.
He gets isolated, leaving Kismet to the 1v3. First shot's good. Dance with the second, doesn't finish it off, but the help was there regardless, and Miami will go up 2-0. I'm kind of surprised Super kind of let him slide a little bit. I was like, there's no shot. I was like, we're not going for the trade. Because he shot earlier.
He's thinking A-bomb is clear. Let me just hold down this soccer position, but then once that bomb goes down, no one's in a position.
I'll say Miami win this. They might win the whole series. I'm not gonna lie. Because the fact that LAG like barely got away with that map 1.
Dropping out through the side window, fighting gunfights at soccer.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Your way. It's just an easy hold there for Miami.
What I missed? First map was pretty good. Second map, I mean, Miami's doing really good these first 2 rounds. But the first map was really good. Kiz and what? Super had 36, both of them. It was pretty good. Kismet had like a really nice 2-piece to get them to win the map. He like literally went in the water and then he just hopped out, got a nice little 2-piece. If Real either traded it or went through Lambo, they would have got the trade and they would have won the map. Wow, Miami's cooking these kids. I'm not gonna lie, this is bad.
Potentially the rookie of the year so far in a 1v2, already spotted by Johnny. Knows he has to commit on the gunfight. And LAG with the aggression put one on the board.
One on the board.
It's really more of just LAG respond to Miami's aggression. I mean, you get Lunars for the first. Miami just pushing right down through Ticket, trying to support him with the player up top. That doesn't work out. And then the nade over the top actually hits the player in the corner. Makes for an easier second follow-up. So LAG, not, you know, the first time through, Fellow kind of misses the read on Miami's aggression on the defense. Lunars much more privy to it, makes them punish, and that's a good first round.
Nah, they definitely messed up.
How can we start to rally some of these rounds together if you're LAG? Last time they got the jump on you at this A site, but this time we're going to be a little bit more aggressive up towards Hedges.
That boy coughing.
2-2 split. Sun's getting invested with an opening nade from Johnny. Strikes for the first blood.
Yeah. That's going to just completely stall out this offense, especially with the aggressive crossfire that's already been set up. Yeah, Fellow also able to track down Red Court.
This is a good response out of LAG. If you can go up 2-0, I mean, you're carrying a lot of momentum. I would still say Miami does have a solid chance of reverse sweeping, but I think as long as LAG sort of, you know, get some CDL points, can they still make champs? Can LAG like realistically still make champs? I don't think so. But again, I don't keep up with like the points, so I don't know who has what.
So the teamwork already showing here from LAG, putting into practice.
No, damn. I mean, still, I mean, okay, so if that's the case, I mean, shoot, you're kind of just playing for your spot next year. Or a spot. I mean, LAG could easily come to them by the end of the year and be like, we don't want any of you back. The only teams who could pass Optic is C9 and Rocker. Okay, so, I mean, C9 have maybe a chance. I mean, it depends on how Cap and Spark play with them. Cramp and Sid. Rocker is doable too. I mean, Rocker has really a good young core as well as Kenny, so it's doable. But that's if Optic play bad, you know. They could easily improve throughout the year too, you know. So we'll figure it out.
Seems like a bit of a mistake there, but we didn't really get a chance to see what that gunfight looked like. Lunars very well may have been one shot.
What the fuck was that?
Makes it a 4v2. Now Johnny and Fellow,
bro, his character like slid onto like the cabinet and then jumped back. It almost looked like he bunny hopped. I picked Falcons 3-2 yesterday. Didn't they lose, or am I tripping?
But the first shot's not good enough from Johnny, and now Fellow's been pushed back, and the hunt is on for the Heretics.
But I do think they went. They did go 5 maps though, right? I think they went 5 maps. I don't know if they like won though.
Get a chance to see what that 1v1 looked like between Redcore and Lunars, but trying to follow up on that, you don't get the kill into Rencore. In fact, it's Rencore who finds that late nade. Just completely changes how that round unfolds for LAG.
They beat Rock out. Oh, that's fire. I gotta watch that back. I mean, granted, they can't make champs anymore. I saw that for a fact. Like after Optic like swept. But I mean, obviously, again, that's again, they kind of all knew that was the situation going into it. This is more so just like playing for a spot.
2 defenses now for them on that end. They go back on the attack, and I would just answer with aggression. Like, just that's what works for us. Just keep doing it. Well,
oh, they are running it down to B.
Quickly through Ticket to B. Nades and stuns over towards lockers, and now they're going to see that they've got a wide open B site. This is going to be a tough retake for LAG here. Now, I don't know how much they've thrown in terms of utility, and there's no trophy system down immediately here for Miami, so maybe there's an opening there, but this is a tough 4v4.
Oh, yeah, because no tax get invested early on. Now you're going to use them to try to retake your way into the side, potentially look for the first blood. A half player's weak. Real cannot fully commit on the chow, and LAG just waiting for their moment to strike.
Yeah, I don't know, though. That's stuns and nades that find value landing, and now there's a trophy system down for Miami. They didn't miss their window, have the Guerrillas.
Yeah, they kind of messed up.
Real down to a bullet. That just felt like a moment where it's just
they tried to go for a lot of like mid control, but like literally on everybody on Miami just kind of hit Ticket. They did. I mean, I guess not even mid control. They just hit through Ticket and then went straight to B. But everybody, I guess, who was the other guy? Like up escalators.
That they're aggressive as hell over towards B. You have all your attacks in your back pocket. You get a couple stuns to connect. You get a couple nades to connect. That is your opportunity to go. But when you're just allowing people to regen, reposition themselves a little bit, now you're just relying on straight gunny on some difficult gunfights where they had the head glitches. Yeah, not the best retaking opportunity there for LAG. Miami now pulling away 2 rounds in a row. Back on the defensive side.
I'm tripping.
And here we go. Nades being cooked up. There's a trophy.
I'm about to say, they're gonna run. They're running out of jobs.
But Real pushing forward finds Lunars instead, and then follows up onto the weak Johnny.
Honestly, Lunars probably should have won that fight, but
defense
goddamn.
continues here in their 4th effort of it. LAG will recognize they've got all of the A site, but Super's picked up the pinch, and there's just really nowhere the fellow can go besides.
Oh, you know where fella's at? Run at him.
Oh, yeah, 1v4. See you later, Tyler fellow. Yeah.
Wow.
Game point goes to Miami again. Miami with the aggression this time through B.
Dude, they are running it down on these kids, bro. Miami's just playing really aggressive right now. Like, you know, like each game time or each game plan, it's sort of like they've had a clear game plan. Like, we know where we want to go. We're gonna execute it. This is kind of crazy, because I'm not even mad at Johnny. This was a perfect bait and switch, but he lost the fight versus Lunars.
Yeah, that's just
and then didn't put that much damage
going
down.
full throttle on their defensive tempo. 5 in a row for Real. 5-2 the score for Miami. Back onto the attack.
I'm not mad at Johnny. That was a perfect bait and switch, and Lunars just lost that fight.
All the rest of the Heretics are trying to see if they can get isolation over towards B. Real's got a route here.
Oh, he's so, yeah, it's over, bro.
Dropped it. Now Real's got a ton of space.
You play trades, you're fine.
Yeah, that's the first worst.
That's all you got to do. Play trades.
Death right there you can get if you're fellow, because you're isolated at this B side to 6.
Who's ticket? Kismet's ticket. I mean, he can watch his cross.
Hey, teammates, it's sorta.
He saw one.
In a tough spot to try to commit on this.
Might have seen two. I think he's just waiting.
You know the play's gonna be on that side, but we still don't have the numbers that we want.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ability to peek and stop this plant from going down, and you're kind of seeing the war on 2 fronts right now.
Oh, Kismet's about to get pinched.
Here comes Kismet. Super
Never mind.
Deals with it.
He doesn't even need to get pinched. I mean,
yep, there's information on Johnny. Can just keep playing on top of the bar. Lunars does find one. Real tagged, but here comes the pinch. Metals. Yep, that'll work. That'll work perfectly. Beautiful.
I guess.
Miami, honestly, that was one of the most.
That was like shoot. That was like a smooth S&D. Like, I swear to God, and this is gonna sound weird. That was like legit, like damn near like S&D if it was like in the form of water. I know that's the craziest thing I probably ever said on here, but that's probably the most like smooth S&D that I've seen all year. Miami was aggressive. They knew where they were going to go. They were just strictly going towards a certain game plan every single time. And it did not seem like they were losing anything. Like, me using that analogy did not make any sense. But like I it's what I'm visualizing. I know it's weird, but like, I don't know. It just did not seem like they had any sort of struggle on this map. At least with the 6-0, like, somebody's trash. Like, they're gonna lose. Like, come on now. 6-0, somebody's trash. They like we clearly knew this was gonna happen. This is like a solid, like, they can both play S&D, especially somebody like Johnny. Johnny's a good S&D kid.
Yeah, especially with Guerrillas looking really clean in the first map, and then we go to a control where, let's be honest, both these teams have really been struggling. So maybe an opportunity here for one of these two teams to turn this into a swing map as we head back.
After 2 majors of 3-0s and
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's probably actually I don't know, because isn't it on Hasi?
Let's take a look here at what has happened so far, because it was an impressive first game for LAG out of the gates. For Rosalie was not on Twitter, but they're still trying.
They were still doing their absolute best, and honestly, you'll take that win.
LAG did good. LAG did good. They did a good map one. I'll give them that. Let me see what the people saying. This is what I like. My core needs a PC check. Oh my gosh, this is what I love doing. I love going to the YouTube comments and just seeing the 100 IQ that every single person of the COD community have. Let me see. I got Miami in 4. This guy's off drugs. He's off drugs. What do you mean? What do you? This man said Miami in 4, bro. I guess maybe like what, 4 maps?
Everyday nigga, I make it count. I know you thinking like, who is this nigga? What he about? If I know nothing like you, since the chick I was on I meant that on the quick note.
Why only 2 maps? Shaking my head, brother. We just started. We just started. Like, what the fuck you? Niggas want to time travel. Like, what the fuck are we doing? He talking about why only 2 maps, brother. It's called time. It goes forward. What do you mean? That makes no sense. I don't even know, bro. PC check Rancor. This guy's tweaking the fuck out, bro. He's tweaking. He talking about PC check rank war. What has he done? Wait, actually, what was his kill record? Or how many kills did he have? I'm about to go on breaking point. How much did he have? Did he have like over 10? I mean, we had somebody drop 17 kills the other day. Okay, breaking point's not updated. They'll probably update it in like a minute or two. I'll give it a little bit of time. I mean, we didn't have a reset. They should have it up in like legit, like maybe like even 20 seconds. Peanut butter the interior. Shit. I shot a jill on my bank account, been to the paper. I RP, don't thank God that I made it out. Everyday nigga, I make it count. My bad, I'm just looking at some stuff. Oh my god, excuse me. How many kills Super got? Yeah, first map. I think 4. Did he have 4? He might have had more than 4. There's no shot he didn't have more than 4. That doesn't make any sense. Let me see. Actually, low key, with how well Metals was moving across the map on map 1, I would not be surprised if he only had 4 kills.
Peeks at the spiral flank. Nobody's there. 8 and 7. Double peek hallway. All right, Kismet, go in.
So good when he isn't on land, but when he's home yesterday.
Play for these kills and execute a flawless
oh my gosh, bro.
That I don't think we've been able to
bro, the COD community is hilarious, bro. Very, very well articulated individuals. Now listen, I'm a part of the COD community. Let me not say everybody's bad, all right? Everybody don't know what they're saying, like, you know. But it's very funny, very funny.
Yeah, thank you.
I get a nice little crack up.
Haciendas in the series. The 3 maps they won last split, Chris. Hacienda. They gotta win. They gotta win this control. Miami. I mean, you look at them on the season. Hasi, it's been bad. They win this controller in good spot.
It's a week of upsets. LAG, it's your turn. Time to take the lead with a hot.
Bro, I want to go home. Are you not home right now?
We'll see. We'll see. It's just so tough because you've got Miami, who's really struggled on this map mode combination, whereas for LAG, this has been one of their worst modes kind of overall. I mean, I think the biggest thing is like their protocol has been miserable. They kept trying to play through it last stage. So we'll kind of see what we're going to get from LAG, because since the introduction of Hacienda, they've been a touch better, but still, it's just not been good for either of these two teams across the season, even though the last 30 days may lead you to believe improvements have started to come through, Jay.
Yeah, the good thing for Miami, though, is that they figured it out on their attacking side. Like, they're one of the best teams at just being contested, being in the gunfights, not really getting outslayed, averaging a lot of segments. 4.3 compared to 2.3 is basically guaranteeing you around 5 defense. But LAG, at least on the one time that they played,
you're at work. Damn. Hey, but you watching the stream though, so I appreciate it. That's commitment.
Kismet and Johnny continuously were just getting lost behind enemy lines, and that has to be what you want to do here. One team good at attack, one team good at defense. Who's gonna be able to shut the other one up?
Well, here's the streak of losses for LAG. I think the most important thing about this, though, is like look at the quality of opponents that they've played in those last 5. In Toronto, right up there in terms of the lists and schemes of what we look at for good control teams. LA Thieves, same idea. Vancouver, one of the better respawn teams we have in the game. So not an easy batch of opponents, I would say. Kind of looking at what their major 3 qualifier stage was, like they were in a grueler, man. They faced up against a tough Boston team. They had Carolina, Vancouver, LA, and Toronto. That is a tough 5-match stretch for a new roster. But here, maybe a chance to draw some blood as they will take the offense to start us off on Hacienda control.
And they already showed life and improvements in their opening HP. So
wait
to see what they got in store for us here on the control. You go 2-2 split. So
this
far,
3 dead.
Fights, fellows able to locate Super.
Oh, damn, you got shot in his back. You gotta get Rencor out. All right, all the pressure is front. Look to your front.
And run forward with it. See if you can maybe catch another off spawn.
God damn, you just got ripped.
Aware of that, though. Shuts down any nonsense.
Look on Discord. Hold on, let me see.
Starts to make their way forward now. Small progress being made.
Am I tripping, or where is it?
Help is on the way, though, for Miami's defense, and they will quickly find the kill and keep the clock ticking.
Wait, did you send it?
The last guy here, trying to create an opening for his team. Has another one right in front of him. Has him weak. Gonna commit on the one-on-one. The game clock pause now at 44 seconds. A 3-stack over at this beat point. Johnny already reading the pressure on the pinch. The nade is going to be able to back down Rencor, at least for now, but
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Timing there still leads to at least 1
This is
second
for.
guaranteed.
Oh, they have stats for rank now. Oh, finally, jeez. I don't think we've had stats for rank like this whole time. That's pretty good though. For rank, that's really good.
Trades are still decent though here for Miami. 1 life the difference at the moment as LA are trying to find some success playing up top in the hallways.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying.
Oh, you got to trade that.
Already makes his way out through Rock. Johnny here to assist.
That works.
Finding his 2 kills.
That works.
Now Johnny finds a double, so you're already on the B point. That's already clean for dead as well. This B point might be done and dusted. Miami spawning all over towards Bull House, and now we're going to be forced to give this one up and just play for exit kills.
Well, it's a 1 life advantage. Never mind. I was going to say for LA on the exit. Kismet trying to track down another. Shots to Real decent, but not able to confirm the kill. Spawn trap not fully in play for Miami, but there's threat of it as Red Core's playing up in the lobby.
I bet.
Yeah, that's all you want to do is just be a nuisance in their spawn. Catch a couple freebies. Make your approach easy on your defensive hole.
God damn.
Take care of Kismet. Rencor is able to find a double off the respawn. Last player to account for
that's
is
2.
Looters, and that's a massive double to at least alleviate a little.
Yo, I don't know
pressure.
where
Can
he's
you make it
looking.
3, the rookie having himself a moment.
Yep, needed to see it. Des was talking about it. Even in teams that have not been all that great, we've seen some rookie pop off.
Oh, I'm not mad at it. He just gotta wait, bro. This is.
Now on 4 in a row. 45 seconds.
Oh, he just got such good COD timing.
Knows that number 6 is up top.
He got COD timing like in the best way possible.
Able to find his challenges. The 7th little heat check doesn't quite work out. But while all this is
I got
happening,
450 plus kill games in the last 10. I got better with my timing. Yeah, honestly, COD is just so much about timing. Once you kind of like know, like, all right, like the whole sort of like 4-second rotation, like people kind of coming off spawn, like you'll be in such a good spot.
It's basically a GG on the round, but thankfully you still got the SMGs roaming. Opening double goes in favor of LAG.
That is,
should be locked, but they just don't have the stack on it.
I don't think that first segment fully came locked in yet. 7v4. You're trying to play a TDM out, but you're down to 13 seconds.
I'm about to say they do not have
good timing.
Okay, that's a good trade. That's a good trade. But it is only 5v3. They can hold their angles.
Johnny's already stuck. There's no way. There's no way they lose out on this.
LAG sold. LAG sold, bro.
And
LAG sold.
I don't know if
they could have easily stacked the point. I don't know what they're doing.
Market, but I may have missed it. Regardless of
search, I play corners. Yeah.
Missed opportunity for LAG.
Without question, man. Definitely a missed opportunity when you have one player individually having moments like this where he's just coming off the respawn, not even coming off the respawn, just finding a multi-kill after multi-kill situation.
We're selling.
There. Everyone can't play kills when he's already finding them.
Bro, Looters was getting everybody off spawn, and he clearly nobody was stacking the point.
With 3 segments there, if you are the Gorilla mates, so
what am I looking at?
Have an easier approach here on their attack.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one
James
of those things,
Bond?
again, it's just that's one of those moments that kind of distinctively gives a difference between the great teams and the good teams. And
100%.
Yeah, looking back at it, it is just 3 ticks. They didn't get that first tick at A. So tough scenes. Miami trying to set up something over towards B, but the first 2 kills for LAG will stop that in its tracks. Metals able to at least respond and maybe even just win it out outright himself, but not going to happen. Super last one left alive. Miami spawning towards P2.
And now they got an OE through rock side. Super knows that he's going to be surrounded. Can't win the one-on-one versus Looters. Yeah. Now you're just hoping that your teammates can hold down this rock pressure. Allow your teammates off the respawn to get on out. Good finesse there out of Metals to wait for the team.
That was a good play from Metals. He was just trying to create as much time as possible in order to his teammate to at least confirm the kill.
They're still working for hallway control.
No shot you lose this. I'm about to say, dude, you don't lose that fight.
Metals couldn't get the regen off.
Oh my god, excuse me.
Display his life over towards bottom bar. Super, that's good help. You can actually have to take the mantle and just move over towards B, but Super falls before Fellow maybe missed out on an opportunity. So just down to Real. 26 seconds on the clock. Real's got to play his life. His help is trying to get here, but being held back.
Yeah, he just got to keep on finessing. Your teammate got to watch over you. Rencor, unfortunately, doesn't find that kill on Johnny. Boy takes down Real, so it's still going to be
HP and control. I go for spawns and HP and pinch and control. Spawn trap. The next round I trapped him 37-25. Yeah. For control, if you have a opportunity to at least get like 3 or 4 down, your #1 priority should be to spawn trap to at least like separate at least a decent amount of lead in lives, you know.
They step back up and kind of give Looters the respect that he needed after his individual play that he made in the offense to stonewall Miami completely on this defense.
Because honestly, in control, you just have to play really aggressive. Like on both sides, to be honest.
Big time moments,
like 80% of the time on control, you should be playing aggressive, but on defense, or not even necessarily on defense, but like if clearly like 3 of your teammates die, where you spawn is or where you are is like very
goes into a gunfight. He loses it initially, and
what's the word? I don't want to say very influential on where the rest of your team spawns, especially if like somebody on the opposite team is blocking, but I mean, they might spawn closer to you. It's definitely that way in Hardpoint. Like if 3 of your teammates go down, you kind of want to like stay alive.
I mean, you don't have to, but it would be nice.
Especially because you will definitely be very influential on where the rest of your team spawns comparatively. Hey, yo, Kismet, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how you lost that.
Even Metals is like just standing there like, did you guys really just lose that outright? I was hit by the stun and stunned, and then you still.
I had 57 and we lost because of random left.
And now Miami start to make their play forward.
Nah, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been sick to my stomach.
Go 3 for 4, or 1 for 4 in the initial gunfights, and now it's already been 35 seconds.
I would have been like, this would have been a gameplay and all. That shit did not happen.
Big gunfight there versus Kismet. Super off the flank, finds a second one in air, just keeping LAG stagnant off the respawn. This is not fun.
Yeah, this is a stagger after stagger. Red core, spiral, that works.
That's 2 dead.
Yeah, this is not.
You know one's well.
LAG. 6 life deficit. And I think the thing is, you just got to get together and kind of clear this out as a squad.
Oh, they're all going for A.
Get Rencore out of position. Real going to try to pick up the baton and make a play off the other pin.
He just got, yo, Johnny just got ripped.
And that's just an absolute laser beam from Real. And yeah, LAG are not getting out of spawn here. Real for the easy follow-up on the Lunars. More from the front door, runs out of ammunition.
You see, now, again, like 3 are dead. You know 1 was coming off spawn. You know everybody's spawning in at least at a similar time, and or all your pressure should be at front.
Everyone roaming in their spawn. Player's going to end a little bit on a streak. Rencore on 3, Super on 2, but you needed a shutout round to give yourself a better chance here. Potentially close out this map, and it's just all smiles there. Because
I think that's one thing that's good and bad about control. Like, spawns never flip. So, like, unless you're blocking a certain point, like, you know where somebody's going to be coming off of spawn every single time. Especially if, like, you're on a... Like, if you're on a control point, like, for this map and you're on defense, they're going to spawn garage. Or, like, they're going to spawn closer to that garage side. If you're like standing in garage, they're going to be spawning next to like, not well necessarily, maybe like this area with like the white truck, but that's the one thing about control that I do like and don't like about it. I mean, obviously if you're slamming the other team, you're going to like whatever's going on, but
so Miami just consistently staying active in the respawns.
It's just crazy to me, bro. It's like the fact that spawns never flip. It's like once you get 3 deads, like you know exactly where they're going to be. It's not like someone's getting no one's getting a split, no one's getting a squad spawn. It's just like literally, it's like, all right, you're here, I'm standing here, they're gonna spawn here.
Kills are decent though here for Miami.
That's like the number 1 thing. The spawn trap be real in control. That's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of like, because I think from like a fundamental standpoint, hardpoint can be relatively hard to play just because like you got to teach somebody spawns or whatever. But with control, it's like theoretically, and I've said this to like other people before, I feel like from a certain standpoint, you definitely have to be coordinated as a team, but realistically, you just got to like let people know that may not be knowledgeable about control. It's like, hey, like don't worry about spawns, or at least like worry about what's going on in front of you. Definitely somebody could be behind you, but I don't know. That's just the way I view it. It's definitely a lot easier from a spawn standpoint. That's the way I look at it. But I mean, shoot, if you go against a good coordinated team on control and they know how to spawn trap, you're never getting out. You're not going to get bailed out by spawn either. That's like the worst part about it too. You're never going to get bailed out by spawn. Hardpoint, you can get bailed out by spawn.
They're not going to finish the second tick. Instead, they're going to rotate over.
Because somebody could overplay and like spawn 1 person out, and then it messes up the whole play. Messes up your whole setup.
And that means that this play at B has to find success if you're Miami.
Doing some one-on-ones, right?
Did you not hear that reload? Oh my god.
Gonna get shot over the top. Metals trying to play for the trade, but Lunars with the movement is already finessed his way back to his teammates back into play. 24 seconds. Real put in the game.
Oh, we're tweaking, brother. He's at wine. Brother, we're at wine. Come on.
Yep. That's all you have to do, but maybe easier said than done. Lunars off the pinch, still getting lost.
They got a 2-life advantage. This is doable.
Has to make the play forward. Fellow would be in his way, and instead of going over to B, it'll be Miami trying to survive on the A point. Second tick at A does
Good trade.
lost.
That's 2 dead for Miami, though.
Is there anyone else who can possibly touch? Super goes for it, but is shut down. Metals over the top, finds elimination onto Johnny, but can't touch.
Oh my God, excuse
so
me.
Go to a round 5.
That's why when I play control, I tell my team 3 stack, I'll trap. Yeah, but also, like, I mean, if you get like 4 dead, like, the way I see it, if you get like 4 dead, like, you might as, or actually, here's the way I look at it. If you get 4 dead, you 4 stack. If you get 3 dead and you see the last red dot, you 4 stack. Because you're basically telling that person, you either have to wait for your team, or you're going to have to jump on point, and then one of us is going to get you, and then at that point, it's a 3 stack. That's the way I look at it. If it's 4 dead, you 4 stack. If it's 3 dead and the last one shoots his gun, you know where he's at, just 4 stack it. Because like everybody's technically waiting 4 seconds to spawn in. So at that point, it's like, all right,
gotta find a way to make it happen.
they can't help you. You have to stand still, and or because it's going fast, you're gonna have to get one of us off point. And at that point, you can just you're done. At that point, if you get 2 dead, then probably you just kind of get map control.
And Miami was instantly spawn trapping you this time, much better as they're gonna get early. Fellow on to B. Lunar's helping him out over the top.
There you go, 3-2 on the trades. First segment at B should basically be guaranteed, but it's still only a solo capture. So Miami are going to have the numbers to try to reinforce their way back on. Then Luna's going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place, and everyone falls at that B point. So now Miami can't.
I'm not going to lie. I did not know Miami's record was 1-7 for round 5.
Someone come help.
Yep. Yeah, that's just
I didn't know that.
Moments for LAG. It's just like
good kill. The only issue is that Miami's been playing really well on defense. I mean, both teams, to be honest, have been playing really well on defense. Once you kill 2 people, get on the point and kill the other 2, easy spawn trap. Yeah, and honestly, because, like, I'm pretty sure people have seen the video before, and I sort of lightly talked about it. Like, the sort of, like, 2-2 method is sort of like, because it was a video with Crim and Hydra. I call it like the 2-2 method. If you constantly just get 2 pieces like over and over, you never set up like a full team hit or a full like execution from like a full team. Because if 2 people are constantly on the map while the other 2 are dead, like you're never setting up anything, you know?
And with 20 seconds to go, you gotta get past.
You literally cannot set up anything. Like if you kill like 4 at the same time, then it's like, all right, all 4 are coming off spawn. One's going underground. One's going I'm gonna use Skyline for example. One's going catwalk. One's going underground. Someone's hitting kitchen. The other one's hitting piano. And then it's like if you lose a fight or 2, it's like, oh shoot, like they're coming from 4 different angles. Versus when it's only 2 people, like they have to push something together. And at that point, you just play trades and numbers. Yeah, Miami's about to win this series. It ain't even right, bro. Miami about to win this map 4. We finna just get this 3-1 out the way. Look at that boy Max. I'll stay in front. I'll stay in the. Oh wait, I can't read. I can't read. There's some breathing rainbow shit. I'll stay in the point in front of it and guard them. If I know it's 4 dead, I'll stack. Lucky knows me, I can trap it over time. I overheat. Yeah. Nah, we played rank before, obviously. You know, that's you're not like bad at control. It's just like sometimes you get overheat. But honestly, like I would prefer my sub player to overheat. You feel me? Because if you're overheating, at least you're like going in with the intention of being aggressive. Like it's not the end of the world, you feel me? We're playing ranked in 2025. Like we do not care. We do not care. Like I'm sorry if you care about your rank at this point of the year. Like whatever game we're getting next year is about to get announced in like probably a month. So truth be told, I'm about to start. I'm gonna play ranked one day. I'm gonna pull out like an XM4 if I can. I don't even think that's possible. But the only issue is too is like you can't keep doing the same thing over and over, because once you start doing something over and over, good players are gonna adjust to it. That's like another thing too. Yo, what's good, Tyler? How you doing? I know if I'm on that streak, I'm baiting. I won't lie. But like, I'm not mad at my teammate if he needs to bait me to get like a streak or something. Like if you need a free streak or something, like I'm gonna be fully aware. I'm like, all right, bet, let me bait for you. You feel me? Like if it's for the betterment of the team, I will put my life on the line to make sure you get that streak. Now, if you lose that next fight and you don't get the trade, then you're fucked. That's on you. Like I can't help you in that department.
Is Carolina. Like if you're LAG, you played Carolina,
Vancouver, if I put my body on the line for you and you still don't capitalize, then we deserve to lose the match.
So it's just like, ugh, what do you do? Like, how do you really evaluate your squad when you're playing up against a bunch of teams that are red hot, especially in that major? Now you have a chance to play up against a Miami team that is just coming off of a high placing at the major itself. Still looking for an identity, though, I think, in terms of, are they actually a top 4 team? Yeah. The win versus Thieves would lead to believe that maybe so, but there's still these moments.
What we got for this map 4? I'm not gonna lie, Miami probably got this one only because LAG, like,
a couple of hard points.
If Kismet, here's my issue with that map 1. Kismet went in the water. Super, in my opinion, hurt him. If Super went in the water and killed Kiz, or if Real, who was coming through Lambo side, didn't turn around and decided to go through lobby to get that trade, he would have found Kismet jump up. He would have shot him in the back. They would have had control. There was already 3 on point. They would have been fine. It literally just came down to like one simple play. That's literally all it came down to. I had 3 Hailstorms and 1 Proto. Oh my god. The way you typed it out initially is I had 3 Hailstorms on 1 Proto. Oh. Dog, that's kind of funny. But I get what you meant, though. I get what you meant. HB.
We're dominating off the rotation.
That's kind of funny,
You're
though.
never gonna win hard points like that.
Yeah, that's very true. And just to kind of look at the track record here for Miami, we saw this map yesterday versus Thieves. It did not go very well for them. They were not winning.
I hate this kid. Not really. Not really.
That's not just.
It's funny the way he be playing. Like, honestly, once we get to this next map, look at like Super's camera whenever it's on his perspective. It seems like the way he plays is like as if he has like a pillow on his lap. It's not like he's hunched over. It seems like he's always like upside straight and like far from his monitor. Because look, everybody's like really close to their camera. He seems really far. I don't know if he actually plays like this. I'm about to say he plays super far, which is kind of nuts. Like for COD or even like FPS, I would not play like far from my monitor. I would be sitting fairly close. But it seems like he has like a pillow on his lap and he's like far from his monitor. Which, like, truth be told, for most FPSs, I don't think that's like probably the best idea.
With them, it has to start with rotations. Obviously, you want a majority of them.
He probably has something on lane. I didn't watch Major 4 that much, so he probably shoots super far. But I think it's kind of funny. Maybe his glasses help him. Probably they have to. There's no shot. There's no shot. Like even for me, I wear glasses, and I wouldn't even sit this far back, you know.
Can continue to impress us.
Oh shit! I gotta see about my prediction. I gotta look at that. Is it crazy back in Vanguard? I was super slow AR, then fast forward to BO6, and I'm getting 80 engagements in a game. Not really. Only just because, like, again, like with COD nowadays, like it's just movement got so much crazier. Like at this point, people are just gonna switch to whatever benefits them, and you know, for a movement-based COD, some people are just gonna go to sub because again, you gotta kind of have to adjust. You know, it's kind of one of those things. They were joking that he was looking at his teammates' monitor and calling people out. I wear glasses and I don't sit very far away. That's what I'm saying. I don't sit far. I sit fairly close and I still wear glasses.
This mid P1, both squads are playing for the gunfights before they commit on the time, and Miami dominate the kill feed now.
Oh, let me see something real quick.
Time to hop in. And you also found Johnny trying to hit a route. Same could be said with Kismet right behind him.
Yo, can somebody give me a Discord link? Can somebody give me a link to the Discord? I forgot to post it. If you can, please let me know. My apologies. I forgot to post.
Another 3-for-1 exchange and looters is nowhere.
Yo, what's good, Dally?
This has been a flawless start for Miami with a couple of the players still holding.
Came here at perfect time, and this series about to end. No, this series about to end. No bullshit.
He's the X factor for this Miami.
This shit about to end real quick.
If he can go off, you're gonna stay.
How y'all been? I know I've been gone for a little bit. Had a nice little weekend yesterday. Had a nice little 2 days in Florida. But we back. And this is the last event of the year. I need record to drop 30 on map 3 to cash. I was at church. Did he? Actually, did he drop 30? He dropped 31. Your prayers were answered.
Johnny, good first, almost takes.
I need to see how much Johnny had, because I had Johnny's over for maps 1 through 3.
From the
27.
Getting some time for now.
30.
23 seconds. Next hit underway, but Super gets caught, and numbers are still here.
37. He missed. He fucking missed. I swear to God, he
Break
missed.
attempt from the front, start to generate some good progress, and that'll be enough to get Miami in.
He missed. I'm 0 for 1 on the day. I'm not even trolling. He actually missed because I had his over. All right, I'm now 55 for 87.
at that new HP. Kismet with the perfect game plan. Johnny with the perfect game plan. You laid off the rotation, but we're already here.
Rancor is going to be aware of this, though. Oh, gets away. Does he actually survive? No, not going to happen. Follow-up from Fellow is good, leaving Metals to kind of work by himself.
They do have a trophy. Oh, they don't even have a trophy.
Nothing more. LAG still spawning in the backside of the hard point. Real's pinch is shut down.
Damn.
And now for Miami, this just has to be something from the front. Kismet's still worried about this topside staircase. Catches the first, does
That's
not
too dead.
the second time.
They're all spawning in the back.
At least able to neutralize the time.
And 30 seconds to the fight for here. If you're Miami, you want to stay out.
Quick question, how do y'all like red card? I'm gonna be honest, red card's a good map, but the spawns ruin it.
But all of LAG rallying over through the street side. Everyone's gonna
Like from a playing standpoint, it's not the worst as compared to how it was in the beginning of the year, but these spawns ruin the fucking map, bro.
Yeah, this next 10 seconds is critical.
This could honestly be like a top, like, oh,
How do you exit from
this could be a top map in my opinion if the spawns were not messed up. Decent, yeah, I think it's decent. I think in the beginning everybody hated it, myself included. Nowadays I'm like under the same consensus that it is a decent map. But if I'm in control of P2, why are you spawning behind me? If I'm in control of P3, why are you spawning behind me? Why is everybody splitting on this map when it's P5? Why do my streaks not have any use on this map?
For the break, you already have Lunas and Johnny combining over towards stage side and Fellow contesting through.
Like it's a cool map to play, but like why are you spawning behind me on 2 back-to-back kills? It makes no sense.
Up top.
But I like playing it more now comparatively to when it was added in the beginning of the year. I hate grind. I'm not gonna lie. I've not played ranked at all this season. I mean, maybe once. I don't know. I haven't been playing ranked at like really at all. I got to only because again, like once CDL season finishes, like I need to upload videos to the channel. And I need to like, obviously I'm gonna be multi-streaming, so y'all probably will see COD during the summer. I don't know how much, but like, I still definitely gotta, you know, get it as much as I can. You definitely heard that. There's no shot.
Took him a second, but still found the kill he wanted. Super should be traded here at Escalators, but slips away. Real at ticket keeps the hard point open, and now Kismet's essentially on his own.
Oh my gosh.
Well to catch the first, but nothing more. Miami now with numbers. Follow up from LAG, going to be happening from the B-bomb site, but yeah, Miami's got a really good lockdown on this.
Okay, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4.
Cool to, like, create that extra layer.
They got to split though because it's hard point. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Here's how I rank my favorite maps: Dealership, Skyline, Vault, Red Card, Hossie, Rewind. Rewind. Am I tripping? I'm fucking tripping. I'm thinking Rewind like it's a grind. I know what you mean though. Ooh. In terms of what I like, I'll probably say I'll rank it after this map because I kind of want to lock in a little bit, but I'll rank mine a little bit after. I hate Rewind Search. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Rewind, I'm either doing like solid or very bad, so again, it's kind of decent, but I like the map design of Rewind and how you can play Search. I don't play the best on that map, but I don't hate it. Definitely better than some of the other searches we had.
You're feeling yourself, you're gonna go for the Eagle Chow on the Fellow, but he's able to find a double. Get him off for the time for now. Hope the teammates can get back into the play. So we need to do like Discord, like S&D wagers or 8s. I mean, I tried to do that with y'all once, but y'all said y'all wanted rank. So, but also again, it has to do with like just getting people on the same page. I think that's another thing too. We just gotta like have like not maybe a day. I mean, we could have a day, but just like times where we could like consistently just do like, what the fuck did he die to?
Spawn situation here. Luna's finding the first 2 kills, and now you've got Kismet working a bit of a pinch, and he's gonna find the opener. Really good stuff here from LAG, taking advantage of the off spawn. Now Miami are panicking.
That just tweaked me out. I didn't even see like a bullet, and he just kind of died to the wall.
Find an opening over towards Sage. Great shots out of Super. Now we can drop in, potentially contest the hard point.
That's Coda's playground. No, I've seen you play Rewind, Search. Truth be told, yeah, you actually do like fairly good on that map mode combination.
Spawns in favor of LAG and Miami now with 20 seconds left. Someone's got OE.
And it looks like they're all going to try to OE. You've got one member in what I believe is Rancor, who's trying to kind of finesse some of this time, but as they lose gunfights,
that's 3 dead.
LAG, Gonna have a chance to
Okay,
go
hold
straight
on.
to
Let me see
initial.
this.
From 2 to 3.
Okay.
Lunars just needs to stay in the hard
I'm about
point.
to say, I said 3 dead. I thought they were gonna spawn behind Lunars, but they all spawned P5 because the last guy who was alive, they just squad spawned on him.
Time of P2, so they all have to be working around the back end. And if you're
Okay,
Lunars, you
Lunars
got a
off the
time
arena, yeah.
to perfection. You know you're going to be surrounded. You got an SMG
You watch A
in
from
hand.
semi?
You're at least
Yeah.
able to find a double to alleviate some of that pressure. But Miami have the numbers. They find the break.
Yeah, all 4 members are here. Super stuns himself. Doesn't really get the bounce he was anticipating. Johnny for 1 up top on the staircase. It actually catches Super mid reload, and that's now 3 down immediately. So just as much as it looked like it was going to be a convincing setup for Miami, LAG able to break back through a full 4-man wipe, all of it coming flawlessly.
They got trophies.
And they can now grow on that lead with 20 seconds till the 5-4.
And Miami are trapped. You know they have to work their way out of this spawn. We don't want to be on the backside of this staircase when that P4 pops. So thankfully,
We beat a team 250 to 31. You talking about me and you, or just like in general? Because I do not remember that, but I probably have the video. If we beat a team 250 to 31, low key, I think I remember that, but I would have to go through like, I'd have to go through my data because I definitely would probably have that recorded in like on my computer somewhere. If we beat a team 250 31. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I was about to say I don't remember that, but I feel like I would have had that. Yo, Lunars are so close to it. Hellstorm do not fuck control.
He may get the Hellstorm to put this map out of reach.
Do not troll.
Lining them up, peppering everyone across the map. The early break is
Okay, you got it. I'm about to say you're kind of just rolling right now.
LAG ever since the addition of Fellow and Johnny to this lineup. They have
Yo, can somebody send me a Discord notification? Or not Discord notification. Somebody an invite to my Discord so I can post it in the chat.
Need time at new HP.
Yeah, Hellstorm gets earned not just for Lunars, but Fellow soaking up the hill.
I gotta promote the Discord, bro. Free prize picks every weekend. Actually, that's a lie because I was out of town. I'm low-key lying, but it's basically 99% of the time.
Lunars, good timing on this route. We'll catch 1 for free. They don't
Win menu and
but Kismet able to sniff him out.
Ty gonna play HP.
This is going to be so tough.
Oh, control. Oh yeah, control. We were. I swear to God, me, you, and Ty, when we were playing control, we couldn't win him. We couldn't win him. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's what I'm saying. Control is very much coordinated. If y'all aren't on the same page of control, like anybody could lose.
Kismet is able to find 1. Lunars effective on the trade, but it's still Miami holding potentially for the final 25.
Yeah, here's Fellow calling his in. Coordinates get set out, clears off the hard point. Johnny gets another win on top of that. And Lunars, doesn't actually get the win on the red core. Follow from Johnny, though, is good at the stairs.
55-87, bro, could really be getting to the bag if he actually puts in slips. I do this for the love of the game. I don't do this for money, bro. I should be doing it for money, but, you know. But I'm also like cool off. I'm also cool off money, you know. So I definitely could be getting more money, you know.
Only need 40 points. If you're LAG, you look for a couple kills in sync. At least for now, you know you have ticket press.
I just do it for fun, to be honest.
Watch out from head side because Real's trying to take care of his.
I'll probably start like putting in slips maybe towards like the end of the year, next year. We'll see.
Yeah, they're looking really solid right now over the top of P1.
Damn, I fucking
Lunars,
bro.
Just making sure nobody hits over through tickets. I mean, no one's actually watching over his mid. Johnny for 1 snaps over, looking for another, but trades are good for Miami.
LAG might win this again. I'm kind of surprised.
But it is starting to get to that point where Miami.
All right, nobody wins here anymore.
Clean set of kills that they want to try to rotate, not just to get this last time on 1, but they need to get a good setup for 2 as well.
Yeah, it'd be cool to watch.
I'm kind of surprised. LAG looks really good at hardpoint today. And this map, like, Miami's not doing bad in the kill department. Like 31, 25, 25, 20. It's not terrible.
Only need 15 points. You already have a player playing the objective. Miami have the positions that they want.
Good trade. Oh, he didn't even get 1.
Yeah, good help.
Yeah, this should be it.
Find 1 inside the hard point over the top.
You know where last guy's at?
Shuts down red core.
They're too far.
Super is one of the last ones left, and as he drops,
Nah, they're way too far. Metal's like is probably the only one who could actually contest.
Coming to play in this first matchup of their Major 4 qualifiers.
They're looking really good at hardpoint today. You should put $3 on every slip for a season. I'll be cool with that. Like a little series. I think, you know, it would be good if we did it for a series. I think that my issue is that I need to find a way how I can make it more so into a series on like either TikTok or YouTube, or have it more so like as like a, I don't know. I've been thinking about it though. Here's my issue too. I think with the picks is like, I was thinking about doing a news report segment on TikTok, sort of explaining it, like stuff that y'all see on the Discord. I would do in a video format, but like as like a news report, you know? I was thinking about doing that, but then the issue is that like, especially because it's so actually, I guess if I did it during the week, it wouldn't be too bad. I think I could see myself doing that next year, kind of having it on Discord. The only issue, or not Discord, having it on like as a series. My issue is just like in terms of audience. I don't know what kind of audience wants that in terms of viewership, but at the same time, I would just have to see what works in terms of like, what's the word? In terms of like gambling content. And because at the end of the day, gambling content is kind of a 50-50, because again, you don't know like what platforms actually want to encourage gambling content and things like that. And obviously you kind of have to put that out there that it is gambling content. So I think a news reporter series should be fine as long as we get those out during the week, or we film those during the week and then those get posted like sort of day by day, like once the matches do come out. So I'll probably do that. Should we rank CDL pros all time after champs? I'm down to do that. I'm down to do a CDL a little CDL list.
By Monster Energy.
I took Sip and Hydras 1 through 3 over. I think it's gonna be close each round. That's pretty good. I don't think I didn't put a prediction on that series. I don't know. I just feel like the last couple times they've been playing is just so insane. So I don't know. I didn't put anything down on them. Let me see. You know what I want to do? I want to do the CDL Wordle thing that I did the other day. I need to redeem myself, but I only got like 2 minutes. That's the only issue. Hold on. Who we guessing? I'm gonna guess Slasher. All right, so basically nothing, bro. Oh, it's your wrong thing. Man, this song is ass. What the fuck did I just play? I don't even know what to play, bro. Damn, it's just like fucking. Have y'all ever had that feeling where y'all just want to play something, but y'all just have no idea what y'all want to play? Dude, I'm just going through that right now. I do not know what to play in terms of music. Fuck it, I'll leave this unmuted. All right. So it's somebody who's under 30, under 9 wins, and has no rings. So who would this be? Who has no rings in the league? Like we're gonna do Johnny. Just because he's playing right now. Okay, so 0 wins and no rings, but he's over 21 and under 30. Who the fuck is this? I don't.
Oh shit!
Fellow has a win. I'm tweaking. Fellow has a win. Who has no wins in their career, but they're slightly old? Paul X one.
LAG team pack is available right now. Each pack,
but they weren't on any of these teams.
As well as this weapon camo to assert your royal will in the lobby. Next time you
does the team have a win? I don't think he has a win. I could be wrong though. He does have a win. Okay, so he's kind of young.
A good one. Didn't expect that. I think a lot of us out here.
I don't know who this is.
Miami after their win yesterday would come out and just.
If Optic win champs, these are my top 10 all time. Abizi, Akes, Dashy, Simp,
There's something in the air so far
formal,
this weekend.
who the fuck is Clayster? I don't know who Cluster is. I'm assuming that's Clayster, but I don't know who Cluster is, my boy. You feel me? Skunk Karma, Shopsy,
in their game 5s, but
probably, yeah.
majority of the season,
I could see that.
on the new rosters.
Geo? Could it
go
be
to a
Geo?
top
It might be
five
Geo.
series, so I have no idea what their ice is gonna look like.
Nah, it says
Let's talk
nah,
about
because
this
Geo
Detroit,
played
what
for
they showed
Minnesota.
in
I can
battle
guess
two,
though.
'cause they just got
Yeah,
outclassed
nah,
in the
because he
game.
didn't play for
Miami kept them on
Minnesota.
their toes. They showed a little presence here on one side, and then they got a flank on
Shoot,
the
so
other.
who
end,
else
and
could
they're
it
just
be?
consistently
Somebody
putting you on
who's
ball.
relatively
All those
young.
blank calls just never really allowed
Oh,
LSU to get a full
wait.
read of what they were throwing at them.
Yeah.
And you just can't allow Miami.
Oh,
to
no,
take
this doesn't
that
work
same
either.
way. Like Real and Meadows can't be the enforcers
Fuck.
here on map 5.
No, that's absolutely true. And again, like the red card is going to feel very different than what we have here at this Hacienda. I don't anticipate that Miami is going to run as recklessly. Reckless isn't the right word. They're not going to run as deeply, I think, with their defensive tempo that we saw.
I don't fucking know who it is.
But
Goddamn.
We have seen
Yo, what's good,
a
G?
number of moments where Miami have kind of flipped
How
the
you
script
doing?
and
How you
thrown a
doing?
curveball in the
How you
search and
doing?
shorts. I think especially
Oh,
early,
F1 just
we
started.
even saw a little bit of that, like versus.
Oh, it's
LAB.
been started. I'm
Like,
tripping.
They're doing stuff that just you would not expect. So, could be an opportunity for them to kind of keep an edge there. As we're about ready to go in, I think.
Nope,
to
we
map
ain't
number
started.
5.
Not yet.
Haven't seen that screen, so small little pause. Any other stats kind of stand out to you?
What
Jay, before we
teams?
jump to map 5?
Or what do you
You
mean?
better be able to
Like the cars? Like which teams are racing?
This is unbelievable. You saw that stat before they changed it. He's sitting at like a 1.5, a 1.6 in the icy moments of the game 5. Has a lot of clutches underneath his belt. Never shies away from the moment.
Oh, my
Even
bad.
with
You
some
talking
of
about the
best
Wordle.
teams
My
in the
bad.
game, he's still overwhelming.
What teams have they played on? It doesn't
in
show
the
yet.
game mode.
So the only thing
Just
it
be
hasn't
that deciding
said
factor.
is
He's
that
finding first
he
plus,
hasn't
setting
played
up
for
his
C9.
SGs to take
He hasn't
space
played
on
for
the
NY.
opposite
So
side.
literally all
It's
these
gonna be a
teams he
lot
has
to
not
handle
played for.
because
He has not
Super
played for any of
Dupers
these
look like he's
teams.
got superpowers sometimes in
So
this
I'm trying to figure out what's
He has
it's somebody
been
random.
so
Hold on.
solid all the way throughout.
I'm gonna just
every single
I'm
moment
gonna just put this in because I have a
for the
feeling.
Miami team, which is, you know, again, like one of those situations, just to kind of speak to it a little bit. Like,
Okay, never mind.
You go all the
I
way
just
back to
I had a
like
feeling.
4, the last
So
time that
he's
Heretics
24.
was an organization
This
that
kid,
kind of
whoever
Call
this
of
is, is
Duty,
24
they
years
had
old.
that
Who's
year that
24
was sometimes good, sometimes
in the league?
bad.
Who is 24 in the league right
Part
now?
of that team, he was actually still playing in what was like the open bracket at that time with teams like Giants and stuff. And then you get into like this long haul.
This has to be like an old player, or not an old. The issue is that this is a young player who is like right on the cusp of like being a rookie. Like this is like Cold War. Like came in. Oh wait.
Get a visa with any of their teams. So right time, right place here.
I think I know who this is. I forgot their name, low key though. I feel so bad.
This weekend to start off their split 2-0 would be big.
Trying to be icy again in Search and Destroy. This time doing it in the Neslo fashion. Definitely was not expecting
Joe
this
Deceives?
situation.
Nah, he played for LAT. It ain't him.
But we're here. We got to be able to handle this.
Oh, but he did play on Toronto.
Hacienda. Here we go.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who it
It's
is.
gonna be Miami.
I forgot their name, but I know who it
Gut
is.
check play over towards B. All 4 members going to flood this. Okay, it's going for a water route, so John is going to be playing for
I know who it
Miami.
is. I'm such an
Ooh,
idiot.
Does that stun actually hit anyone? I don't know if it does. Maybe to split the difference. Here's the push out. And they will find
I
John
feel
Kismet,
kind of dumb
LCC.
for
Yeah,
not knowing
Miami,
who this
quick
is,
aggression
but I know
gonna
who
work
it
out
is.
here for B2 for the post plant.
And this is what the Heretics do. For some reason, when they're working this
Standy.
objective over
It has to be
towards the B
Standy.
site, they love to plant it on office side and immediately take that space away.
It's not Standy?
Don't
He has a win. I'm an
squad
idiot.
any opportunities.
They did that reverse sweep. I'm an idiot.
In sync. Johnny was just playing possum.
And he's 23. When did he play? He played like he became a rookie in Cold War. But he's 23, so he's a year younger. It's somebody who's played for Toronto and has no wins, and they're 24 years old.
That cost you there in the hard point. A clean first
Heck
round there
no,
from
there's no
Miami
shot.
with the aggression. Again, leads to 1-0.
And again, important to note that it's not just aggression; it's
Okay,
also
it
their
is.
ability to
Oh
scale
my
deeper through
God,
that post
bro.
plant, and also.
I'm not
being
even
aware
locked
of
into this
when those
match.
play
Hold on,
timing is
we'll
gonna come
get
through.
back to the Wordle.
Absolutely perfect. Stuns out towards Fireplace Hall. Red court for first blood though. That's across the windows and through the blinders, I believe. On the Lunars, Riel also watching for the jump out. He'll find one before dropping.
That's a huge
Fellow
2 piece. It's
traded.
2v1.
And it's
If you're
all
Miami,
down
you
to
literally
Johnny.
just
Doable
play
though,
for
1v2,
trades.
but no bomb.
Yeah,
Play
he's
for
got this in
trades.
his bag, though. Like, this is why you pick up this young man in Search and Destroy to make plays like this. Redcore with the slow peek. Thankfully, he has the AR. And he's able to gun Johnny to shreds. That's just one of those situations where...
Ooh, Braxton's
like,
a
if you're
good
an
pull.
SMG player, you know that they're going to turn that corner.
It's not Brack, but he teamed with Brack before.
Redcore's preempting it. A couple shots able to connect right on the dome piece. Makes it easier on the approach. And Miami quickly up 2-0.
Good stuff. And again, it's just another moment where you get someone through the play for LAG. Yeah, the first blood helps, but
I know it's somebody from Spain. Who was on the MW team? Who was on the MW team? That was a 10-man roster.
Jump out is so massive towards Miami, knowing what the setup's going to look like.
It's Methods.
And now
no or Metals. Wait,
may not be needed, but still down regardless. And it's a quick 4-man hit to A. No
Looney's not from Spain.
Yep, and we're gonna push through to your spawn. So
it was Metals. It was Metals. That's so whack as fuck. That's whack as shit. It's Metals.
Super trying to play for the trade.
Oh, that's so ass.
Real for a free double. Everyone is weak. Real keeps on sliding, but it's a 2v2.
Metal still playing over at connector.
Oh, that's so ass. It was Metals.
Rotating back to try to help him with that window.
They talk about that whole 10-man roster from MW. Fuck out of here.
Well, seen by Super. That is so much information. Now they're going to reset their post plant. Make sure nobody is pinching. You stun check it. It lands. Oh, gosh. And now you've got Metals in a perfect spot behind this play. He catches his first one. Fellow now in the 1v1, and there's just nowhere to go. That is so good for Miami. Again, so good.
Just reading early on into the round. Okay, there's no presence over towards A. Let's simply get the bomb down, take space on their side, and then once all the chaos settles in the top side of offense, it's a 2v2. You got Super Duper making super plays. Like, he just throws an extremely good shoulder on the backside of Arch, gains the info onto Kismet, does not commit on the gunfight.
That was a good play.
Just allows that game clock to keep on ticking down and force Kismet to try to make a play there. Just heads up play from Miami. Playing with the information gained, they're able to go up 3-0.
What a start for the Heretics. LAG trying something different. Redcore up top. He's seen that there's a couple of members who played through Fountain. What do you do with the 3 members for Miami defensively that are at B? And they're going to go for the long rewrap. And look what Rencore's doing. He's just going to play anchor all the way back in their spawn and let this flank do the work for him.
Oh, yeah, he's a safety net. Okay, Rencore, you're playing for the info. If they push through our spawn, it's a couple free use for you. Just a lot of teammates to get themselves into the play as they are going to be instantly on the flank route. At the speed point, you're going to fly on in, force a team kill, walk away with the numbers, sounding it out.
And the
obviously, if you're in Fellows case, you didn't want to do that had to happen, but it is 2v2.
Able to actually feel that one out, find the kill. We go 2v2, and there will be enough time and space for Looters to get this plant off. Johnny tagged. Oh, big win for Real. Now it's just down to Looters 1v2.
You're the rookie on the other end. Look, a floor clutch moment makes it a 1-on-1.
Oh, the opening shots are good, but Real.
They about to get 6-0'd. I'm not gonna lie. They're actually about to get 6-0'd. Like bad.
Streak alive, and most importantly, Miami will be up 4-0.
These are just unreadable. I'm telling you, Alan. Like, you're spawning in your LAG, you're like, okay, we took mid-map. We showed some presence here at this site. And they have yet to show us anything. And by the time they show us, they're already in the play to affect us on our game plan. Rencore backs up to the spawn. No one pushes through. Everybody else.
I'm such a great search team. Oh no, they're really good. I think honestly, once like Super came to the team, I mean, it just made such a big difference. That's honestly how it's been all year with a bunch of different teams. Like, okay, Nep on Vancouver. Super on Miami, like, you know.
That nade does not really get there for Real. This is a bold.
I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
With the pistol, Real takes care of 2. Looters did open with the first double though. So it's an early 2v2, but again, look at the space, and Rencore immediately knows he
Super was the glue. Nah, fact. Super was the glue. Okay. It's like who Purge. Everybody be saying Purge the glue, and that's facts.
Down this position, but Real predicts perfectly. 2v1 now left up to Kismet.
6-0 probably. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is looking bad.
Timing here is decent. Should catch one and does.
He's good.
But
he's
now
good.
Was the big problem. Where has Rencore?
Who's last? Rencore? Oh yeah.
And the last place he may expect him is all the way back through Flowers. And Rencore is just going to sit there and say,
he got it. He got it.
I know what timings I have to play with, and if you don't jump out this window in the next 3 seconds,
He got it.
I've got the angle to play from the low ground on this plant, and that's just a huge.
I'd say if you don't know where that last guy is at, if you don't know where that last guy's at 15 seconds, you basically lost.
For LAG to handle, because once they turn
You
their corner
lost.
from their spawn and say,
If you don't get the last kill in a 1v1 situation at 15 seconds, you basically lost. Because all somebody got to do is peek out, make sure you're not on bomb, back up. They got to chase you at that point. Because you're literally committed to that shit. Like,
Johnny falls, Kismet there to make it a one-on-one, but Rencore, 20 seconds left. I spot him working his way towards top office. It takes about 7 seconds to defuse. It's also another 5 seconds before we even get towards the bomb site, because he doesn't jump out the window. But
yeah.
Heretics now at game point, looking for the flawless 6-0.
Another moment where, oh gosh, you look at LAG and it's just nothing has worked for you. Nate Stubbs coming through. LAG trying to make a play over.
bro, this is bad, bro.
Kismet on a water route towards Boathouse, but not enough help here initially for Fellow to feel committed to the plant. But now Kismet tucked in a corner by Tree will allow the plant to go through.
GG's,
but they
it's
find
over.
An isolated pick on
It's over, y'all. 6-0.
Yeah, 2v4.
Y'all can call it.
Everybody just fly on out, play a trade. Gonna clear out already at Rock. Realize it's not a single player from this position. And they're going to wait for a kill before someone commits on the defuse.
Oh, now they know where Kismet is. Should be an easy peek out, and there it is. Perfect. Absolutely perfect for Miami, man. And again, you know, you just look at how this team has progressed over the course of this year.
This dude's a troll, dog.
You know, a little bit here or there. But remember back after, like, stage 1, we were talking about how this team needed to improve in search and destroy?
That boy's super a troll,
Didn't really
bro.
happen all that much in stage 2,
I swear to God, that kid be trolling, bro. It's funny, though.
Since he's joined the roster, they're what, 11-3, make it now 12-13-3 with Super.
That man went straight to Twitter. He on his phone like these. He on his phone like these.
Even though a
Went
bunch
straight
of
to Twitter.
destroys have been going to like round 10s, round 11s, when they have blowoffs, they show. And both these S&Ds were not even close from start to finish.
That boy
First
went
one was
exactly
a 6-2,
like this.
The final one is a 6-0. It's just like Miami have way too much strategies in their S&D. You got players who are tremendously great at finding first bloods. Every single player is capable of doing it. And then they also have that clutch factor, that next play in the back of their minds at all times. Like, it's not just because Rencore is finding first bloods aggressively through one round. No, this time I'll camp my spawn. I will allow my teammates to make the plays.
You gotta
And you have
respect it.
everyone who's
Gotta
comfortable in
respect
every
it.
single role in this mode and make sure.
Oh, next up is Cloud9. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna win in kills. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch the C9 series they did this weekend with Cap and Spark, but obviously, like, I don't know. There's always like a little bit of a, you know, there's always a bit of a honeymoon phase. So I feel like everybody's had that like honeymoon phase where it's like, truth be told, they usually overperform, even if it's for a little bit. But it is against Toronto, and Toronto looked really good yesterday, especially Kleenex. Kleenex, I mean, he dropped 17 in search. He dropped the kill record. So I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's like I can see what people mean in terms of, you know, kind of still having that honeymoon phase. But again, it's like, it's against Toronto. Toronto's a good team. You can't really like count them out for anything. Even after like the Merc signing, like obviously Beans didn't do too high yesterday, but when Kleenex is dropping 17 in search, I'll drop a donut for that shit. I don't care. You know, so
that was a good map. It was a good map outside of LAG.
Kleenex dropped 17 kills for the L in Search and Destroy to lead the league in that department.
So we'll see how it goes. Let me hit it 2 times.
It doesn't matter how much an individual does. This is a team game, and when it comes to Search and Destroy, it's a team.
Goddamn. That boy Johnny.
This was a very, very frustrating watch. I mean, they're just letting Miami run rampant everywhere they want. I mean, even in rounds where LAG get bombed down, like we're just camping a corner the entire time. You've watched Miami play. They are taking space, clearing everything. If there's one, there's probably another. And this specific round right here, like Real finds 2.
I got Kleenex over. Yeah, I have what, Beans, Kleenex, and Joe over. Because I think their line's 160. Ooh.
They're just so good at the game.
Look at Johnny. He doesn't even have his own jersey yet. They're making him play in a Skies jersey. I'm not giving you my.
Yeah, their line's 169, and I have them over. I need a Cloud9 person. Who's somebody that would be good to bet on today? Low key, I would say Spart under. I don't know. I don't really think Spart's gonna do too hot. I'm not saying Spart's not good, but I mean, I feel like if I were to predict somebody who wouldn't do too hot today, I would say probably Spart. I think Kremp has sort of established himself as like a very solid, like, I mean, there's a reason he didn't get dropped. He was honestly the best player for like the first stage. Sib's been kind of picking it up. So I don't know. I don't know how Cap did yesterday. It seemed like Cap did solid yesterday, as far as I'm concerned. Sib? I mean, Sib's not bad either. Sib be trolling though. Sib do be trolling, I can't even lie. But I don't know. I think my biggest thing with Sib was like, it was more so like the stage one. After stage one, or those qualifiers for stage one, bro, he was playing horrendously. I feel like stage 2 and stage 3 he definitely picked it up, but it's kind of definitely a little bit wavy. I don't know. I haven't seen Spark too much in challengers. Same with Cap. I know they wanted to play with Cap earlier, like in stage 3. So that was kind of a long time coming, but I haven't seen necessarily them two play too much. Is it also just because like I've seen them play in the league before on their own teams like previously, so I think that's another thing too. Yeah, Cap I saw did good. I think Spart, if somebody were to be that scapegoat, it would be Spart. Bro, forehead was too close to the camera though. What you trying to say about that? You trying to say his hairline crooked or some shit? Trying to say his hairline fucking crooked? He maybe just didn't get a fucking haircut, dog.
Fantastic opening week here to Major 4. Best of luck next week. We'll see you in action.
Thank you so much.
That is Real in Miami is done for the week, but we still
we're
have
stopping this
4 more teams in action
fucking
today. Cloud9, Ultra coming up next. You excited for this one?
I am excited for this one. I want to see how Cloud9 continues and see if this is peaks and valleys for them, or if they're finally hitting a little bit of a stride with these new roster changes, going up against a powerhouse in Toronto Ultra.
It is a
I don't know, just generally speaking, I don't think Cloud9 really hold a chance again. God damn, Cat was 5-1. Oh my gosh, bro. He was really close to the camera. All right, I didn't watch the matches yesterday, so y'all probably know better than me. That's funny as hell, though. That boy was way too close. Let me see. Fuck. I'll play some Uzi. Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Super far away. Cat was super close. Nah, facts. Oh, and I gotta update my title. I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me update my title real quick. Toronto versus Cloud9. Here we go. Oh yeah, what's it called? I guess I did a tweet in the Discord. But have y'all seen like the new starting stream screen? This one? Bro, I made it like a week or two ago before I left, bro. I'm so in love with it. Cause all I did was just like add my own images and like kind of made some text with it. But bro, I think it came out really well, bro. I want to make a different one. This one was just kind of like on the fly. I want to make a Call of Duty one. If I can make a Call of Duty one, that would be fire. Let's go Beans. That's what they said, not me. I like Beans though. I know why people don't like him. I can see why people don't like him, but you know, I'm not a hater, you know. At the end of the day, let's be honest, as much as we can sit here and say any of these players is trash, the second we pop up in rank, they're killing all of us, so it don't even matter. Unless you're like a top challengers player, we are not touching any of these pros. Maybe low key, unless it was like somebody from the first like unless it was something from the first like Vegas Falcons roster, like we could probably touch them. I'm not gonna lie, they were terrible. Like they're good, but I'm not gonna lie, those are like iridescents. Like we could low key take them in a ranked situation. Everybody else is a no. I'm not gonna lie, that King of Body dude, free under every single time. It did not matter. That boy King of Body was a free under. That boy Kicks dropped a 1.3 first 2 weeks, saw how bad the team was. He's like, I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. there's no way I play with this team. Like he was the first one to bail. He was the first one to bail. Honestly, if anything, I think he was just maybe got like homesick or something, because he eventually played for the Saudi League again.
As well as this weapon charm to
But
boost your aim
genuinely
with the
speaking,
power
I
of
don't.
tilt.
That boy left
time
before it
you
even
move
got
up,
bad,
sue
so
up at the
I
end
don't
of
even
shop.
blame him. He saw his stock was tanking. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gonna go chill back home." Oh my goodness.
From the land of kings and queens to the home field.
Wait, that's crazy. I didn't see this.
Pitch by Insight yesterday, right over the plate.
I didn't see this. He did the first pitch. That's kind of fire.
Talking 400, 110 exit velo. See ya.
This had to be like a game night or something. That's kind of fire. I didn't know that.
Minecraft Day up in Toronto. Unfortunately, they got beat by Cleveland, which is where we're from, Ohio. Well
Okay.
done. Let's take a look, though, at our teams today, because New York is in action against Toronto. Toronto, the clear favorite, though, right?
Yes, 100%. But there's some lore here, Ali. C9 have had great success against Toronto on the year, 2-0, and large in part due to Sib. He's been unbelievable.
Really? What
in
the
hardpoint.
Let's start with this Toronto squad, though, because you had a fill-in with less than 48 hours. Mercules fills in at Major 3. He gets you another top 4 finish. It's
Merc should have been picked
runs
up,
from
let's
the
be
boys
honest.
up north. Now Toronto take it on Cloud9, who is desperate for CDL points. They are in that 9th place, chasing Optic.
Bro,
Outside
Beans
the
is
chance
hilarious.
right now. They need to clutch up here in our qualifiers.
Excuse me.
Absolutely. A loss here would just be kind of unacceptable for what Toronto Ultra is reaching for, right? Because they become an unreal hardpoint team right now.
I'm in the 2
especially
times,
when
just in
you're
case,
top
because I don't know how far I am. Okay, I wasn't far. I got Ultra 3-2. Won't be shocked if C9 win. I say Ultra 3-1. I say Ultra 3-1. I don't believe in the C9 boys. Unless, I mean, granted, y'all saw it. Y'all saw him be Vegas. Again, it's Vegas. Like, come on, dog. Let's give it a buck. It's fucking Vegas. I like RCDs, but like, bro, like this is last chance. If he does like terrible for the rest of the year, then it's probably cooked.
Joe deceives today. Well, you got some fresh faces on Cloud9 New York, and they include a tournament champ and Spark, as well as Capsule.
We can come up with LZ before
Impact felt.
Pred Narcity, yeah.
Yeah, we got a little sneak peek into it yesterday, right, when they go up against Vegas Falcons, and it was a swift 3-0. A little bit reminiscent to the Cloud9 that was.
They 3-0'd Vegas. I'm sorry, it's like if they 3-0'd, I don't know, Minnesota, it's like okay, like that's still a team with good players, you know.
0.7 overall with 0.7 to search and destroy. So they bring in Capsule Spark obviously to overhaul that S&D gameplay. When you're in a situation like Cloud9, you just
Capsule and Spark both over 1.1 KD in debut. Okay, that's not bad. Spark's good. No, I think Spark's good, but I definitely think, you know, because listen, not everybody's going to be playing well 24/7. Even like good teams, like when it's like FaZe or you know, fucking Thieves, like there's always going to be some scapegoat. If I were to depict a scapegoat here, probably Spark. But you know what it is too? I think we also just have to give them time to sort of decide who's going to be that like player. Because in my opinion, when Super joined Miami, bro, Real's good, but Real's definitely not putting up the same stats as he was in the beginning of the year. Because Super now kind of can take those kills and at least help them in that department. You know, and I mean, obviously they're both subs, so he kind of does have to take those kills in terms of like being an aggressive sub. But that's kind of where I'm at in terms of, you know, at least Cloud9, we gotta like at least wait like a week, see like, or at least like 2-3 matches. We kind of see who's like more consistent than others. You know, that mustache is creeping me out. This is a 70s corn stash, dog. I don't like it.
It's not gonna win a tournament.
I ain't messing with it.
Dead last
This is a
in
corn
opening
stash
duels,
right
like,
here.
That has to be better. We're talking
It's freaking
the
me
last
out.
30 days, but they have a tall task ahead of them going up against.
Do you think
this
Optic
team. They look
beat Breach and Ravens next week?
dynamic between
Breach
Captain
is
Prep and
doable.
Rounds,
Ravens,
so much attention.
actually reverse
And
it.
then Sibs coming off a great
Breach,
start
I
to
don't
the
think
game
they'll be
as well.
Breach. Ravens is
Cloud9
doable.
team does have the makings to be a solid roster.
Sib is your all-star. That is your man dripped out, looking to carry the team. He has shut down Joe Deceives, the star SMG on the other side. Can he keep it going across Vault, Hacienda, Vault, Hacienda? Once again, our teams don't like to play in more than 3 maps.
Look at the spread out. I don't hate it for Cloud9 at all. They are 6-3 on that Hacienda Search and Destroy. They pulled that from map number 2.
We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. Guys, remember, join the Discord for free prize picks. I'm going to be doing them every single time for the rest of the year, unless I'm out of town. If I'm out of town, actually, no, I usually give y'all picks even if I am out of town. It was just these last couple days have been busy, and I've been, like, way ahead in schedule. Or at least way ahead of, like, times where I'm, like, not
He
available.
just said Cloud9's going to get done in 4, and then he picks unbelievable. That's my host, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going for Toronto Ultra in this series as well.
Seeing if you'd follow the bait. It's happened before. Nameless?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Toronto.
Fans, let's be wrong again. We were close last time. Could have happened. We got Miles a chance.
You were just
on a
right.
Fantastic Sunday. We got 1 right. We're gonna make it 2.
Look at game 5, though.
This is dub.
Hello, Chance. How are you doing, mate? Ready for a killer series? We'll see if the honeymoon period continues or if it's going to be a violent murder scenario, White Lotus style.
Am I tripping or okay? Am I tripping or is this haircut like
No
actually?
one has to die.
Are we tweaking or is this haircut not normal
Someone
to
might
me?
have to die in the series, and it might be C9's hope and dreams. This is the type of series where if they like pull off this win,
Yo, I'm sorry. Nah, I get what y'all mean. Dog, his, I'm looking at his hair, bro. I'm looking at his hair.
like the top 4 teams.
It's literally his hair, bro.
Atlanta to LAT, and the Miami Heretics is gonna like be their next easiest matchup, like maybe. And they just
Hold on. They gotta get him like they gotta
There's the hope
lock in.
C9. They handled the sort of chaotic gameplay coming in from the Falcons. Toronto is.
Oh, Sid might do bad, not do too bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is a really big AR map. This is a really good AR map.
Well, it's a tough test to pass. Another test, though, I would like to bring up is the brand awareness that C9 New York have got. They've got rid of the red cups. They have a nice blue cup.
Are Merc and Maven Optic fans? They're always rooting for them. Merc played for Optic, so obviously I think there's some sort of, you know, liability there as just like a former player for Optic. Maven, I think just like Maven's always been a host. I think generally just, you know, they kind of support Optic in a way that a lot of Call of Duty fans support Optic in terms of them and how much they do for the community. But Merc played for them, so.
Looked the most impressive out of all of them. That was clean. By the way, Joe Deceives, gameplay always clean. Should be traded out, and there you go. 4-man wipe in the feed for C9. They win the opener. See if they can keep it going.
Counter-attack, instant hit from Ultra. Crazy fight. It was the left-hand side of the minimap. That's going to be Capsule pushing up well aggressive. And more aggression here. Last man left alive here on time is going to be reinforcing.
That's 3 dead.
Oh no, it's a 2PC for Krem. He holds position. Now Beans
Position.
Position. Days right now for Ultra. That's always the plan when it comes to P1 for them. One of the pioneers of the all Jackal play.
Good shit.
It's worked out.
See how all of them kills went to strictly Joe Deceives or Kleenex? That's how you know we're about to cook.
C9 yesterday when we saw him on the P1s, honestly, pretty good at locking it down. And granted there, it's not like they get a substantial amount of time, but they do have the rotation to do, and Capsule can be the late man to the show and get a couple freebies. So if his teammates win the gunfight's over towards time, it's a good situation. Fortunately, a couple trades are rolling.
Remember when Study snapped and broadcast about I do not remember that. I'm gonna keep it a bug.
The spawn, so it is going to be a mix fest on this time.
Oh, but you got Beans in the back. Frontline hit.
I feel like no one likes Bruce. He's always the last one to be picked up in 8s.
Is it gonna matter? Nearly not.
Shit, I haven't watched pro players play 8s in a minute. No, I don't think people don't like Bruce. I think it's just natural. I mean, people may just not see him as like an 8s player. Like that's cool. I feel like S&D he probably get like picked up fairly early, you know. I would say maybe like S&D 8s he probably gets picked up fast. Maybe, I don't know.
the P2. A little bit of a mix fest.
I don't know. It might just be that. It might just be a thing where people are like, oh, you know.
Of time. C9 though, long term, they have the full setup over towards new. They even hunt down.
I don't know. I never noticed that though.
Control Sib in time. You get top art and you got Spark just roaming around slaying. So
he sat in the lobby for 2 hours. Nah, low key. If that was the case, I swear I've seen like, cause I'll tune into stream every once in a while. I feel like he generally just kind of chill, like just vibes out and like kind of watches.
And we keep this run going.
Oh shoot, what the fuck going on? Alright, we're good. I feel like he'd just be vibing, no? Wake up, B. Nah, low-key, we're at a solid start. We're at a solid start. As long as Joe and Kleenex have good map once, I'm not mad at Beans. Same thing happened yesterday. Beans kinda like he kinda didn't have that well of a map. But they still teed up. He needs to be even. As long as Beans is even, we're fine.
Worth fighting for. Ultra, honestly happy to get it. So you might have a very small lead going into new, but they don't have the spawns. The minimap though looks like absolute hell. Don't know who's gonna come out on top. I think the C9 players should spawn on the left side of the minimap, and well, both do.
Yo, Cab is looking really good right now. He's 12-6. Same with Smart. They're 9-5. This is honestly probably a good change that they needed. Kremp is struggling though. Is this kind of the way? Did Kremp struggle yesterday? If Kremp struggled yesterday, then it might just be one of those team compositions where, like, similarly to Real, like Real was a really good player, but then just I don't know, you make that change and it's like team composition's different. The way they play is different.
But most important, Hill to actually get the kills on.
Give me 25 to 30. That's all I ask. Cap was a beast yesterday. Sib struggling. Yeah. Actually, nah, 9 and yeah, that's not too bad. You're practically even.
But simply not enough. Ultimately, phenomenal hold there from Cloud9 New York. The P4 they convert to a Money Hill in like a tied up game, Miles.
This is Cap's having a really good start.
Strike on the final one, and they got a 50-point lead.
Here's my thing: is if you have a 0.9, you're fine. Like any role. Generally subs, you're fine. Like ARs, you probably want to have above a 1, but like if you have a 0.9, like you did your job. I'm not mad at you. You feel me? Like in a rank context, like I can sort of see it, but like you dropped a 0.9. You basically you got one and died. Like I'm not mad at you for that. You know.
Still looking for the extra bit of slaying though. Difficult unless you have hallway control and Capsule at 18. Make it 19 and 9. Delivers. And C9, I mean, they have won every single rotation. Even when they're a little bit mixy, they're still at least there first. They got the right side spawns.
Oh my gosh, he's going. Bro, he's moving on him. I ain't even gonna lie. He's moving.
Weak. Both AR players for Toronto not able to get anything done. And Capsule continues just to chew on him.
Oh, here we go. Capsule. More damage into the
second. Oh, that's so whack.
He let the hate flow through him and wanted that fight. And it's
see, I'm not mad at it, but listen.
Back towards P2 we go.
Beans ain't doing too hot, but listen, inside, not inside. Kleenex and Joe Deceives. We're doing solid. We gotta make a bit of a, you know, keep this competitive a bit, but you know, it is kind of what it is. Is Smart the IGL? He definitely the one making the big plays.
So insight maybe buys you an extra
probably
10 seconds of space to work with, and they're trying to overwhelm the time. But
I think this is just one of those teams where it's like very similar in age, just like kind of everybody's putting in some sort of input. I kind of compare it to Vancouver. You know, a lot of people on Vancouver, like none of them are like vets, but they all know how to play like certain modes really well. I feel like this is the same thing with Cloud9. Not saying they'll get to that level, but I mean, hopefully they do. I mean, that'll be good for the scene. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Even this team, like this team is somewhat similar in age. Maybe like what? Insight and probably Kleenex are definitely a bit older. But generally speaking, I mean, it's not like a vet and like a very young player. It's not like Slasher and fucking Gwyn, you know.
Vault to lose right now, folks. Joe on the prowl through mid-map. It's going to pay off. That patient game from him, absolutely sensational. Kremp though,
damn,
for the time being in the defense there of Ultra, not going to last for too much.
Good kill.
3 dead again.
See, look, Beans on a 3. He teeing up. Don't worry about it. We're all good on this side. You know that feeling when you take over and your player decides to be the hill boy?
it's just the opportunity. You can still stabilize. They're getting all the kills, and they're backing Beans down. Of course, though, it's only for the final 15, but
that's funny though.
Considered nice for C9 to get. But Money Hill, as we called out,
oh, Sparks is dead.
It's just the opportunity. And there's from Ultra, 3 kills in the feed. They have the
hey, Beans is on a 5. Listen, I just needed him to tee up. As long as he's even, I'm cool. Now he's on a 6.
Ready to go.
You see, and he's about to cover top bar. We're good. We're good. All pressure's at the front. They know where everybody's at.
Slow hit now from New York. We're waiting for the opportune moment, lads. Waiting for somebody to get some intel. You know where Beans is going to be. You know where he is from the red dot now. And there's a
oh my gosh, he got
the nade shot up over the top. Insight on the left flank. Wins the pair. My good God. The man cannot throw a baseball.
Good kill. That's 3 dead. Last one's in the back. They're going to spawn, what, mid?
Just was in the back line. Feel like that's going to be past.
All right, good. All pressure's at the front. All your pressure's at the front. You know 3 were dead. That was the best guy. Excuse me.
He has Sid to deal with, but his teammates got the coverage. Jamie, Insight, and Kleenex always working so.
I don't know if you've seen it, but C9 hasn't dropped a map. Yeah, I know they 3, but they listen. I mean, they've only played 1 series so far, right? Listen, they 3-0'd Vegas. I'm not mad at it. You know, obviously they got impressive players, but it is Vegas. Let's keep it a buck. It's Vegas at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be a hater. You feel me? But it's Vegas.
Kleenex now through the middle of the map. The God gun in his hand and now fully equipped for anything that may come.
Vegas beat Rocker though.
C9 New York, they're trying to bring it.
Yeah, you're right. And they beat Optic.
Toronto Ultra.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I gotta see more. I gotta see like who plays well with each other. Like usually it takes me like 2 to 3 matches to like determine like, okay, this is like who does well on this team. This is how they play together. Like, give me like it usually gives me like 3 matches. Like now, like whenever I would say Real and Rancor are like a free over, well now it's like, okay, maybe you want to do just Super or maybe just Super and Rancor because Real's not playing well comparatively with you know, whatever. Pred beat both of his ex-teammates already this year. Did he? I thought it was the opposite. Oh no, he did. I'm tripping. You're right. I forgot. Now you're right. Yeah, he did.
One back on me, one back lobby. He's already hit cat steps. Maybe front. Careful cat. He's front time and one back steps. Nice. Maybe back up fast, maybe truck.
Yo, Beans teed up, bro. He's 27 and 23. This is perfect. All 3 of them are gonna have 30. Oh, my bad.
Was oil maybe? Nothing back out. I don't see him. No, we're old one? No, not at all. You got some time. I got a parallel. I spawned in. Sit up for house. Was it deep now? Oh, he's deep. Nice. Time, look at cap, guys. Time, mid-side. Mid-side time, bed. No, there's a cap. Could be anywhere, bro. Out of palm, spark dead. Nice, still cap. Watch for base, probably pinch me. Yep. Pillow time. Pillow as well. Still cap. Time to go down. Mid. Last one down. Stay up, bed. I can't run it. One out mid. One was close, boys. I go to mid. Just got time, bed. Slow down. Dubs and dub. Out of palm, bro. Dub mid. Okay? Cat right, boys. One's close to me.
Ooh, good trade.
Out of palm still, man.
Where is you at? I saw Thunderbolt. Yo, listen, I forgot to text you. I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of ignore that text. We were in Florida. That's why. We were in Florida for the weekend. G. I totally meant to respond to your message, but then like everything happened so fast. But you messaged me a while ago. That is completely on me. We haven't watched it yet. I need to go watch it. If I do watch it, it'll probably be I kind of want to watch this tonight, but I gotta see when the brother's available.
It's all coming down to beans up close.
But he also wants to watch Black Widow before to get like some sort of insight. So it's really up to him. I gotta see when he's like available.
Well, Toronto are soaring though. They're actually coming nice and quick. No trophies in time. So Capsule, he gets back down. At least gives you one, and you still have top control. We're belly flopping around the backside of time, but Ultra hit flipped, and in a
Yo, Kava's 37, bro.
They at least keep the game honest. A 50-50 battle, and Kremp, the men there missing, waiting for his moment to strike. But I mean, look at those arrows. You're not breaking through this one. Kremp knows you're just playing for the exit. C9 trying to set up for the new time.
How about them Nuggets? Nah, that was a fire game. I only watched the fourth quarter, but at that point it was over.
They have been on point. They got everything under control.
Ultra, we've been here before. We've had a big old exciting P1 finish.
Warriors game 7 on tonight? Yeah, that's gonna be fire. I kind of want to go to the game, to be honest. Because I don't know if y'all know, but I am from Houston, so I kind of want to go. But I feel like it's probably too late, and I didn't know I was gonna come back until yesterday. So.
This is Capitol's world.
Joe for the bread. Joe for the bread. Yo, Kleenex almost got 40, bro.
Carpet, get the damage, and look at the trades.
They got it. They got it.
C9 should get it done right here.
That is it, folks. Inside the last chance, last contest. Not a hope in hell.
That was a good map.
Continues. Cloud9 New York. Welcome to a very strong start to the
Could probably get some nosebleed tickets for the atmosphere. Let me see. Nah, it'll be fire. It'll be pretty cool. Let me see.
Again, testament to their goodness. But well, folks. What do you know? C9.
35 for beans on my butt.
We could be in for a long series.
Ultra sold with total kills. What do you mean they sold?
Just sort of dial in on the P4s to tell the story of the game. C9 sort of dished it away, made the mistake on the P2. It costed him sort of long term, but then on that final P4, Ultra had the spawns, and during the listening, we heard them calling out repeatedly. We are missing Capsule over and over again. Not enough attention turned on the actual pinch. They end up losing.
They had more? Oh, I thought you meant like sold, like they sold in general, like they didn't get enough. That was a really good map 1.
Match them and everybody else soaking it up on the time.
And that is a brutal stat screen. Nearly everyone bringing the noise in their own way.
Let me see. How much do they have total? 35, 32, 40?
It could have been closer than 213, but
he needs 17 more for the over aftermath 1. No, I think we're relatively close too. I need to see how many they have.
I will say, I mean, the new boys here.
I need to add it all up.
They are absolutely.
Let me add it all up.
Okay,
here we go.
From their climb out of challenges into the league, and it is
35, 40, 32. What's that? 92, right? Let me confirm. I'm no mathematician, so let me confirm that. I think it's 92 though. 40, and then yeah, 32. Yeah. Oh, they have 107. I'm tripping. They have 107. So we need, because it was 169 and a half, so they need 170. So we need what?
The chaos, a much more controlled.
We need 63 kills. Hopefully they don't do bad in the S&D. The S&D is really what's gonna like propel the numbers, in my opinion. Yeah, we're at 107. How about to say it took me a little minute.
It's a small thing, but it can go a long way.
I agree. Their breaks have been good, and they're looking at consistent 3 days off rip, and then they're getting great time. They're very, very good at keeping it scrappy there. A great comeback from Ultra. Nice stuff, but not enough in the end. Smooth climb. What an ascent to 250 that was. And that's, again, good games in the chat. As Vault comes to a close, and I think you're going to be seeing a few less Vault
crashing out
when it comes up against C9 New York. They've got it on lock. Hacienda coming up now. We go back to Vault for control, though. That map number 3, that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, seeing how deep we have to go into this series. Hacienda and a rewind to close out this 5-map potential saga. Chance, how are we feeling about this next one, mate? How are we feeling about the S&D?
Well, I think C9 happy. They're getting quite a few of the similar maps they played against the Falcons the other day in this series again. So I know for a new team, very difficult to get a ton of repetitions in. Hardpoint often, like Toronto, honestly, the perfect team to highlight it. They had to have Mercules coming on short notice. Their hardpoint looked fantastic. It was the S&D especially that took a long time to sort of like find that flow for. So for C9, very few reps as a squad. They have phenomenal S&D players on the team. Sport, that's always been his bread and butter. Capsule was lights out on the dealership. We saw him play yesterday, so they have the tools, but bringing it together on short notice is no easy feat, especially not against a team like
Hopping
Toronto.
VC?
So we just gotta
What's
test the
up?
metal,
Wait.
test their energy. Of course,
Not tripping, or
it is the mode they need to improve the most in.
On the attack of the S&D, it hasn't been great, but again, a pinch of salt with these stats. They are sort of, it's more about the prequels than it is about the current situation they're in. So that's the last 30 days against C9 New York.
What's up?
Very new roster now, and already improving standings, improving their percentages, and improving their chances in this series.
Hello.
You hear me?
Chance?
Yeah, I can hear you.
God only knows what is
What's
going
up?
to happen.
Okay.
What
Yeah, my phone's a lot better now.
about to befall us.
I'm telling you, I don't care how good C9 does. Even if C9 does good for the rest of the year, I still don't. I think Sib's leaving.
They have kept a lot of.
You think Sib leaves?
What kind of results we're going to get? The
I think he'll go to Optic.
in for Toronto Ultra, I think, on the pick here, but
I mean, yeah, if they offer him a bag, he'll
I
leave.
wasn't paying attention to anything.
I think that's really the only team that would really like sort of give him that sort of offer, though.
How could he? Who would be their IGL though? Sib doesn't IGL, does he?
I think it's just one of those teams where they all each individually kind of contribute to the overall comms in terms of.
You didn't watch any yesterday, did you?
No.
Shotzi was actually being really vocal.
I feel like he's vocal when he needs to be.
Yeah, I don't know why they've been struggling so much. I feel like, what if they've been trolling all year on purpose to make people think that they suck?
That makes no sense. But I would like that. That would be kind of fire, though. That would be kind of fire, but I
What
don't
are you
know if that
gonna
would
do
make
if they
sense.
are the HT and they knocked LAT to losers?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just literally, it just comes down to like legit. Like, I don't know. It just hasn't been translating to matches. I don't know what else I could say about it.
They might have figured it out.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
it
don't have
depends.
faith in Sky playing like that.
Say you do or don't.
I don't. He needs to play the hill more. Dashie should not be sitting on the hill when you have a guy that can't get kills.
Nah, I get that. Because that's kind of how it was in the first series when they played Major 2. Like, he kind of was able to sit on hill, let Dashie do his thing. God damn, that boy Joe actually slammed him, bro.
And then they won.
Either way, first
Nate's would have had a stroke.
so
Nate's would have had a stroke if they lost round 1 of
Yeah, I can't
Optic.
believe LAT lost yesterday.
Nah, he would have, bro. If they lost the losers, or they lost
He was
round
just
1,
all
they would have
upset.
Yeah, I saw the Miami beat Thieves. That's really impressive.
I like how Eggs, when Optic won, he said that Vancouver wasn't trying, and Parasite told him to quit coping. He said they were definitely trying. Optic just showed up.
I'm on there in a good spot.
What gives me hope for Optic though is they was actually smiling after that.
He doesn't catch the player, but Capsule does. So Joe makes his way through the middle of the map. Beans now
They got it.
into 1v2. That's not going to happen, folks. He's on the prowl. And
Who's winning?
suckered into it.
C9. I need to do it 2 times though, low key. I gotta see if
Was he great? You know what I'm saying?
there we go.
Was he great?
He was great.
Yeah, when do you want to play some 8s? S&D.
We just gotta get enough, to be honest.
Me, you, who else? We need 6 more.
Well, just as Capsule and Spark
Dude, probably like if we were going based off the Discord, probably me, you, Ty would probably play. Maybe who else would play?
Maybe? I don't know.
Probably maybe Gabe might play. What the fuck am I hearing?
Ask your chat, see if they reply.
Nah, I asked earlier. I don't think anybody said anything.
That's exactly what
Would anybody be down to play like 8s, like S&D or whatever?
I do not doubt it. Kremp, by the way, loves the water routes, Ultra. If I can say,
Because it doesn't even have to be S&D. It could be like HP. It could be whatever.
You know how I always took bomb before? Now I'll grab bomb, but if I like to flank, so if I take bomb, I'll drop it before I push into the spawn. And I'll just leave it there somewhere for one of my teammates.
Man, you ain't contributing to the cause though. We gotta be team players. We gotta be team players. If one of us needs to drop the bomb, we need to drop the bomb.
To help stop the regen.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll drop it for somebody if I'm going for the flank.
I mean,
So that way
I'm
I
not
don't-
drop. I meant plant. I meant plant.
Oh yeah. But like that's what I'm saying though. If I'm going for the flank, I don't want to have the bomb.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
It is
Because if I die with it, we're fucked.
No, if your main job is flank, you should not be having bomb.
It's like an RC car situation. It never.
But then when I run AR, I always have bomb.
Certain players can make it work.
Oh yeah, that kind of is. I wouldn't say it's a given, just because. I mean, again.
To provide more Star Wars jokes all day, folks. That is a lot of nades.
But I won't lie to you, if
yes, it is nades.
if I'm on a streak, I'm grabbing that bomb and I'm planting it.
A water round that is not so much about.
I'm sitting there, I'm putting the rock down.
And Beans is there for it.
Hell no, I ain't letting one of my teammates play if I'm on a streak.
A single bullet.
What the fuck was that?
I had a random the other day that was being an asshole, right? In rank, we ended up winning 6-3. But I was petty. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was petty. He was being an asshole, so I was petty. I was one off of a hellstorm. So I waited till he got to the bomb site. I team killed him and planted.
Force coming in from Ultra towards the retakes. A lot of nades landing.
If I'm
going
off, I'm not laying the rock. I respect it.
Just got overwhelmed. So good execution.
Yeah, I fucking team killed him just so I could plant.
Got picked this time.
You would have done the same thing, wouldn't you?
Well, it's so awkward.
What? Me?
Waiting for the reload.
Yeah, you would have done it too, wouldn't you?
No, but
he was hussy.
I wouldn't have done it, but I could see why he did it.
Water is tough when it comes to the Call of Duty world, folks.
I literally said, "Let me grab bomb," and he said, "Fuck you." I was like, "All right, bet."
Hydroelectric.
Are you glad that Vault search is gone?
3 spree for Beans, 2 out of Joe, trying to make it 3 of his own.
You know, that probably wouldn't have been that bad of a map if they would have just moved it to like the swimming pool.
It'll be an ace.
Nah, I feel like that's just too many angles.
Will this new squad of C9 New York give it to him?
It kind of just makes B
no, they
and
should have moved
A
it further into the vault.
Both those players move at the exact right time. Call of Duty time.
They should have moved it further into the vault.
And either way, C9.
Yeah,
I guess they could have put it in the center of the vault.
Up in Toronto, just overwhelmed.
Like at the top.
Fleet-footed, finding his way.
Maybe. I mean, it's doable. I could see it. That could be doable.
You can be good for.
Because I guess you wouldn't even still be able to check it from cat. You would like have to like walk across. So that's not like terrible.
Yeah, but they're like, nah, we're just gonna put it down here so you can sit in every corner.
Those shoes are gone.
No, when I play pub search
Spot left.
and I'm in a 6-stack, I'm like, nah, we're playing that shit A and we're all sitting in vault.
It does look like with enough pace now, Ultra, you're in trouble. C9 should have the intel on it. Maybe they don't.
Oh, they're both going either.
Left.
Did you see one?
Here we go.
Yeah, that was a good play.
That was a worthy attempt.
That was a good bait switch.
Clutches up the gunfight.
Whew. Oh my goodness.
And C9 tie
This
things
is
up.
gonna suck.
There's no shot.
Just having 99.
Oh, okay, never mind. Low key, I let that slide. I was wondering why Cap, bro, Cap's wearing his Florida Mutineers Astros.
He was left 5 HP.
But like, I guess it's not a brand anymore, like Mutineers. So like, I could see he could technically get away with it, but that is kind of wild.
It is Call of Duty. They deliver us the round at no 1v3 clutch, but
that boy got his Florida Mutineers Astros.
A really good.
Is that not wild?
I mean, Spot again, a shooter.
He in a C9 jersey with Florida Mutineers. Damn.
Hello.
I just wanted to vibe out for a minute. I'm gonna get back to work.
All right. See you later.
I'm fucking busy.
Season 2 reference, by the way.
I'm about to say you are dedicated to putting on the stream at work, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, I work at a liquor store. I sit in the back.
All right, bet.
All right.
See you later. That's funny. I didn't even know what that he actually did that.
And they kept the high ground. That's right. Hey! Star Wars reference, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah, may the 4th be with y'all and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. You know what's funny? I was trying to go see the Revenge of the Sith in theaters, but then literally the last day was when I flew out, so it wasn't even gonna happen.
From a galaxy far away.
Is pod racing good stuff? He's on fire.
Oh, you're the better.
What kind of fucking play is that?
On fire as well. That damage was outrageous enough to set him up for that. The bomb has
That's
been
two.
placed gently on the floor in the upright position. The RC car out of play now, and they're looking.
Oh, this is such a good play.
Somewhere Capsidal. Here we go.
Honestly, just hold, literally just sit here. Don't even move.
Man in missionary who will kill you.
I didn't even know Beans is 7-2.
Sounds like a Tuesday to me. is going to be a tough one. And once again, that dark hole.
Oh my gosh. He knows someone's sitting. Bro, literally just do not even move. Fuck, he might need to go for that trade. Actually, low-key, he's not weak.
It's a 2v2.
Oh.
It's a 1v2 and Missionary Man's going to have to clutch it.
It gets it.
What the fuck just happened?
Mission
no.
Possible now in the 1v1. Oh, Kleenex is going for this. He's got the bomb recovered as well. So
okay,
maybe
it is Kleenex. Theoretically, he should go B. Oh my gosh, stay.
And it's gonna be Capsule takes the round.
Let's go C9. Are we trolling? Okay, Boston can miss champs, I think. What are they like? Are they too far behind? Boston? How far are they behind Optic? Or are they behind Optic? I don't think they are. I would think that they have more points, but I'm not 100%.
Looking incredible. If you shoot bodies and get away with it, that's like you're official. You're in the CDL. You're good. You bought yourself an extra year. Capsule shot bodies against Slasher back on.
They are 6-4-7. Oh, okay.
And got slaughtered immediately. So either he didn't learn from his mistakes, or he has, and now he's got the ice.
Yeah, the times have changed, man. Really have. 3-3 here on Hacienda.
Yo, Cap just got literally all of mid control. I don't know whoever's top, but they might have heard Cap break through that door.
It might not matter. A little bit of a reshuffle here. Bomb planted out. I'm not sure exactly the position.
This is a really good play. I like this. No! Turn around. Turn around. On my life, turn around. Oh my gosh, turn around. Turn around.
Turn around. Capsule, turn around. There you go.
He doesn't know there's two there. Okay, he may know Beans is there now. He does. Oh my gosh. I'm not even mad at the play. Actually, he got two. He did his job. Fuck it, I guess.
2v2, 20 seconds.
Oh, he's out as well. Ultra.
It'd be hard for it. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, I like this play. I really like this play.
Makes it that bit more doable.
Did he see him?
Capsule, the timing of this. No!
They got it.
Ben Quadradero absolutely nails it, and the defuse is just about.
Honestly, if he was there like a second earlier and just laid prone, he probably would have got
honestly, it. Unbelievable clutch as well, because Capsule was quite literally in perfect position, and that's a moment for Beans. When your teammate gets shot in the back, you have to make the quick decision.
Beans is 11-3, bro. We're about to. This is about to be maybe the greatest hit this whole year. Or definitely one of them. Because, I mean, shoot, we're only up like what?
So that is more or less a perfect setup for the post plan over towards the B site. But again, Ultra break it down in a different way. C9 is going to be a tough one to lose as well. Would have been nice to.
I'm about to say he's 11-3, and we still have like 2 more rounds, and that's if like Toronto just won these next 2.
Wow, it was there.
That was great. These are amazing. You're kicking ass today, man. I'm so proud of you. You've never seen those films. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. That's all that matters, bro.
And y'all said Beans was getting shit on. Come on now.
Away by the skin,
that's my dog. That's my boy Beans for real. Kremp, what are you on? Or he must have jumped through the window. Never mind.
But it didn't happen. In the first part, you get away with your life, and now, where are we taking the bomb, boys? Not gonna be down low. It could be B.
I mean, they got control of B site.
Active on the defensive side of things for C9 though, so this is going to be a free bomb plant. Finally, you see them talking it over and working through the game plan. They are taking control of the hallways, but the setup now for Toronto.
This is a good setup. I like this.
Oh
my gosh, he's in a.
He's got the whole team and can't get a single.
Okay, he saw 2. He saw 2.
This trophy's going to be under the real delay as well for the next few rounds potentially. But
are they just trying to re-wrap through mid? I mean, they're all going through. Oh.
Tough clutch now for Toronto.
Joe may have only saw 1.
Here comes the first man.
Oh,
my
no.
Word. It is lethal work inside. Good luck, mate. You got damage into the first. The second man makes his way down.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. He's actually gonna get this 1v3. He actually did it.
If the Blue Jays are calling him clutch.
Oh my gosh.
He's clutch. He gets it done.
Dude, he actually got that. Oh, that's tragic.
And the swarm C9 had around the bomb site. It's like an attack of the clone.
Dude, when he got the third guy at 11, he got the third guy at like 12 or 11 seconds. I was like, oh my gosh, he got it. Like, there's no way.
There, man.
You literally backed up at that point.
The post plant position, and it was.
That's so tragic. They're gonna replay it.
Beans gets absolutely eviscerated right off the rip.
That's another 1v3. How many 1v3s have we had this weekend?
Not a problem. Inside.
I've seen like a couple clips come by where it was just like 1v3, 1v3, 1v3.
You got that one right.
Yeah, no, I actually did. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Hello.
Don't
my
shoot
gosh.
bodies if you're not gonna win the match. Detonate shot in the words.
Oh
live
my
on.
gosh.
Next map. Just get us to out of here, boys and girls. Ultra takeover complete.
Nah, that was fire.
You may never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's the jail we send people who shoot bodies to. Kleenex. What mastery. Another outrageous.
The worst part is that he wallbanged him. That's like by far the worst part. And then he just slid on Sib.
Friends, but still, he
Oh
got this
my
one
gosh.
done
And he was on
solo.
9
Never
HP.
tell
I'd be
the
sick to my
odds.
stomach, dog.
Yeah, and how many
I'd be
times
sick.
did C9 win the rounds on defense because they were running
That boy got
down
smoked.
call? Kleenex says anything you can do, I can do better. And someone fact checked me on it, but if I remember right, yeah, Capsule on a Berlin S&D shot Slasher's body after a clutch. And it might have been a similar situation. It didn't win a round after that. Wow. Shot Kleenex's body, and then they got slammed. Either way, though, they still won the whole.
That wasn't a bad map, though. It's like 6-3. For a brand new team, S&D. Beans had 12, I think. That means I must need 5 kills on this control. Oh, you're gonna get that. There's no way. That would be legitimate impossible. His controller would have to break.
Coming up now to the desk we go.
Another game 5. Will there be an upset?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Feeling Toronto. Through and through.
That'd be crazy if they trolled that.
Did to them?
I for sure
Controllers
I mean,
off and
Respawn looked
everything.
clean in that
There's
map
no,
at
there's
once.
no way that
I also
happens.
thought like their approach to the game 2 was fine.
If I lose this, my monitors will be broken. There's no shot. Listen, you know damn well. Listen, if he had 5 in a control, he might get dropped. I'm not even trying to like. They'd bring back Merc. If I was the coach of Toronto and my player dropped 5 points, you're more than likely not coming back. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What the fuck am I seeing right now?
Should be downtown whipping on the way to you. You got something that belongs to me. Your body language does it all. Despite the things you say.
I'm not gonna lie, Yeet is on a little run right now. Yeet's always been good, don't get me wrong. Maybe not all of his albums are the absolute best, but right now he on a little run. He about to make a comeback, Loki. I don't even want to say comeback, because that seems disrespectful. How many more laps are in F1? They got like 14 more laps. Hamilton's in 7. That's crazy. Verstappen's in 4th. Wasn't he in 1st? Okay, I didn't know he did. I didn't know he added like all those screams onto the song. I did not think he added all this. I don't know what the fuck that was. Do not blame me. Chad, don't blame me, y'all. I don't know what the fuck that was. I didn't know it was gonna be all that. Are they back?
American Airlines hoe, spirit ass bitch. I'm pouring foes, she touch her toes, I love that ratchet shit. Use a bitch as decoy.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
With the blitz. I ain't pouring 6 hours, nigga, I gotta eat. Fuck the young niggas rocking the mirrors and rock you down. I ain't gotta pay for that. He come around, talking cash shit, but he just bumping his guns. All these niggas know it's ride waves, but I made one. All these niggas know it's ride waves, like a sad song. Please play it cool, my temper short, but my cash long. Picking this bitch up, Maybach C, she set her ass on. Nigga, I pulled the eighth today. That's like 3,000 total. I got 30 ways of transportation.
Oh my gosh, excuse me.
Bitch from DC, want me the wife, and she chasing dreams off the codeine, protein. I don't see no difference when I'm talking. Call the Instagram hoes, fuck around and give up my login. Yes, you always see me with a cup, but when have you seen me cold? I used to rob niggas, now I'm in clubs where white people go. 59 niggas, 60 deep, walking in your office.
Get a bed and make it sauce. Get a nigga work for a PSP. Asking me to match the dudes. Why would you embarrass me? Stay your pussy ass out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat. This the wrong place to go fishing. Fuck around, meet the leash. Nigga, I gotta stay 10 toes in the name of reach. I was come on draft day, bold than me. I ain't be no plus. I can bring a nigga to real back.
I like MW2 low key. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, y'all might. This might be getting me crucified on the internet, but bro, MW2 low key. Listen, like from a standpoint, it was cheeks. Let's keep it a buck. From a certain standpoint, it was absolutely cheeks. But this joint was kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was just like the right time. Not right time. What's the word? I don't know. I liked some of the components from MW2. I'm not gonna lie. MW2 had some decent components. Am I tripping? Okay, listen, I said this earlier. Is Miles' haircut not like crazy? I feel like it's like way too high. Like it's way too hard. There should be like some other hair on the side. I don't know why it's tripping me out.
She hard carried. I think she.
I needed 14 from 04 the other day.
Like
Bro had 7.
won the game 250 to like.
Who did they play?
Win the stream and see what she was
Didn't they play Optic? Yeah, they played Optic. I forgot. They played Optic. Did he get slammed that bad?
We smoked him. We 100-point club. By the way, there are some phenomenal women playing Call of Duty at the time. Kremtho, not one of them. Is phenomenal, just different gender. 1.47 KD, #1 in control on this season. He has been absolutely lights out.
After they got dog walk.
Sort of upgraded on the
Don't tell me that.
firepower front.
Think it was Friday? Oh yeah, I definitely wasn't. I wasn't watching Friday.
It's a different look in control.
But 7?
The chem is still there.
7? Come on, 7?
So good, and it's basically the same thing when it comes to these attacks.
7?
So, here we go,
out of
folks.
here. What, 7?
C9
God
are going to
damn.
be starting things off on attack. They're going to be seeing Ultra
Hell
go a
no.
little
I couldn't
bit
do that to
more
myself.
towards B. Do they have the break here? Oh, it's different from hardpoint shots.
Oh, we're going all the way around. We are taking routes. We are, I mean, complete hallway control. First pin just didn't work out. Kremp thought about it, and well, he thought better of it. And you just got destroyed. You did not have the high ground, and Insight simply did not care. That is clean there from Ultra.
Are they all rocking ARs?
Defensive teams in the game on this map.
They're all rocking ARs? Are we dead ass?
Just broke it down.
Broke him right down.
Oh, Kleenex has a sub. I'm about to say.
On the outside. Not a huge amount happening here, so we're going to go back over towards the middle of the map with Joe to see.
Oh, it's 3 dead.
Except 2. That's going to be
Find the last guy. #1 rule. Find the last guy. Boom, you found him. Everybody else is coming off spawn. You know timings.
Catches 1, and that's going to keep the front line a little shaky. C9, not quite out of their spawn just yet. Joe down. Here we go. Inside. Up.
Oh my gosh, his nade actually worked.
And finally, we stop the clock.
And Joe sees from the grave, getting a little bit extra. You stop the clock for a moment, but Insight, yeah, he dialed in there for the assist.
So they got like a 5 life advantage. Never mind, I'm at 4.
0 bit of progress.
Oh yeah, they're. I'm about to say this is about to be really quick. That boy Joey got 7.
12 seconds.
But how much he needs to get? 5. All right. You see, he's halfway there. Don't worry about it. Although I will say, Kleenex and Joe are like kind of teeing up. God damn.
The Great Dane closes the round with a bang.
Yeah, he got his body shot. Now he's saying, "No, I am your father." That is just an electric punch. Him and Joe Deceives, absolutely, like quite literally off the break. They have a good one. I think Insight ends up picking up 2, and then he puts his feet up. He was like, "I got my subs the map control. It's their turn to just play." Best play the 3-piece there from Kleenex. He gets the stamp after 7-3 round 1. Joe Deceives right there to match him. You get these guys in good spots, they will fry.
The Fry men cook their way through the first round. We talk about some, search and destroy being a difficult mode for a brand new roster. It takes a lot of chemistry, it takes a lot of, good teamwork and very, very little room for error. I feel like Control is extremely close by, if not level there as well.
I need a round 5. I probably wouldn't need a round 5, but it'd be nice. Honestly, anything that makes the game a bit longer is good for any over, you know?
He's in trouble.
But I don't think I need it. Low key, I probably.
At least not on the defensive end. Now that C9
I probably don't need it, but at the same time, Beans does not have that many kills.
For the moment, keeping up a decent bit of pressure, maybe toying with the idea of the B zone, but that's just to keep the C9 players pushed back into Art, and it gives you pressure over towards A, where the Ultra arrows are swarming.
It's 2. I was 1 behind. You gotta pick up flank.
In a second, but you still have to worry about the pinch. Capsule simply their respective kills.
That was perfect.
Beans on the hit.
Yo, Beans is on one, bro.
Not enough on the damage over the next man. He's still going to keep the capture going, but he has to find 2.
Oh, good to be from Spark.
Pulls it away with a superb sticky. Jamie Craven cuts down a pair of birds on the way out of spawn. Can he get? Oh
my gosh.
Feed was on the cards for a second there.
See this is a good play. This is a good play.
Power positions, finish A and capture B.
And this is what Inside does.
And he has R control.
Gets an R, and he just slows everybody else down. So they're not even in challenge for the moment, but any kill his teammates get, the spawns are going to be.
Oh my gosh, he got slammed, bro. I don't know how I didn't win that.
Already in, and Joe deceives. Well, now it's his turn.
Yeah, Joe, he does exactly that. He deceives. He leaves.
Yo, Joe is 15 and 6. He's on right now.
Causing problems for Spark.
Never mind. I low key cast cursed him. My bad.
These parlor tricks. Inside back on zone. A trophy now in place to help him out. The big old dive onto the contest. Love that.
That's 2.
They line up for him.
You gotta think somebody's probably top art, low key. I'm not gonna lie.
There's the capture, and we are well and truly alive and kicking Ultra.
Yeah, Spar was assuming someone was gonna chow Art, but Beans instead goes towards the zone, so that just means you're gonna have to fly into this one. Right.
Oh, they got 3 dead.
Beans, but hey, the flood work. Crank gives you 2.
But you're down 2 lives. You gotta see how they would respond to this. They're all spawning by useless too.
Have a minute and 40 seconds to get 1 tick on B. You gotta be very careful now if you're C9.
What mind tricks does Toronto Ultra have to try to break this?
They got 1.
Looking for a trade here. Gonna get it.
They're down 3.
Trying to plug
4.
up the map play, not gonna happen.
Gotta get this trade. Perfect. All right.
As Capsule are keeping this play.
It's doable for C9, but never mind. Okay, low-key, I'm out of line.
The Force has a particularly strong impact on those of the weak-minded, but Cap stays alive.
It's 2.
It's not over yet, shots.
Yeah, that's massive. I mean, he got out. Now he's actually in prime position to get some extra kills, so you're going to have to overslay in this moment.
Oh, he's in a really good spot.
Once again,
okay, now he has to worry about inside behind him, but like...
A 2v5, though. Look, if Cammy can clutch a 1v5, they can clutch it too.
Absolutely doable, and they've got no idea where Capsule's ever going to be.
Oh, they do, actually.
Damn. Never mind. That was close, though. That was close. I like that play from Cap. Honestly, he was in a really good spot. Plus, he kind of flanked at the perfect time because nobody was dying. Nobody was dying, so nobody would have been able to spawn behind him. The only time somebody would have actually been able to spawn behind him was inside when he kind of died, like toward the end. But that was a really good play from Cap. It just didn't happen. You got yours? Hold on. I feel like I'm close to mine.
By the way, so why am I gassing inside? Look at this guy.
I gotta see how much I got.
That's true.
Hold on, let me see. Let me add it up.
Joe has had a great.
Because I need 170.
So far.
47, 49.
C9 struggling still under control. Map point for Ultra to try to take the lead here in our series. We will be going deep into this one, folks. There's no doubt about it. 16 to 9, 11 to 9, 14 10. Ultra. It's that kills the.
Where are we at right now?
Oh, yeah,
133. So yeah, I need like
himself and all his teammates, and that is
35.
Ultra really good on defense. You probably want to lock in the opening breaks. That's tough.
Oh, I think I got it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I should be able to get it, even if it was a 3-0. So I think we're in a good spot.
A few moments here in this push, but Capsule
yeah,
he's going to be red and dealt with. Another 4 dead. And Beans looks like tags back Beans. So I mean, what is going on? This Joe looks for the spawners.
At revenge of the.
Yo, I don't know how he read that, but I respect it.
It didn't feel as good. I wanted it to rhyme.
Well, revenge of the Sith is on our tongue for, a little bit later on. Yeah, we'll get there. But Capsule now. Whew, it is a capital affair for him as he now takes clean care of mid-map Insight and CleanX get theirs. Kremp trades out and Insight. Oh my word! If you snapped up there, it's Sid for 2 back on towards a relatively powerful position, but now it's going to be gone. Oh come on, Beast! Sensational work.
Yeah, those are wicked shots rolling through. Pretty on point. 4 live lead from Ultra.
Oh my.
It would be a moral victory for C9 if they just get a single segment on either zone, because
I think I got it. Let me see.
Hey, low key, just figure, like, yeah, flood through the bottom side of the map, go through. Okay, you can't go anywhere. I take it back.
Can't go. What's the game plan here? Where can we go? That's right.
I got it. I got it. They're at 186 right now.
He's dealing damage to everyone. Could Joe pick up the 2? No, he cannot. C9. They're on time and they're capturing.
So I'm 1 for 2. I'm not mad at that. 1 for 2 is still respectable. So we are 56 for 88.
Nearly closed out. It's no moon. It will be soon. Fully closed. Uh-oh. The hop check again is taken care of. And there we go. Cloud9, New York. Back into it.
They're about to decimate this line. I'm not gonna lie. This line is really good. Because I've done it a couple times this year. Beans, Joe and Kleenex. Unless they like all struggle or go against like a top like 2 team, like they just work so well together.
Does have sort of the underground route on lock and key for the moment, but long term,
that's so tragic.
Kleenex might just be the guy to break this one down.
Okay, this spree. Keep playing this life well, you know. What a snap! Good work, Spot. War, you love to see it. The stack is here. Reinforcements have arrived. Ultra on the perfect fan out across map. They are looking for every possible angle.
Ah, they're not watching their pinch.
Locks S foils in attack positions.
He switched off. Nice old 3-0. I'm not mad at it.
Everything is fine. Wow, Joe. The force is strong with that one.
All right, bet I hit. Cash, I don't know if you hit. You probably should. If you said he needed around 5, he probably didn't hit. I'm not gonna lie.
The map 4, that was, I mean, destructive. C9 gave a phenomenal effort in the final round. Still got 3-0. Doesn't really matter. And Ultra's defense always on point. I think Capsule had some really nice reads in the middle map, like catching Kleenex underground, allowing Spark
2-1. Honestly, they probably win this last one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they take this next map. But then again, I don't know. Cloud9 looks good at they look good on what's it called? They look good in hardpoint, man. So I don't know. They might be able to do something.
Just looking at the number of offensive kills Cloud9 got in their 2 rounds, I mean, just completely outslayed. Obviously showing off the teamwork there. Beans, 12.
We'll see how it goes.
Not too shabby at all.
Unreal, man. Unreal. Statistical dominance there from Ultra, and it showed in the scoreline and the total game time. They got through that one lickety-split. We go back to another hard point now where C9 look good. I mean, this is the dangerous part of the series. Can you close this one out rapidly, Toronto Ultra? Because you don't want to go to a game 5 and leave anything to chance or to fate, if you will. This is going to be an interesting set of highlights, man. We saw some big plays. Another sensational 3-peats from Kleenex. Beans on the big flanks as well. Everyone pulling their part.
And this is just, I don't know how many moments like the C9 players got into. Like, how many one-shot and random kills are Toronto just cleaning?
Oh my goodness.
Teamwork is so on point at all times. He's just cleaning up one-shot kills everywhere. And it's just, it's very menacing. It's very difficult to deal with at all times. Against Ultra when their teamwork is on point. I mean, it feels like you're playing like 4v5 almost. Like, they just have an extra player around at all times. You got guys like Capsule taking the sneaky routes in a 2v5, putting himself in perfect position, and Ultra just read it. I mean, I think that's why I was saying Toronto just felt like they were sort of like needed to warm up a bit. Like their comms were there and the awareness on the vault for like the P4 flips, but the execution was just not like quite there. I think the loss and maybe some of the body shots woke them up just a bit.
Interesting. What body shots have been happening quite a few times now this series. As we now get into our Hacienda, we're going to see if it is the revenge of the 6th. Get it? Nice. Or the return of the C9. I don't know. I nothing. The rise of the C9. Rise of the Jedi. What I was going for there. But yeah, revenge of the 6th. Ultra haven't actually defeated Cloud9 this.
I guess. I get what he was going for. I mean, I feel like they got to be going for some sort of like record for like Star Wars puns.
That's right. Well, there you go. See, I'm upside down, bro.
Maybe I heard that backwards, but just clarify.
Yeah, that boy Cap way too close. I'm literally looking at his hair follicles, bro. He that deep.
Yeah, relatively short series indeed. But Ultra again going in the Hacienda, got to be feeling good about this one. But hey, Cloud9, man, they've looked great. They've looked superb in the hard points. And Hacienda, it can be a punishing map. It can really hurt you if you don't get it right. And we'll see if this young team can pull out the goods. They are explosive shooters when you need them to be. Does Ultra look way cool? They're chilling right now.
I mean, this is the dynamic of the team, right? This is the expectation. Inside in CleanX, incredibly calm players, not hyperactive. Their communication very low key. And when you bring in Beans and Joe to Thieves, you know there's a lot of deads rolling through, screaming at the top of their lungs. So their personalities just shining through. Sort of found their
That's how they are. They're like dead.
Insight and CleanX have been able to rein them in a little bit in game. Out of game, though, there is no stopping those personalities.
It's really interesting that we spoke to CleanX very briefly at Major 3 after his stint on the desk/beach, and he was saying that there's something about the comms right now. He is able to get a little bit more animated, a little bit more crazy, while they do love that approach of being very calm and very in control. When adrenaline gets going, it can bring out a certain fire and a certain, ferocity in a player. And I think CleanX is the kind of guy that we always see him in that calm state. If he starts to go a little red, that's where the trouble really is. And I feel like we're getting a hint of that in this matchup with the body shots and the big pieces he's been dropping. Is a mean CleanX a good one? I think so.
I mean, a normal CleanX is a fantastic one. So if he gets any extra confidence, yeah, absolutely will be on point. And still for the SD, I just love the theme of CleanX shutting it down.
Leg it, man.
C9 was running against him, but as for the S&D, maybe we'll get to a game 5. It's been a week of upsets. Good. In the hard point, C9 with the...
That was not a bad play. I actually like that. I got C9 over FaZe next weekend because if C9 can steal a search or control, it's GG's. I think, yeah, probably.
If you will, and he doesn't manage to get anything done.
I can see that. I can see that. See, it definitely seems like C9's C9's advantage is more so within hardpoint. So if they can take a search, then I think they'll be fine. I'd probably still say I'd probably still say FaZe though, because I think it could go the opposite way. You know, if FaZe can take at least one of the hard points, and they should be fine. It really comes down to who wins map 1. If FaZe win map 1, then I think they take the series.
Great damage into the first man and the kill, if you will. Spark's going to get through fences. Next man up, Insight. Again, this is the production line, the conveyor belt.
Oh, that's such a good heady.
Okay, we're talking about filling these positions admirably, and well done, lads. Joe now to try to break the line of C9 on the
great play.
Time, and they do.
Just gotta worry about time. They're spawning well too.
Dead to rights.
Oh my goodness. He was on the wrong side.
Hurry up though. You gotta get the kill fast and set up for the next wave. And here they come. C9.
Did he stick him? No, he didn't. I thought he stuck him.
Kremp lives for a second longer. Lives for a lot longer than we thought he would. Oh no way.
Good stun. Oh.
We're playing hard for these final 15, and they're gonna get him. Yeah, how about that? Kremp on point, and Ultra actually have the deep spawns as well, so you might be able to convert this.
That was actually a really good play.
Or you put all that effort in, and you only strip away 5 seconds of time.
I like that shot from Kremp, because he kind of knew it was like, all right, there's 10 seconds left. If I die, you're already blocking this back spawn. I'm gonna spawn on new.
Right? Yes.
Good 2-piece.
Capsule gets a ridiculous 2-piece as well. Can he get his third hit? Joe Steves. Oh, you can smell him around that corner, can't you, bro? You know. You felt his presence. It's another classic Star Wars reference there, folks. Oh, shots from Sid. Hello. He's let it rip through the wall. Oh, what?
I was like, CleanX was a bullet.
We might be going 5.
They're in a pinch as
well. I hope we do not go 5. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like I speak for everyone when we say we want to watch LAT and FaZe over this. Not saying these are bad teams, you know. This is exciting. This has been good COD, but at the end of the day, you want to see the best teams to duke it out.
Insight, last man standing, gets it done. You kick things off, and well, you shut him down. Kremp, you wanted to try to pull off that P2 magic at the old hill, but can't get it done because of that. C9 actually lose this rotation. Beans will have to fight the entire team, and so far he's doing a great job.
Absolutely. Wow.
God damn.
Shots. Perfect nade. 10 and 6. Beans has the time.
Yeah, and I think they knew Beans was by himself, so Spart was looking.
Is Beans close to a streak? I mean, I would assume Snow. Where is he at? Never mind, he died. That's Cassacris. My apologies. That's 3 dead. 4 dead. Y'all got full control. Y'all know they spawn in Lambo side. Y'all Gucci. Come on. Let's end this match.
You've got to try to get a break sooner rather than later.
Trying to do 360s on him.
That's a good trick. As he gets killed. On the Beans next. Can't bring any more with him. Spa on the march forward. Here we go.
He slid under his gun. That's tragic. That's tragic. He slid under his gun.
He's not. Final 13 seconds going away at C9, and you want that to go back towards P1 right now. And Sid finding kills, starting to get the guns going right now for Cloud9 New York.
Yeah, blew him out for the break, but again, unfortunate mistake on rotation. They just let Beans almost solo win it. Of course, though, if the guns are hot, that's all good. Then Sip on a 4, Spark on a 3. And fortunately, well, they're not going to have the spawns in the long term, but in the short term, good P1 time so far, and they got the hallway control.
Yeah, good P1 is a great thing. And we're still maintaining this insane spree from Sib. 5 now in a row. Next player's up.
Huge.
Taking all
He's close to a Hellstorm.
Happily. 20 points to go, and we're looking at the lead change. Finally, clean extra to 2 speeds. 3 dead,
That's
4
4
dead,
dead too. That would have been huge if they were able to get one.
Board, but what a run that was.
Yeah, I mean, well,
he was close. He was on a 5.
Right? You go on a 6 spree, you get the hot hand, but they never.
Or he was on a 6. My
the
apologies.
Spawns, they never have that safety net in the long term, so they're gonna have to run face first into a P2 again, and they just keep running into the hands and grasp of Insight Beans. Tagged up and weak, you should be overwhelmed, so now you're at least gonna have the back spawn, so you're still gonna have to fight for it, but you should be able to overflood here for C9.
Ooh.
A little tag or 2 helps the defense for now. Joe, last man there, Beans as well, gone, broken. Cloud9 New York in position.
Like Kremp almost like levels up in that Zig corridor as well. So C9 enough pressure on the back spawns, and now they're free and clear. This is how they get right back in the game.
Yeah, hey, Kremp right now, they're doing the very best he can to be the Phantom Menace. Do they know where he is? Doesn't matter. Teammates are there to back him up. They're always traveling to these players. Hey,
bro, there's so many Star Wars references that are just flying like everywhere, bro.
New York, 20-odd seconds to go here on P2. It is still theirs. Can they rotate as well?
Now, Toronto are going to be playing for the trap, right? You're just trying to catch these players on the exits, and Capsule at least gets 1 before he falls, but where the Ultra player spawns, yeah, Capsule just going to spawn right back towards New. So again, Ultra just on containment. You see free and clear on the rotation. It'll be a little ways before C9 can get there, but moving as a unit, winning a couple of these gunfights, putting in some work, but first few seconds, Toronto still hanging out on time.
Inside, oh, what a drive-by piece of intel that was. 3 dead instantly. Ultra, little bit of moment now to push forward. Get that lead back.
Was there a new movie? Thunderbolts came out. And Sinners. I want to watch those 2.
Joe brought down as well, so now the time goes that nice C9 blue, technically white. But you know what I'm saying, chat. Counter-attack now on from Ultra, and we're in.
It's wishful thinking. And C9 trying to get the break. C9, let's go for a listen in.
Enter, 2 enter, 2 enter, 3 ult.
Got one. There's 2 more there.
Let them all. I'm pitching fire. Just get to make. I don't see new. They're new dead.
Nice, good job.
Nothing for new. They're
he's gonna spawn out still.
Listen, I have all up front new. Play tight.
He's gonna spawn off still, okay?
Guarantee open and pinch. It's all you have to hold.
1 shot Beans.
I have all up front. Guarantee.
He might pinch our open, or he's gonna be he's one level. He's one level.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All up front. It could get splits maybe.
They're
all putting up in the front. Open on me weak. Come on here.
Ooh, good trade.
Watch out. Really to the right corner. Lambo after. Guys,
See the street. I got one.
Oh, there is so dead. Yeah, I'm about to say there's no shot.
Office, one back to open.
No one's open. 2 open, then they're all around time.
Okay. Plenty. I'm here the cap. How ready? You just open on us somewhere.
They're top open. In the
top open. Our open window looking front. He's our front office.
Stars is a new movie too. It's called Starfighter with Ryan Gosling. That might be kind of gas. No cap. That sounds like a good movie. He's a good actor. Ryan.
What's up close?
I'll pitch time.
I'm here with you.
Hit across top close.
I'm looking open.
Academy.
1 shot.
My shot.
Did he say? I thought he called hallway like. I don't know if I could say it. Just he was like Keta. If y'all know what that is. I thought he said that.
And open one time. He could go front new inside.
I thought he called it ketamine by Ken Carson.
The guns might be great.
I thought he called it that. I was like, what?
But they will not win you the map. Beans back off spawn into the fray once again, gets bested by Sib. P2 rotation done. C9 life support.
Oh, if you had more ammo, what could have been? I was gonna say they might win you the map. No, those are some filthy shots rolling through. Of course, though, the back spawns, as you say, should be overwhelming. A lot of one-shot players and clean.
Nah, get that 3-piece. Get the 3-piece.
Get the third, get the best play. Or maybe end up in a pinch, trying to fend him off, and at least does some damage. And Beans ends up being the cleanup crew. So Ultra doing everything right. And listen, if you're gonna shoot bodies, you gotta have a lot of trust in it, right?
Gotta win the map. Gotta win the map.
I don't think Kleenex and Ultra are really that guy or that team.
You have nades.
Oh, here we go. Inside. Dives from spot.
I'm about to say, they need one more point. You go. I feel like you go new here.
49. One more break, folks. Or do we go to new? Toronto Ultra.
You gotta go new here. You have
to. We're
to.
gonna play the most sensible, safe COD we could possibly ask for, and stack up the new points. Stack up time. This is it.
Because this is like a guaranteed. Not everybody will be here.
Pops, like if they get the kills, maybe. I think they just had bad timing.
I think that's it.
So close.
Joe finds one. Beans.
Yo, that boy Bean said shh.
Oh, he's in game chat as well. Oh, Benjamin. That is a game chat. You know when you get real close to the mic, you do one of those. He's absolutely doing it. C9, a full shot here to Toronto Ultra. The form is absolutely on the up as this young team tries to find their footing here in the league.
I'm not mad at it.
That's 10 CDL points that you
have Crep and Cap play together? I feel like they play together on Boston.
Easier after this, they get Atlanta, LA Thieves, and Miami Heretics. So C9 up against just a lethal force, but the team is looking like a threat. They certainly have a couple good tools, but ultimately Ultra back in firm form. A little bit slow there in the vault hard point, but they absolutely bounce back and making good plays. Maybe one of my favorite moments in this game, you had C9 on the second P2, completely bullied him out, got the back spawns, and locked down like a near full 60. Like great on that front. And Ultra don't overcommit. They rotate with 25 seconds left. They don't overchow, and they just contain them to set themselves up on rotation. It ends up being a tie game after the P2 hill, but Ultra just keeping it calm. They make those kinds of plays, and they just control the pace of the game. And that was the moment. It was the P2 where C9 take the lead, and it is where Ultra back down, restabilize, regain control of the game. They never looked back. Clean 3-1 win.
Dude, let me get a jacket. I'm cold right now. That's because I got my fan on me.
Cloud9 New York, a new hope for them
has
now been dashed. Their dreams in disarray.
Dang, I missed all of it.
Happy is Larry, right? Whoever Larry is, clearly smiling right now. But again, very, very happy to see a dub go through that one. The ball all the way through towards the back of the net. Shout out to those guys for a great game. And again, form looking good. A time you really need it. Over to the desk.
Miles, can I put you on the spot? Can you give me an R2D2?
Yep. I don't know if you can hear my whistles very good through the Yeah. We could also, you know, when he's in sort of danger and he goes, wow!
That's what I was hoping for. Thank you, Miles. All right, enjoy your nerd sports later, guys, because right now we got Call of Duty on our hands. And Toronto taking care of business 3-1 after dropping the opening hard point. Allie, do they look stressed?
Why would they look stressed, Chris?
Well, because they're playing a team that has new players. They could be good, right?
But the whole point of changing your roster is to get better, right? So I think for the side of Toronto Ultra, you're very
Sim and Hydra hold me down.
Your O2 versus the previous iteration of this roster of Cloud9. You do go all the way to a game 4, but I mean it was some clinical hard points from the side of Toronto Ultra when it came to this map number 4. The fundamentals.
This my Star Wars Day fit. This my Star Wars Day fit. You feel me?
They get that early rotation down defenses, and then it was all she wrote from then on out. So I'm not worried about Toronto Ultra, especially from the performance of Beans today. Much better than previous.
Well, I'm at a day party too. Yo, that's great. I swear, I feel like more than half the time y'all be watching stream in like the most random spots. Like one of y'all be in the middle of the fucking mountains. The two of y'all are at work. The rest of y'all are at the mountains. One's at a day party. But listen, that just shows we a nice, strong little community. We be tuning in everywhere. We worldwide, national.
So yeah, for Toronto Ultra, feels like everything's sort of settling back in now. Having Beans back in the lineup for 2 matches now, Toronto Ultra are looking clean, man. That hard point was awesome.
The hard point was awesome.
The boy looking like a
again,
Sith
Toronto
Lord.
Ultra needed because their search and destroy
I was just cold, bro. I needed a hoodie. I do look like a Sith Lord though. I need like a lightsaber. I used to have a lightsaber growing up when I was a kid. I need to get that back. Just have it next to me, or maybe one of my lights.
Saying, shut up and don't shoot my body, kid. I'll see you later.
Yeah, he fried, man. Ton of
Bug
damage
stream
in that
go,
game
dude.
before. He
They
had a
just don't know
really
yet.
good
Facts,
series.
facts.
So we knew exactly what he was saying in that.
I'm interested to see how I'll do it during summer, because I kind of want to multi-stream during the summer, so I don't like leave y'all behind for like 4 months, you know.
Just at GG's, you guys are some great players out there, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. That's what I said.
Highly respected.
Lies, that boy lying, but I respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible series out of you today, and of course, being very wholesome in all of game comms across the board. I wanted to ask you, kind of having to, without wanting to, sit out from the previous major, did you learn anything kind of watching the core 3 while getting kind of to take a step back? And did you think about bringing any of that when you got plugged back into the roster for this split?
I just learned that my 3 teammates are absolutely gross. They can do it with literally anyone. Obviously, Merc was frying himself, no doubt. But I mean, you can't be put into a system and be that good unless the 3 players around him are that good. So, yeah, I just obviously there was some S&D struggles because that was just like it's hard with the pickup. But I mean, yeah, what I learned really was to try and keep my head as much as I can with it out falling off my shoulders and just wait for the comeback.
Well, man, you were frying today, dude. Happy to see you back in the lineup. We missed you at the last major. But, you know, for you guys, you talked about the search a little bit. Even before Merc came in, the search was falling off a bit throughout this stage. And how are you guys going to fix that? And do you think that's the key to winning a chip this year?
No, not playing.
Yeah, I think
I
our
lied.
points looking really good.
I'm lying.
I mean,
it is the key
but,
for most teams. I'm be
for the
honest.
most part, it's pretty good, and search has been good and it's been mediocre at times this year. So we just have to. I think we have to get our map pool a little bit better on search and our situationals, and we'll be good.
Sounds good.
Beans, how nervous were you for Insight during the opening pitch last night?
Not at all. I mean, that guy's got some serious arms on him, so I thought maybe he'd throw it a little bit faster, but I mean, I guess he didn't want to embarrass himself too. But
yeah, playing it safe, you know.
Let me ask one more question too. Beans.
About COD.
Does Merc, like, did he light a fire under you even more? Like, obviously you're always playing with passion. We see it up there. You're going crazy yelling at the opponents, but him playing so well, did that light a fire under you to like put in more work?
Yes.
I mean,
your spot can be taken.
I mean, obviously, when you have someone coming in and playing that well, then there was a lot of heat on me, justifiably, unjustifiably. Who knows? Who cares? But you know, I just keep doing what I'm doing. I know that, how good I am and how well we've been playing before, so doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Final question, Beans. Do we have the paperwork sorted? Are we going to allow you into DreamHack Dallas?
I hope so. This week we should be good. Should be good to go into Major 4. If not, maybe a career somewhere else in a supermarket or something. I don't know.
Listen, my guy, when you get down to Texas, first round of brisket.
I'm about to say, champs don't really need to worry too much because they're going to still be in Canada.
That is Beans. We are going to feast in DreamHack, and you can join us. It's going down in just 3 weeks because we only have 1 match left on the day. Before we get to it, it's just Scuff play of the game with people like this. It's Insight and Kleenex, both with a 3K. One was a 1v3 in back-to-back rounds.
Yeah, this was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Cap running at him, like, I get it because he was weak, but I mean, it's just.
We literally got it.
Oh my God, excuse me.
We got the moment. Inside had the high ground. Sib, for some reason, thought he could take the chow, and it did not go well. And then Kleenex opens with a 3 the following round. I mean, if you're Cloud9, that's just demoralizing.
Sorry to see it, little man. We got 1 more match to go.
Little man. I'd be so tight. I'd be tight. And that's not because I'm a little man, okay? I'm not a little man. Hypothetically, no, I'm playing. Best match of the day, FaZe vs Thieves. This is going to be a banger. Damn, I can't even zip up my hoodie, bro.
Visit scuff.co/CDL for your chance to win the Road to Champs giveaway and join us at CDL Champs.
I'm not going to lie. Even before I was wanting to go to Champ, bruh, they're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Canada. Who's trying to go to Canada in the middle of nowhere? Let me see. That's fine. Let me put on some music. Damn, they about to start? What the fuck is this? You think I deserve it? Actually, I'm gonna play this.
Hey, let me hear that whole Joe.
It's a good old Uzi song. How did that shit feel?
For every meal, I pop a pill. I do that shit till I'm dumb. I had your girl, she on my crib. That was a one-on-one. Smoking a bag full of that gas. Almost lost my lung. I don't smoke trash, need a gas mask. This shit smell like smoke. 1600, got a couple ops in the city, and they all gone.
I put the house on FaZe. Put the house. You put the house on FaZe, like the whole house, or like you put a room down. I'm not gonna lie, that hard point not looking too high right now. That's my only issue. FaZe might get swept. I'm not actually. I think this is how it probably goes. 3-2 Thieves. I'd say 3-2 Thieves or 3-1. I don't know. I'd say Thieves either 3-1, 3-2 because I think FaZe can take a S&D and a respawn. But then on the other direction, I feel like Thieves could maybe take a S&D. It really just depends. It is the winter time. FaZe 3-2, but it will come down to the control. I don't think so. I mean, Thieves are literally the best control team in the league. I don't think anybody can touch Thieves in control, which has kind of been their more consistent mode throughout the literally duration of the year. I feel like obviously their hard point can kind of go up and down. They've kind of had woes in the mode. Same with FaZe, even within S&D to some degree. But I think like specifically for control, Thieves have never been bad at it. Even like starting the year, going forward, like they've never had one bad, like obviously they're gonna not win every S&D or not every control, but I feel like they've just been doing really good at every single control that it's kind of come down to. You know, I want no beef. No Jimmy Dang.
I get the bands, comfortable cheese. I do that shit for fun. For every meal, I pop a pill. I do that shit till I'm dumb. I had your girl, she on my crib. That was a one-on-one. Smoking a bag full of that gas. Almost lost my life.
Base ceiling is higher than Thieves. I don't know about that. I'm not gonna lie. You have two MVP. Actually, I don't know. I guess considering they both kind of got like two fairly close MVP candidates, I could see that. I'm saying that as a FaZe fan. I'm still not sure like if they really are like they have a better ceiling than Thieves. It's fucking wild, bruh.
Common spawns, make sure we're counting names, listening to each other. Listen. This time, we take everything.
So stupid, bro. Bro, why are we playing this, dog?
Obviously got the me versus draws. That probably won't ever end for the next 5 years. Let's boost this up.
We're gassing. Well, I'm not gonna lie, we're gassing this, bro. We're gassing this.
This guy is begging for fist bumps.
We're gassing this. We're gassing this. I'm not gonna lie. We're gassing this.
Those guys are fraud. Reverse sweep. It's easy.
Oh, is actually this the first time they played? Oh, I don't think they played since the. Oh wait, they haven't played probably since Major 2 Falls, maybe.
Let's take a look at our squads and Howie, can we start? Thieves are on top right now, and for the first time since MW19, they are in the lead of the regular season. Atlanta FaZe is in a 2 spot that they're not used to.
They are, but they are also in a weird spot where maybe some questions still being raised in Search and Destroy. They've lost 3 of their last 5 in the last 30 days. Now, 1
I have the high
come
ground.
To the Vancouver Surge and 2 come from the Miami Heretics yesterday. But on the flip side, like, they have the deepest map pool in the league. They are disgusting at hardpoint and control, and still overall in the season.
Nah, hardpoint. I mean, hardpoint. They definitely had woes. Control, definitely their best mode. It's not even close.
Yeah, haven't played since Major 1. This is the big question with the Thieves.
Oh, so they haven't played each other since Major 1. I thought they might have played like a qualifier Major 2.
Talk about the Search and Destroy. It's still unbelievably good. I mean, they lost what, round 11, round 10. They're winning majority of those, and then you got to look at like Rewind getting at it. They like that map. They feel extremely comfortable on it. The map pool for them is so good to the point where they can like play around with map vetoes even in a series against Atlanta FaZe. Like, they have the advantage on every single hardpoint map. LA Thieves are in a great spot.
Thieves, kings of hardpoint right now, but if FaZe is going to steal the double away tonight like they did at Major 1, how do they get it done, Alley Cat?
Cleaning up their hard points. This is going to be the struggle for them in this series, and they're going to need them. I don't believe FaZe will win this in a 2-3-5 versus the current LA Thieves team, and they're on a 4 hard point loss streak right now. Again, all 4 of those are 2 Vancouver Surge and Miami Heretics, but going up against LA Thieves, where hard point's been kind of their front runner game mode since these 2 teams have been matching up, they're going to have to get it through the finish line.
And these guys all have rings. They've got $6 million banked since the start of the CDL, and Atlanta isn't done. Today, they're playing for 10 more points and to tie LA Thieves at the top of the regular season leaderboard.
Oh my gosh, do or not do? It said do or do not. They try to really do like a Yoda quote, but I respect it.
Up against Scrap, and
he brings extra fire.
He brings the extra fire every time, and they just know what's sitting across from them and how they have to approach the game to win. And you're talking about the Tiny Terrors in this specific matchup in Search. They have a 1.34 and a 1.38, Chris. The Tiny Terrors and S&D have been unbelievable up against the LA Thieves, and on the flip side of that, they have effectively shut down Envoy and Hydra in this particular matchup. So those 2 guys have risen to the occasion, and in my opinion, will be the difference here. If
now I gotta watch the fucking post-game show.
Just ask production to give me this screen because I need you to pick one. You can say top or bottom. We're going left to right. Draws or Scrap, top or bottom?
Scrap.
Abizi or Hydra?
Hydra.
Envoy or Simp?
Simp. What?
Selim or Ghosty?
Ghosty.
You're on
Yep. Smoking.
No, she was
smoking. Rewind.
I'm going with Selim, the player who's never been outside of the #1 KD spot because he starts on
That is what I'm talking about.
See him on protocol and then
A rewind hard point. I haven't watched this in a minute. Wasn't this the first like match of the series or the season?
LA Thieves on the rewind, but it was all in stage 1, so we haven't seen it in a while. But they're comfortable there. And then I actually thought coming into this that Thieves would potentially get rid of red card, given they're undefeated on it. It's just Atlanta FaZe's best hardpoint map as well. So Thieves are just thinking, hey, anything you can do, I can do better. We're gonna square up with you on the red card, and we're just gonna beat you there.
I really wanted to pick Atlanta FaZe today, but Thieves are so passing the vibe check
Are you guys
right
gonna
now.
say that?
Hydra is in the sun. He is smiling. I'm going LA Thieves today.
I'm going with LA Thieves as well. They've just shown me too much. I'm not.
Just copy. Go ahead, Ant. You can copy me too.
Yeah, I'm going with Atlanta FaZe in this series. I think
Atlanta.
All right, AF fans or LA?
LA.
Back to our casters.
Has to be
Final
that
match of the night.
It's just because of their
This is gonna
respawn.
be a good one. I mean, again, we've been waiting for this one for so damn long. They've avoided each other for so long, and go figure, the next time they meet since that finals is here in a Major 4 qualifier match. Seems odd, but that's what we got, Jay.
Yeah, I know it's tough, man, because obviously everyone is waiting for this battle at all times. When Atlanta FaZe win championships, at least in Major 1, they did it by getting through the Thieves. When Thieves won their championship, they didn't have to cross paths with Atlanta FaZe, but people just want to see this matchup every single time because it's sometimes going to be some of the best Call of Duty you can see. When you take a look at the maps and modes, the first 2 maps are like test outs for both teams. Like LAT, they haven't played it since stage 1. Atlanta, they played it a couple times here, took a tough loss versus Vancouver. but you
Oh
just
my God,
want to
excuse
try
me,
to
I had a
extend the
burp.
map pool if you're Atlanta, because Protocol out the mix, that was your best HP. You need to add another one to make your hardpoint game somewhat compatible with this kind of roster. And then also with the dealership search to destroy, trying to extend their map pool on both ends. That one should be a fun one, but the last 3 maps are absolute square ups. This should be a banger, and I'm going to be devastated if it doesn't at least go 5.
well,
It'll probably, I don't know if it goes 5, probably 4. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't update my title, I'm tripping. Oh my gosh.
But this match, unavoidable. Let's get it on as Atlanta looking solid in their opener. And I will say, you kind of mentioned the Protocol hardpoint being out of the mix.
There we go, I'm
is
good.
a soft spot for
I
Atlanta's
tweaked out.
hardpoint.
I tweaked out for a minute.
But that told, even when this map was in the pool, Atlanta did give Thieves their first loss on this map, 244-250.
Oh yeah, a 6-point game. Celium had an insane
It's 3 dead.
break them down at the end of that hard point, but that was 4 months ago. Now we got to try to continue to do that here, and at least if you're Atlanta FaZe, you soak up 16 seconds off of that P1, but now the battle for the P2 spawns with Sip hitting this long route needs to work.
Yep, and it will. Catches Ghosty for 1, also backs up Envoy,
Go pick up from Envoy.
very nicely. So we open up towards P2. Atlanta trying to run through Burger Street, and an off spawn for Hydra will have him kind of choose and make a decision on how he wants to play this cutoff. And with those eliminations coming through, he's just going to sit his ground, wait a little bit longer. He knows his teammates are going to have the spawn, but Atlanta respond nicely. And even though Thieves have the setup that they want, they're still not able to get into the time until right now.
Yeah, they just wanted to stabilize around the back end. Okay, now that our spawn is cleared out, we can put all our focus towards the front. Thieves take the lead by a slight margin, but there's still a lot of time to fight for here at P2. How do Atlanta decide to set up on their break? Celium from the front finds the
3 dead.
Draza slides through the side door. It's already 3 dead. Hydra last man standing on this side. Yeah, he's just playing for kills at this point.
Yeah, and again, just kind of reflecting off of how Atlanta played this map versus Vancouver yesterday. Really tight battle, just a couple of
Good kill. Bro, Cell's on a 5.
Vancouver's way. That really
And he's 8-2. He might actually...
setups, but so far,
Does he have a Hellstorm? Where is he? Because he's sitting on time. He might be able to get it. If he sits on time long enough, he should be able to get it.
From Draza at mid, that Atlanta could actually win the foot race over to New.
Oh yeah, this is massive because Atlanta versus
Oh, he's not even
Vancouver
close. I lied. I straight up lied.
P4 chain, and we know how impactful it is to get both of those hard points on your side.
Oh, I love the pre-fire, but he literally just got stunned.
The HP still had the spawns that they want, but Hydra trying to contest early on through midcourt.
That would have been so perfect too. He literally just got stunned.
Is looking right at Alex' direction in the green room saying, "You picked Cell or Ghosty over Cell." Cell able to have another 3-piece.
That boy 13-3. He nice with it.
And Easy trying to open up some space through Burger, not quite able to do it. Maybe a chance here for Thieves to contest late.
Yeah, they can
I wish he had his streak though.
You can see how safe Atlanta are playing it.
No shot. No. I swear to God, that man would have been. He would have been moving like Spider-Man.
Spawns now get a little split, but thankfully, Abizi's able to line up 1 kill at the right time. 2 players
That's
spawn
3
right
dead.
next to you. Atlanta FaZe is still able to hold on to the spawns for this money hill at P4.
Yeah, there just is an AR difference right now. I mean, it's easy to point to when you're looking at a combined 27 and 10 for the ARs of Atlanta FaZe. Right on the other side, Ghosty just 5 and 11, Scrap serviceable at 9 and 8. But it's just all these long-range battles that keep opening up in favor.
Oh, they got to clear out. Oh, wow, that's so tragic. I'm not gonna lie, I like that play out of a Hydra, but literally Envoy the car just blew up. That wasn't even on Envoy's fault.
As Scrap comes in for the contest, but
great
no
2Bs.
There's something to say. Simp was right there, but not able to find the kill. And now it's on the Cell, and he's gonna get crossed up. Nice moment here for Thieves.
Yeah, you're still here though. If you're Atlanta, you just need to win a gunfight through the middle side of the street. But every single player from the Thieves,
I'm about to say you rotate here,
because those are the preferred weapons here at the P4 Money Hill. You're able to find a break, keep yourself into this game. Atlanta FaZe versus Vancouver.
my
though,
lip.
this P5
Who you got in the NBA playoffs? Like coming out the East and West. Coming out the West, either Denver or OKC. I'm not gonna lie. I think those 2 teams, because now they're about to play each other. Like, truth be told, whoever kind of comes out on that side of the bracket is gonna be winning. So probably either OKC or Denver. And then out the East, I'd probably say probably the Cavs. I'd say the Cavs. Maybe Knicks. Maybe the Knicks. Because I think they can beat the Pacers.
Oh yeah, this is looking dominant so far from Atlanta, a team who's been phenomenal.
Although the Pacers do look really well, but I think probably Cavs.
You throw them on a map like
Especially because, again, like, they just got fresh legs. They swept Miami. So now everybody that's in the East that won like 6-7 games, it's like you kind of have an advantage.
With the boys in red.
He's 24-7, bro. I got OKC beating Cavs in 5. I think that could go 7 low key. They went back and forth in the regular season. I think that series could go 7.
They're all handhill from mid. One's running right. They all hit.
Last one mid doors.
Mid door 10. We can time. Go there. One shot close mid on you. Nice.
Ooh, he is a bullet. Ah, it's like a low bang switch. I'm not gonna lie. That meant like at FaZe, I don't want to say they wouldn't be winning because again, I'm a FaZe fan. I'm not trying to be a hater, but bruh, listen, if Cell wasn't 27-11, this game would be a lot closer. Hey, we're just running at anything. Does he have a Hellstorm? I think Cell has a Hellstorm. I could be wrong though. He does. This is perfect for P3. What the fuck is he doing? Yo, I mean, god damn. Oh, he's so dead.
Holy beatdown. Cell is Mr. Untradeable right now. 32-12, calling in the Hellstorm. Able to get scrap out of the
He's still alive.
It's just Atlanta.
He's still alive. I don't know how he's still alive. I'm pretty sure Envoy shot at him.
Insane, Big Al. 35-13. Celium is dictating how this game is going to be played, and most likely what the ending score is going to look like. You breached that 200-point mark. Finally, Thieves are here to breach the 100-point mark. But just
this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect this. I didn't expect this out of FaZe, especially against Thieves. Nah. Not gonna lie, it might be time to drop Ghosty. Nate Shot blessed him with the roster to get a tourney win. Now he can sail off the Falcons to retirement. Nah, listen, I think Ghosty's still young. Listen, Ghosty's still young at the end of the day. He's still young. I mean, I think he just needs time to develop in the league because I think he definitely is skillful enough to be in the league.
No, not quite able to get all the way there though. LA holding on from the back looks nice. Cell trying to just open up,
but he is definitely not like had that hot of a start of the year.
Him out, but Scrap's there for help, and okay, LA starting to heat up a little bit.
But he didn't even do bad in the beginning. Again, like when you have so many talented players, someone's gonna be the scapegoat.
I thought FaZe got the jump on him, but thankfully Draws is there to find trades. Now how do the spawn get a little bit mixy? Thankfully Scrap is able to find the.
He's been in the league for what, 2 years now? He came in MW2, and then MW3. And then we're here now.
It's wild to see how this map has been just dominated by ARs, and then the moment you need an SMG to show up, take care of some.
So this is it. This is his 3rd year.
On the pitch, there's Simp with 3. Looks like it may be game over right here unless LA can find kills from inside the hard point. And no, I just don't even think they're going to get there in time. Draws and taking care of one. Envoy not going to get there.
That boy's so fucking nuts.
By Atlanta.
Nah, he did get carried though. I can't lie. I saw some of the stats. He did get carried.
Don't want to play them on ever again. Because for a team who has been basically the best rotation team throughout
OKC has 2 players 7 foot tall that are finally playing together
you win rotations on rewind,
and have been since February, with both of them OKC 32-4. Are you talking about Hardenstein and Chet? Now Hardenstein and Chet do very, very well together for sure.
P3 to P4 chain, and your ARs need to challenge these gunfights to the middle of the street. Yeah, you're wide in the open. Atlanta got cars, they got head glitches.
Again, I think OKC will probably take it. It just depends on how well they do against Denver. Denver just has that experience, and they just have so many different players that can like just do a bunch of things. That's the biggest test. Whoever comes out of that OKC and Denver series is gonna make the finals, and then it just really depends how the Cavs do out east. Like if they sweep everybody in the east, they're gonna have fresh legs for the finals.
Not top damage. That actually goes over to Draza with 10 assists. That is able to help him out at 28 and 21. But still,
actually,
the fact of the matter is that was just AR dominance, and like it just kind of reminds me of like, this is a weird throwback, but it kind of reminds me how Atlanta used to play Bacage back in the day in Vanguard, where they pulled out 3 ARs to certain hills and just locked down lanes. Same situation here. Just don't allow Thieves to rotate ever, because you're never able to hold on to the outer backside street or over towards Burger Alley.
Yeah, it's just because these
this man took the craziest angles.
Like, it's as simple as that.
SGA deserved MVP. Wait, whoa. He didn't win MVP? Am I tweaking?
Guys are gonna run right in front of you, so it's a whole lot easier to whip.
Did they
out
announce MVP?
AR, maybe 4 at times to dominate.
What you mean he deserved MVP?
Rewind, but for a squad in Atlanta, like I said, I've been struggling in hardpoint, trying to expand their map pool in this game mode, and they might have just found the perfect map for them.
Yeah. You got to keep in mind this head-to-head battle between these two teams, as much as the rivalry has been built up by the narrative of the trash talk largely, it has been Atlanta who have owned the edge.
One of the biggest factors of MVP is how the team would
perform.
perform.
The series have been tremendously close, including a couple of map 5s and, of course, that map 7 affair back in Major 1 Grand Finals. But this hardpoint game flow has been one of the most convincing that we've seen between these two, up until I think when Thieves, when they first played, like smoked Atlanta on a vault hardpoint. But outside of that, this has been a tremendously tight battle. But anything but that occurring here, map number 1, as we look towards Dealership J.
Oh yeah, Dealership should be a fun one. Another map where both squads want to add it to their map pool. It's a 1-2 record for Atlanta, a 3-2 record for LA. LA have a lot more of dominant wins on this map. Clean 6-0, 6-1s at times. Their SMGs continuously are getting lost. The one mishap that they had at the major is when they were just getting caught. Like, it's as simple as that. Island players getting too aggressive in certain angles. You decide to run it back the same exact match that you played Vancouver again, and were able to make the proper adjustments. But versus Atlanta FaZe, and also an Atlanta FaZe who starts up 1-0 in the series.
That is going to be crazy, though. Like, they're going to accept MVP in front of the other guy. That's going to be fire.
It is like Atlanta Search and Destroy has really, I think, been a staple of them in tight series versus great teams.
Always.
That's been the case. I think, you know, when you look at this matchup in particular, obviously you reflect back on all 3 Search and Destroys in that best of 7 going the way of Atlanta.
Oh my
Even
goodness.
when they've played up against teams like Vancouver, for instance, the reason they win those series are because of what they do in the Search and Destroy. So I think the other thing about
30, 10, and 10 is 100 times more impressive, and the OKC have a better overall team.
Control. Atlanta has to be good in Search.
SGA without the is that right?
And I think that's the thing that's really kind of carried them over the edge of this squad.
Honestly, here's the way I look at it. Here's the way I look at it. I think, you see, I don't know. I think this year is just really close for both teams, to be honest. I do think Jokic is probably more, I don't know, because this is Jokic's like best year without it being like a non-MVP year. But the issue is that he obviously hasn't won as many games. I don't know. It's just hard because, again, it's just like Shea's doing a lot. The team obviously overall is still good. They would still be solid, like, even without Shea. Nuggets without Jokic would be bad. But I think I want Shea to win it, but I think Jokic definitely gives that definition of valuable. But truth be told, like, I think both of them deserve it no matter what, truth be told. Because, again, like, Thunder were not going to get #1 seed, like, at all this year, like, without Shea. That just goes to show. Would Denver be in the playoffs? Definitely not. OKC would be like a play-in team without Shea, but like the Nuggets without Jokic would be like, that's damn near like 10-15 seed. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's like 10-15 seed. That shit's like, that's ass. That shit. Oh my god, that would have been so hilarious.
Squad up and play up against one another, and that's the interesting thing is like you look at number 1, number 2 in the standings. This is a qualifier match, and you think these
Thunder make okay. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think Thunder make playoffs without Shay. I wouldn't say that. I think they'd be playing, but not like, and even playing's giving them like a little bit too much. I could maybe like 9th, 10th seed in the West. Like they'd make playing maybe a little bit comfortably. Definitely not like a 7 or 8. They'd be on the bottom half of the play-in. Oh my goodness, I had a burp. Excuse me. I don't think they make the playoffs without Shay. That shit's just a new guy in town. The youngins like to glaze. Nah, I mean that's just because I feel like just because Shay's just a young, like, fun player to like watch and stuff. I mean, it can be the same way for a bunch of different players.
So we're taking a slow approach. Well, Envoy's actually gonna just toss his nades and say, "Oh, no one's here." Let me get some space taken away. Sell for first blood though onto Scrap. That's at mid. Abizi just holding, maybe waiting for an opportunity to pinch, and Simp is just playing for contact that day. I don't think he's actually seen how far forward Envoy's gotten though. So this could be, yeah, something that Envoy and the rest of LA Thieves could really use to their advantage, trying to break up this post plant retake, and there's the first blood already coming through.
Oh, he's so dead.
No second though, and now it's just on to Ghosty.
Yeah, Ghosty left in a 1v3.
Oh, he's so dead.
Atlanta with the numbers just swung their way back into the play. Even when we thought Envoy had the jump on him, Simp doesn't fully commit on that long route. He was just waiting to get somewhat close to his teammates before they start to engage any gunfights. Everyone in the right position to find the trades off of the back of that first blood. Atlanta FaZe first on the map, secure the round.
I like the idea though from Thieves, and it is kind of looking at how
you know who should win MVP. Like the Nasus on Tacumbo. We're gonna give it to him.
And I was
give it to
like,
the
wow,
Nasus.
I remember at the major, I was really impressed with how Miami played this map, but Thieves 6-0'd them, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But then a couple of the tight affairs, well, really the one tight affair versus Vancouver has things kind of looking to see how LA are going to modify after they had lost one of the 2 matches on this map. 1-6.
Bro, B is low-key free.
Opening contact through mid, not going to come through. Nade cooked, Easy will find some damage, but can't push out. It's Simp instead who finds first blood again on the Scrap.
Oh, you just give up mid-map control. Atlanta FaZe, once BZ just cracks the door open, realize, okay, there's nobody here. We can work this objective over towards B, and now you'll also find the first blood to go with it.
30% of this guy's points per game is free throws. Okay, listen. I get people's main idea when it comes to the whole free throw debacle. Like obviously, like you know, I'm not a big fan of flopping, but he is a guard. Guards just get hit more, and oh my gosh, Abizi just got naded.
Stop that. Now here comes Envoy trying to move forward, not going to be able to. Sully also deals with one over through the middle of the map. Ghosty tagged up from both sides.
They got it, bro.
Gonna be played with here. Has to make a move. Is going to have to make it quickly. Sees Draza on the exit. This is a good call to try to hop it. Draza, though, I believe, has seen it, and that's an easy follow.
Whoa!
A little bit extra at the end.
Whoa. Why we shooting bodies? SGA Glazer? Nah, Coda's not SGA Glazer. I forgot who's Coda's team, but he definitely isn't like a SGA like fan, you know, quote unquote. Here's the way I look at it. I think Shay definitely just had probably like because in my opinion, I think both of them have a very serious case. Here's my thing. Shay, obviously, he has a good team around him. You know, like Chet, J-Dub, both J-Dubs, Caruso, Lou Dort, Hartenstein, you know. Who else is there? Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins is a dog. I'm not going to lie. That's low-key their most underrated player on that team. Aaron Wiggins, that boy a dog. But listen, I think the way I look at it, I think the only team you can really look at for both of them is team success, because I do feel like, you know, obviously Advanced.
With a lot extra, I'm sure after that point, the full ace
Yeah,
is
they're
6 in
getting
a row
cooked.
for Draza.
Listen, I do think advanced stats will tell a lot in terms of the MVP side, but I think for a majority of it, let's be honest, both of these teams, if they did not have both of their players, both teams would not make the playoffs. OKC have a chance to make the play-in just because I think somebody like J-Dub could definitely take that next step, and Chet's definitely still a really good center. But at the end of the day, I think that for me personally, I'll say this. If they had the same record, I'd give it to Jokic. If we had a Shaq in today's game, Jokic wouldn't have half his points per game. Nah. You're a hater. That's crazy. Shaq couldn't guard Jokic. Jokic is simply unguardable when he's in form. Nah. I think Shaq can guard Jokic, but I think it kind of goes both ways. I feel like they'd have difficulties guarding each other. I think he could guard him though. I think he could. They both just have really good offensive games. It's gonna be one of those things where they're both gonna have issues with each other. Like Shaq wondering what Jokic is like, what kind of pass Jokic is gonna do on the fast break. Like Jokic, if Jokic gets on fast breaks with Shaq, Shaq's not guarding that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If Jokic caught Shaq on the fast break, he's getting smoked. Not even trying to be on some like a hater sort of vibe.
You're
but like
just playing your life here.
Like imagine Jokic running down, no look pass. Shaq's gonna look so confused. He's gonna be like, oh heck no.
Switch with you, find a kill, turn that streak.
OKC stacked? I wouldn't say they're stacked. They definitely have a really good team, but definitely not like stacked.
Yep. Secure the defense.
Yep.
I think if anything, they're a really good, respectable, like they have a lot of dogs on the team and they definitely know what to do. But I don't want to sit here and say like they're stacked, you know? You feel me? Shaq couldn't guard Jokic's game. I think he could guard him maybe like in the sense of like maybe the post. I think Shaq could guard him in the post. My issue is more so Jokic on the fast break. Jokic on the fast break is kind of where Shaq's gonna have issues. Because I'm not gonna lie, Shaq has gone against Jokic type of players. Definitely not to the same level or extent as Jokic, but he's gone against Jokic type players like Sabonis or whatever, you know.
The thing about it is like,
or just those type of centers that are kind of like,
really don't want to plan,
you know, could pass, shoot a little bit, things like that.
But now the defense may have a chance to contest you from even planning in the first place. We'll see if patience pans out. Opening trades come through 3v3 and Scrap and the rest of the team.
No one can guard Shaq. I don't think anybody can guard Shaq.
He got spotted.
Someone can give Shaq issues, but no one's like guarding Shaq. It kind of goes both ways. Nobody can really guard Shaq or guard Jokic. Actually, I don't know, because bro, I'm not gonna lie, Jokic was getting trouble from Dwight Howard in 2020, bro. If Jokic was getting trouble by Dwight Howard, I would not be surprised if Shaq can give him issues. Because I think the biggest thing is you have to get really physical on Jokic. Then he can kind of maybe like get in his little cocoon or whatever. Kind of shell up a bit. But I feel like that goes with any player, you know?
Atlanta FaZe. I don't know what it is. Like whenever they play against LA, they're just a whole different roster. It's like matchups are such a big thing, and they know that when they play this squad, they gotta be on their best stuff, and they're showing it so far.
Well, the other thing about this, and I imagine Ant's gonna want to talk about this in the desk, is like if Atlanta's defense
this is about to be a
to play this
fucking
3-1
blowout.
split,
Did you see where LeBron said the player he feared most is Derrick Rose before his ACL tear? Why can't I speak?
We'll see. They're gonna get one more chance at least.
Nah, Derrick Rose was the problem, bro.
As Atlanta looking to just double up over through mid. Good first from Envoy. That's fine. 3v3.
Nah, if Derrick Rose developed and never really had that ACL tear, like he'd definitely be scary.
Individually hold over towards his B side, get one and try to get out with your life.
But that was also probably before maybe before like Steph kind of came into the scene. Or just in general, like he maybe said that with the hindsight of, oh,
they will have lost
like, oh shit, they found him. He might have said that in the hindsight of like, okay, Derrick Rose is athletic, very fast, and then if he actually developed a shot, that would have been fucking nuts.
Catch someone on the cross, and then maybe could just rewrap this back to B.
It's the coach's fault? No, it's definitely Thibodeau. Thibodeau definitely overworked homeboy.
Dealership over towards A, not the case, and the timing is going to work.
Oh wow, wait.
Yeah, but it all depends on how fast he's gonna decide to put this bomb down. Because already
he's so dead. He's so dead. He's so dead. There's no shot.
There's the corner at the right time, and LA able to secure their second round of the map. They find the first blood through the middle.
Rose won MVP and wasn't even in his prime. I think LeBron just said he may have feared Derrick Rose in hindsight of like if he hit his prime or if like he never got the injury. I think he may have said it in that regard. I don't think he meant it in the sense of like Derrick Rose in general. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like he might have said that in the sense of some sort of hindsight. Not saying he didn't mean it like in that moment specifically though.
If they continued, okay, they're not going to go that way this time. The trophy system is really safe deep. They play a bit of an island, I suppose. I mean that trophy is not going to touch any defensive nades from FaZe. Envoy's going to show force by trying to make a play up towards and through A. And this is the right idea. You know, it's the same nades coming through, at least initially for FaZe, but they're not hard rotating this time. I don't know if they caught intel that LA are showing presence at B or not, but
Kobe,
this is not the same rotation from Atlanta. They're sticking to their guns here at B.
But that nade connecting onto Envoy, now you start to move around if you are Atlanta. Knowing that the play is going to be over towards this A side. A lot of nades already invested. Envoy and Hydra, and Ghosty watching over them. On a setup after this post plant. How do Atlanta decide to approach it?
And this may have been just enough finagling for Thieves' offense to give them a chance.
Oh, who's behind him? I thought it was in front of him.
But does get dealt with. AR's lighting things up for Thieves, and there's Hydra to finish off Draza for what will likely be the last kill needed.
Yeah, I'm not saying no shot.
Have a chance to get back.
You see Derrick Rose beating the big three by himself.
Again, work out that FaZe defense. Don't allow
that boy was diffy. He was diffy.
Yeah, just
he was diffy.
Taking your time on your
he was diffy.
Placing towards A.
OKC would be Denver in 5. I think it goes.
Make sure no one is going to be impacted by it. But just a 2.
I say OKC in like 6.
This time the first blood still goes in favor of Atlanta.
Only because I think OKC just has fresh legs comparatively to Denver. That's why I say OKC in 6. It's not even like has to do with Denver because I think low key for OKC the worst team you want to go against is Denver because again they have that experience to take them down, but I think with their fresh legs and the fact that they swept Grizzlies and they've had like a lot more time to prepare, I think that definitely helps their case.
But as things come to a bit of a pause, now Atlanta can get their.
My issue is just Denver, like, is the one team that has so much experience that could take out OKC.
Thieves timed this perfectly to slide out and potentially child the site because you can find the opening first blood, but bomb does get planted.
Yep.
Bro, LA Thieves is making a comeback.
Draza sliding forward. Good read from Envoy. Help from Ghosty's also right there to service it. And that is a perfect retake from Thieves. A flawless round, and we're tied at 4.
OKC beat Memphis by 50 in one game. They were fucking different, bro.
Thinking, okay, I can just get this bomb down. Once we get the bomb.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just think OKC just has such a big advantage over Denver in the sense of, again, like their roster, rest. I don't think people realize how important rest is in terms of the playoffs. Like, you just have so much time to prepare on the other team. Like, you got to think, Denver up until last night was not thinking about OKC. Well, I mean, they were to some degree, but like they had to still focus on the Clippers.
You can see Thieves.
OKC's just been watching from the sidelines, being like, "All right, this is what they like to do. We have fresh legs, you know."
Atlanta has been throwing at them every single round, which is a 3-1 split off.
Shed is gonna shut Jokic down. I'm not gonna lie, I do not think that's the case.
To get aggressive in through mid.
Could he do a solid job? Sure. Is he shutting him down? I don't think so.
Here, I would say, is the biggest part, but Scrap cannot get away. Bomb still getting planted though over at A in this 3v4. Just comes down to can Envoy stay alive when he gets the exit, and yes, he will.
Yeah, he's just gonna try to get on out.
I think it's gonna be a good series. Definitely gonna be one of the better series of the playoffs for sure.
Used to have a BZ accounting for anyone trying to make an individual play on a deep pinch. It's already been 15 seconds down.
Yeah, stuns and nades are starting to reveal what this post plan is. Atlanta, yeah, just running through. Take care of Envoy. Ghosty should be traded. It is. Last one to find is Hydra, and he cannot stay tucked in the corner. Atlanta take the edge. 5-4 head to round 10.
That's a big shout out to Abizi, man, the king of first bloods. Was able to find that first massive kill onto Scrap through the middle of the map. And then once you find that opening duel, you realize bomb goes down at A. We have a 4v3. No one pushes to our spawn. They have to be camping on their side. So let's just flood with our numbers. Execute these trades. And it works out there for Atlanta to be at game point now.
Oh, yawning.
Thieves have shown a lot of defensive pressure through mid in the last couple of attempts. And they're going to keep that up. Abizi in the corner.
Oh, he's so dead.
One would be fine here. Sim able to help out for the first. Trades looking decent. Plus you had Cell over the top. It's just a battleground here at mid office. Ghosty now the last one left. Got both weapons to play with.
Oh, wait. He heard them go B. He could actually do something.
Bomb isn't even getting planted yet. Now it is. And Ghosty found
Oh, no. He might get some.
Not even going to get weak in the gunfight off the trade, so down to 2v1.
You
know
stop.
The play still developing at B, but Atlanta FaZe are more focused on just not getting caught off guard. We need both guns to be up for this gunfight.
Yeah, they've gotten the bomb back, which is most important. Ghosty does get the vision.
He definitely heard the door.
Should know the bomb's been picked up. Atlanta may be showing a bit of a head fake, though, as they will come back
this is
over
actually
towards
a
the
really
B
good
side.
play
Once
from
again,
Ghosty.
will have a chance here. There's a secondary check. He's going to get it now to the 1v1. It's him versus Cell. Ghosty out the door. 27 seconds. Cell looking to play for the angle just to try to get the gunfight win. Shoulders coming out for Ghosty. Down to a single bullet worth of health. That's enough for Cell to grab the bomb, but he's still looking to play for the kill. Now it's just down to who wins the
Oh
gunfight.
my gosh.
Of course it is. The 1v1 comes his way. Ghosty in near 1v3. Not able to finish off the last couple of shots.
You know what's crazy? I loved that play from I loved that play. I loved that play. That was such a good play. It just came down to like just such a split decision, but that was such a good play. He played that so perfect too. I'm not even mad at him for that. I'm not even mad at him. I'm actually shocked. I thought he was gonna fully like rotate through to like arches. But damn, bro. That's fucking nuts. Cause he had the time too. He perfectly timed everything.
If he's not in that position, but Salim said, screw this running around, throwing shoulders, I'm just going to send it. And also had an S&G with me in my back pocket to make the gunfight easier. MC, the closer, on the search and destroy. But Atlanta FaZe's recipe for success, those defensive rounds early on were absolute perfection before LA started making adjustments. Just the adjustments came in too late, and Atlanta now up 2-0.
Yeah, I really have to give a lot of credit to what Atlanta's defense looked like in that opening 3-1 split off. Lots of good stuff in terms of how they want to play retake, and more importantly, when they do change it up, how they can actually still contest the bomb plant itself. So great stuff from Atlanta. 2-0 up as we head back to the desk to give us their thoughts.
Thank you very much. Now, while both of the ARs put up over 3,000 damage in game one of them finished with 17 kills, the other with 39. So what we saw?
39 and 17, yeah.
39 and 17. So you said Dan Ghosty over Celium, and then Celium just won the 1v1 against Dan Ghosty to win game two. Allie, we're at the halfway part of the show. Do you want to switch your answer?
Bow, 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 bow.
10 toes down.
Bow, 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 bow.
I just simply love the adjustments Atlanta FaZe have made on this map in general. They're 1-2
We getting a 3-0 sweep. We getting a 3-0 sweep. I probably not. Low key, ignore everything I said, because I'm not gonna lie. Thieves are probably gonna take this map 3. We might get a reverse sweep, low key. This might be a reverse sweep, and again, I'm a FaZe fan. I'm not trying to say that like a hater or anything, but this might be like a 3-0 control, and then Thieves could easily take this R point.
Kind of a blind counter map. For LA Thieves, this is a map that they've liked. Atlanta, I think it was really just the retakes, right? Like for LA Thieves, they kept trying to get it down at A, and every single time, you're losing that round. They had a huge opportunity here in this clutch. So like Ghosty found 2 off the bomb, and then he's in a situation where he's thinking Celium might plant right there. You just kind of got to know your opponent and be like, yeah, MC is not planting. You just kill 2 people on bomb. But yeah, for them, they're down 0-2, find themselves in a tough position, and this is why I pick Atlanta, man. When they go up against this team, they just ascend to another level, and you could see the matchup.
Let's take a look at the numbers. Multiple titles are listed here. MW2, MW3, Black Ops 6 overall. You can see Scrap 7 and 5 in the series versus
heck
Draza.
nah.
But here in 2025, it is
Bro, I'm
a
looking, bro, I can't show
in
this.
favor of Draza and Atlanta FaZe. Might be 4-1 if they get one more game here.
At least, do you want to count it a 2-1 score or a 3-1 score as wins on the year too? So Draza's definitely got the edge.
Let's take a look, though, at one of the big plays from this series. We have Nameless with our quick scope breaking down something special. What is it for me this time?
Yeah, you keep hearing retake.
What's that mean?
So let's talk about what Atlanta FaZe is doing on the retake here and why they do it, right? So this is like how you can transition from bomb to bomb really quick here. The reason that they're playing off of B off the rip is because it's a more difficult retake, right? Like you can make plays from, you just saw Ghosty killing people off bomb back to back, right? So you don't want to deal with that window. So we're trying to stop it early if we can. So you got Draza Draza, he's looking at mid window. You got somebody behind him playing a trade. You got another player who's playing for the push through if they're trying to slide around the right side over towards B. And this is MC. He's the most important player, or Celium. He's the most important player in this setup and in this transition because he's just going to be lurking back spawn. And his job right now is to make sure nobody pushes through. And then when we eventually wrap back to retake, he's going to be playing for anybody trying to sneak through mid and go through side door, right? So he's just gathering information the entire time. And the reason that they're playing for
where's the what's the control plate
all
on?
These gunfights when you get back to A, they're advantageous. Like if you get here, you have a heady where you can kill the guy
Actually,
over
I can
here.
check. I don't
You
even
have
know
a
I'm
ton of
asking.
cars
Hold
that you
on.
can play around, and then
Just in case y'all know, I'm just wondering.
So it's kind of push them back. You can exactly
protocol?
where they're at. So
Oh yeah, Thieves are winning that.
all right, so
I don't know why. Every time I see Thieves on proto control, I don't think they've really. I don't think they've lost. Because I remember the more like recent ones I remember is like they 3-0'd Boston on it. They 3-0'd FaZe on it. I don't know. I think they 3-0'd Cloud9 on it. But yeah, like literally, I'm pretty sure every time I've seen them on protocol control, they have not lost. They probably have the record on the website. I'm about to check.
That's why they decide to play for B
but
and then the retake on A. It's just easier around the site.
Yeah, incredible breakdown from the side of Atlanta FaZe. The retakes were incredible throughout the entirety of this map.
They're 8-1.
Adjustments, they just came in
They're
a little
8-1.
bit too late, right? Like there was so many.
And this is within the last 90 days.
Had the space to push up.
Yeah, last 60 days. Breaking Point always does this.
Hindsight of us seeing them.
I'm kind of surprised that they played this 8 times.
That's true.
Within 60 days, if they have a record of 8-1 on it.
Here between Atlanta FaZe and LA Thieves because MacArthur is on.
MacArthur.
He's done this consistently. Last time against LA Thieves was December 8th. He dropped 38 and 29. He's like, you know what? Let me one up myself and then drop about 11 deaths.
Yeah, I asked for this from Easy Mac. He's here. Shout out Easy Mac. He's in the production right now, here for a weekend.
Legend.
And because I remember last time they played, it was like back against the wall. Atlanta FaZe potentially going to lose, and MC's like, I'm just calling game. So Rewind being added back in is going to help Atlanta going forward because Celium might be the best Rewind player in the game. In Hardpoint. Yeah, what do you mean what? You see that?
The best.
That's not a hot take.
Unbelievable on that map.
He's the best on all the maps, if you ask me and my friend Studdy, right, Stud?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Is Celium the best player in the game right now? If not, who is?
Yes, no, without question, he's the best player in the game.
Thank you.
As consistent as he is on every single map, even in Search and Destroy, his clutch ability, you even see it in Search and Destroy. The guy's the hardest kill in the CDL history the last like 5-6 years, ever since he's entered the league. He's without question the best player in my mind, or up there with the best of them.
Yeah, it's.
I think probably. Ooh, he's definitely top 3. I don't know about top 1.
Could be.
Kind of says a lot.
I was gonna say the same thing. Odd to say, considering that Atlanta bowed out early in the most recent major, but after some hardpoint troubles, they were able to clean that up on the Rewind hardpoint 251-37, and now we go to a protocol control. This has been LA Thieves' dominance from start to finish, but Atlanta has played this map a handful of times. The interesting thing about it, though, when we have seen these two teams play on this map mode combination, it has been LA who has won it both times. So we'll see if they can use that again as a opportunity to kind of get themselves not just back in the series, but get some momentum to try to get this thing to 5.
Oh, this is the craziest city I've ever seen in my life, and it's already 2 dead.
They only have 6 losses on the entire season. So now you're going up against the best team on protocol as well. So Atlanta are going to be prepared for everything that you throw at them. You find effective trades through the middle map. Still not a single segment earned.
It's 2 dead.
You're just wasting your time.
And you have a 2 life advantage.
Yeah, it's just the ARs again showing up in the kill feed for Atlanta when it matters most. Envoy able to at least isolate onto 1. Information to Simp is going to be there, but wow, Simp gets 2 before dropping. That is just another moment where you look at him and say, that's just a difference maker. Draws it from the opposite windows, able to find another kill, and that's enough for Atlanta to keep the spawn pressure on.
Yeah, they have players in their spawn. Now it's Hydra trying to make up for those numbers by roaming behind enemy lines. Finds one and is able to get out of dodge. The movement, there's no way in hell you're able to keep track of that.
Oh, he saw one go upstairs.
But still, none of his teammates are finding success off of the respawn. They are in hell. With only 30 seconds left, don't have a single segment to their name.
Well, and the interesting thing about this for FaZe is that they've gotten spawn pressure, but they're not trying to like get full spawn kills. They're just trying to manipulate the map in a way that forces them to have to go to A, and then you can just repinch it from windows. So it's a different look in terms of getting forward at 10. And now that they've got
they literally have no sort of pressure they can actually take.
Again, you just funnel everything over to Draz's direction over at B. It's just a different way of kind of trying to play this spawn trap where you're not just trying to get kills as soon as they jump off spawn, but you're trying to force them to go to a zone that you're choosing, and then you're behind them the whole time.
Yeah, but now with the final 6 seconds, these are able to finally manage to
Oh,
close in
wow.
their base.
They got 3 on
First
it.
segment is already going to be guaranteed, and now they have a 3-stack going. Second segment is going to be locked as well. But Atlanta FaZe, they find the initial gunfights. They're not going to give this up for free. If you're going to want this third segment, you got to gun me down.
Yeah, Draza.
Oh,
no,
great
not gonna allow that to
two-piece.
happen, at least not initially. 2 kills come through. Hydra just staying safe over mid, but Draza finds a third, and then the follow.
Oh, that was so close.
It looked like
They got
there
2
was gonna
ticks.
be
They
a
got 2
chance
ticks.
there that LA get the 3rd tick, get the extra 60, and then we're talking about a new game. But the long play from Simp, followed up by just Draza staying alive for way longer than you expect on the zone itself, has Atlanta winning the defense.
Yeah, this is the best play right here. Draza weak off of the first gunfight. Knows that Ghosty is laying down. Let me just line up a couple free headshots, and then raise the pressure still coming from Heli Steps. He just loves this matchup. He absolutely loves it. It brings out the best in him. He continues to shine in this series.
I just love the way that Atlanta plays that quasi spawn trap. It's not even a full trap. It's just manipulating where exactly they want Thieves to go. And then we got your windows. Let's see what we get here on Atlanta's offense. Opening 1v1. Draza v Scrap works out. Plus a follow-up onto Hydra. Doors open over onto B. Envoy up top on mid ledge is able to at least find one trade, but this first tick is gone.
Yeah, they already have a double stack going. You're just looking to make up for 2 segments here. If you
2
are
dead.
Atlanta.
3 dead.
To at least meet the criteria of what Thieves threw at you.
They're about to put him in a trap.
I'm about
to say, Envoy's already set up.
All of them map control.
They're going to put him in a nasty trap.
Take their time off of the respawn.
Hold on. They could do towards A. Not a lot of pressure is there.
BZ gets 2. Draza onto the A point. Hydra by
Good trade.
himself. Only gets the first.
2. Everybody's coming off small. Literally everybody's in the front.
Now at Aegon. Scrap a 1-8 start. Not having a good time in this head-to-head. Draza smokes him with an SMG. Oh boy. Do you think that starts to play with his mind just a little bit? Envoy trying to get something done. Catches the first. Has the
good
stun
2-piece.
another, but progress still being made.
They're gonna get it.
On 3 in a row. Gets the trade, and that may be the extra 60 seconds no one can touch.
Yeah,
They got it.
In Atlanta now,
And they got a 2 life advantage.
And a lot of map control to go with it. Now it's just about syncing up a couple kills together. Hydra finds the opening over towards P one side. Envoy on the other side finds a second. So gotta take your time if you're selling him. Just try to find a kill through top trips, but he gets flanked, gets taken care of.
Ooh, Habizi gets that next one.
Wait, did they finish the first B tick?
Some problems for LA.
I'm gonna assume they did, because I feel like they would have depleted it by now.
Come out, and Atlanta can still get out of their own spawn cleanly. Just comes down to trying to break down this middle of the map before they approach on towards B. And you see Celium trying to get some high ground control. First 2 kills are there. Now you've got an opportunity to start to flood. You know that anyone who's still defending
now they
is either
definitely
back
got it
tower
at this
or over
point.
towards field.
You know that one's in our spawn. We just gotta locate where Scrap has went.
That's
Scrap, with a slow start to this game, finds a massive double to alleviate the pressure at the B point. Now you can set up your SMGs to find a couple freebies. Envoy tuck in the corner. Give me kill number 2 on 3 in a row with a 15-9 start. Yeah, he's beaming, but 11 HP. He's instantly gonna get traded, but you're up by 4 lives.
Yeah, you're up by 4 lives. That's the biggest part for sure.
That's 1.
Scrap does get eliminated.
Never mind. It's probably wraps. It's probably wraps. If it's 10-6 life count, they could just set up. They could just set up easily in corners and just get a nice little trap.
No one else makes their way over towards these top windows. Should be a defensive round win here for LA, but it comes at the cost of 4 ticks of progress. So 2 ticks to the edge of Atlanta through our first 2 offenses.
And try to end out this round with a couple players potentially ending on streaks. You have Ghosty on 4 in a row. But Simp, Abizi and Selim, they find 3. So they're still working on this second
Yeah,
segment. We saw
no.
1v5. What about a 1v7? Oh, no,
That'd be crazy. A 1v7 would be. If you got a 1v7, I feel like you just got to end the map. At that point, it's just like you lost the series.
The 2 ticks to the advantage of Atlanta, but for LA, you're still at least alive. That's the biggest part about it. Especially considering that, you had some legs on you that last bit of your first attack where you almost got the full 60. And that could have opened up the round completely. So you're not feeling too far down and out if you're LA, I think.
Yeah, absolutely not. You were able to secure the defense. Obviously, tied the game up at 1, but you got 2 segments to make up for.
Look at that boy, Envoy.
Best control
Look at that boy.
of the game. You came out slow in round number 1.
Oh, my gosh.
Best believe that the adjustments are going to come on in. And someone needs to get Scrap a water bottle. Because I'm pretty sure he took a sip of absolute air there. But Yeah, it's all working out. He's tied up in the game. 5-12 start from the young man, and he had a massive double kill to potentially start build up some momentum here because you need to be able to slay on protocol.
Yeah. See how things unfold after this break off. LA get the first couple of kills, but you see Simp on the minimap trying to play on the flank. Hydra there to meet him.
Great shots.
Ghosty. Thieves get the trophy system in play, and now you can start to get a second member on and try to stack this 8-point, get the quick capture.
Yeah, this should be some guaranteed segments. First one's already locked. Second one should be guaranteed. You're going to have Simp trying to work on a long
good shots
through that B point. Abizi trying to strike through bottom spiral, but none of his teammates are finding kills. So by the time you're even get into play, A might be already done and dusted unless you time it to perfection.
Yeah, well, third tick not fully completed. Abizi's long route works out. Cell drops in to try to deplete the progress, and Simp makes sure that Hydra can do no damage over through Grandma's. And just like that, snap your fingers, and Atlanta is in the spawn trap. They fully depleted the third tick of progress, and LA have to fight for their lives again.
Yeah, if you're LA in that situation, like, if we just get a little bit of stack going, Abizi's
that's 3
isn't really going to be impactful there, but at least
what was that?
In this moment, clear out your spawn with a clean 4 dead.
Oh, they literally put a trophy down at the perfect time.
Absolute Yobi over the top. Hits for Atlanta FaZe. Abizi still here trying to contest it. Dancing.
Oh, they're gonna finish it. They're gonna finish it. At this point, you just play for exits.
Yep. And they've got a 1 life advantage. Draza trying to make sure that Grandma stays contested. Also looking for exits. He's able to find Ghosty first. They know that Scrap is playing somewhere inside, and Cell will find him. So now the lives are tied. LA is still able to create a route through bottom PCs and try to get something going over towards B, and Hydra
That's
gets
2.
a double.
It's a big double there.
That's such a crazy... Nah, bro.
He's playing for that trade, but Hydra already has a jump on him. I thought he was going to have the advantage in that gunfight, but Selim has never caught slipping. Up by 1 life is Atlanta. Now you're just looking for 1 player to clear out your spawn. All 4 dead. Let's start to roam in their base. Selim just gets caught off guard there by Hydra.
Yeah. Draws a couple of shots, but backs away. Knows that he needs to try to keep this part of the map locked down. And as he backs up, he finds Hydra out the window.
Oh, he found Ghosty.
Over towards Ghosty's direction. Ooh, Draws not going to be able to lock down the final shots needed, but still the spawn pressure is immense. And it's just where they draw this line of scrimmage makes it so difficult for Thieves, because it's just, again, funneling everyone to one direction or the other. Either you go to Draza on a heady, or you go to the other 3 that are waiting for you over towards field side. As
that's 2 from Ghosty.
Handful. Draza following up, finds himself on 4 in a row. And there may be a couple of exits here for LA, but they're down to 4 lives.
Yeah, no more respawns. You make your way out at least somewhat towards the speed point, but here comes Draza on the bench. I was thinking he was going to try to take that player from behind, but just wants to take care of business while he can. 20 seconds to go. 10v2. You at least gain 3 segments here if you are the Thieves. But Hydra last man standing. He is going to fall, and Atlanta again on the defensive side. All right, but to dominate that mid-map, the AR is finding kills. The S.
Well, who's up in ticks? Who's up in ticks?
They're up 2-1, and now you're only down by 1 second.
Yep. That's the biggest news here.
So somebody is up. All right, so these are up by 1 segment.
All you really need are the 2 ticks of progress to assert some advantage.
All right, perfect.
3-0 LA.
So as long as FaZe get 2 ticks, then they're gonna have defense secured, and that should be it.
Solid. Just comes down to a couple of stray ticks that got captured early, honestly. That is the difference maker between these 2 at the moment.
And it's crazy to say, like, Thieves potentially are going to go down in 3. I don't think that that's happened many times this season.
No.
But just looking at, I think Toronto Ultra are the only team to do it in Major 2 tournament. It's the first time they ever fell short in a 3-0.
Bro, did homie stim? I don't even know how he didn't get it.
They always have some life, but already off to a perfect start is Atlanta FaZe. They dominate the kill feed. First segment locked. You only have 1 player on it, so Thieves are able to capitalize off of that 1 kill, but a lot of map for Atlanta to work with.
And Simp is just out here beaming across the map like that. Follow-up eliminations are good. Draza gets another edge versus Scrap, who is at 6-19. Well, scoreboard is broken, but it's not too far off. That's not too far off. I don't think it's real because Simp is 17-17, and the scoreboard reads him at 12-17.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But regardless, it's not too far off. I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he's getting cooked. He's starting lining him up if you are a Scrap. Atlanta FaZe already got their 2 segments that they were looking for. And Draza is doing whatever he wants. Yeah, you're lucky, Hydra, that he runs out of ammo there. But he alleviates the pressure to the map. Teammates soar.
I mean, they got defense secured.
Point A should be done and dusted. Time is extended.
And they got a 4-life advantage.
Over towards tower side of BZ. May have broken some of the timing, looking to chase down the kills. 3-life edge for
Oh boy, got deleted.
Couple eliminations for Thieves to work, but now a BZ shutting them down and trapping a bottom side field. And I don't know where this Atlanta team has been.
Kind of overchild, I'm not gonna lie, but I respect it.
They've got a 4-life edge and a minute 35 to work with.
Hey, sometimes it's all about who you're playing against, man. They bring out the best in you, and with this Thieves, the super team roster, Atlanta FaZe know that this squad was built to defeat us. We are still the God squad, up by 2 lives. Envoy on the pitch, though, effective, able to find.
I don't know about that. That boy
needs to try to make up some ground for it. He's always taking his time from top trips, but Envoy, can he have another match?
You gotta trade that. Good 2-piece.
Before being shut down. 3-life advantage still for FaZe, getting closer to the 60-second mark. Ghosty at mid, in some trouble. Stuns himself to safety. Has one player stuck in the corner, but
he's on the 5.
Elimination before Draza gets dealt with by Scrap at range. 12 and 24 is where he's at. So double nag for Scrap. You don't see that all that often. And now we got a
they got a double life advantage.
As the clock gets paused with the pressure on to beat.
And Scrap's not into play. Scrap now has to develop something on this pinch. Is able to at least find one, but you don't really have lives to play with. Thankfully, he's able to find a double. Teammates now swarm their way on in. Thankfully, and also
you gotta pray some to do 2-piece.
Yeah. They're actually 5v3.
It's doable for Thieves, but like this is very unlikely.
And then they're just gonna work this together. It's like a round of search and destroy. Envoy not affected by that stun through mid.
You're gonna get traded.
Wins the first.
Yeah.
Trade is there. 4v2 situation.
It's not impossible, but they only have 30 seconds.
You do not want to get team worked out from this position. Shots himself are decent, but Ghosty keeps his life. Time's starting to tick now as well. Keep that in mind. 20 seconds to play.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so ratty. I love it.
Trying to get a freebie and get on out. Thankfully, Hydra on the pinch finds an opening. You can still clutch.
Yeah,
on the
I'm about to say.
Everyone falls, and Atlanta FaZe again get the better of the Thieves, and Draza so gassed that he dropped the camera on the floor. That's easy work. A 3-0 for Atlanta.
Hey, it is what it is.
Especially considering, again, for all of them, really it's the ARs, right? It's too easy for the ARs right there. I mean, I don't know if we have the ability. I'm sure EasyMac is probably going to scramble as I say this out loud, but like, I'd be curious just to see what the overall KDs are between the AR lines, because
oh man, they're gonna put up. That's too many stats to look over. That's too many stats.
So comfortable because
that's too many stats to look over.
Every single opening gunfight, and the SMGs get to run through that. At 29 and 28, 22 non-traded, 26 and 16 from Cell, 24 non-traded with 16 offensive eliminations. So it's just again goes to show. With the ARs just dominate this head-to-head matchup.
Yeah, that was the difference in this series for sure. The opening rewind, you're winning every single rotation if you're Atlanta FaZe, and that's only going to set up your ARs to have the preferred gunfights. LA Thieves trying to climb an uphill battle, but just not doing the fundamental parts correctly.
That boy got smacked.
Smacked. Too late. But then
that first hard point kind of was very surprising. I'm just kind of glad we got a little 3-0 before the Rockets game.
Last time it's been all of LAT dominating.
I want to see the interview. If it's not Draza, I'm getting off. They're gonna get Draza though. They probably won't be Draza. Low key. He dropped his whole camera. It probably won't be Draza.
It's a game of mismatches at times. That's what this season has really started to build up towards. So it's been a long time since we've seen these two teams square up. I imagine it will not be the last time, but you never know. They've avoided each other so long. Maybe there's still an opportunity for them in the future. Back to the desk wrap today.
You know, sometimes I get sad that a match ends this early, and then I remember they pay us the same. Congratulations to Atlanta FaZe. They get
that's a good quote. That's a good quote.
Maybe a game 7
that's a good quote.
Because this was a blowout.
I like that. That's actually a really good quote. It's like it don't matter. They pay us the same.
You did though. You called FaZe at the start of the day. Did you see a 3-0 in the cards?
Maybe not a 3-0. Yeah, but I will say if FaZe is just so comfortable in this matchup, and like you can just tell like they're playing with some authority. You know, in their last match, obviously the search looking so good. Then we come into this one, and it's the rewind map number 1. MC just dropping a bomb on them, setting the tone. And you know, in the data leading up to it, it's like, okay, the Tiny Terrors have dominated this matchup, especially in the S&Ds. Well, today it was all about the AR duo, Ellie. Like Celium and Draza.
1-9 for Scrap to open things up.
Shut them down. They shut down the AR duo on the Thieves.
Shut them down bad. I'm still going back to that round where Draza goes to retake A and he literally gets every single kill in the kill feed.
Who is the interview? Who is the interview? If it ain't Draza, I don't want to hear it.
Switches throughout the entirety of this specific map were just unreal. The tapping of a couple of damage here and there, letting the teammates clean up the kills. Their comms might sound hectic, but when you look at the minimap, they were all on the same page.
Now, if you look at the big picture, this is Atlanta FaZe now taking back the _1 spot on the regular season leaderboard. They are tied in CDL points with LA Thieves, but now 4.
Oh yeah, they are tied.
They are definitely ahead in the head-to-head showdown, and I have to think, anytime these two show up on LAN, the only way LA Thieves is winning the tournament is if they don't run into FaZe. I was looking at the numbers. They need help from teams like Vancouver to catch FaZe early.
No, 100%, Chris, right? And it just aids to like this era of Call of Duty tournaments being a little bit easier to win because you don't play as many matches. And when you talk about, you know, Atlanta FaZe, they dropped out early, and Thieves are sitting there like, okay, if we just don't mess up, this is our tournament. It does feel like it's those two teams playing for the championships at this point. It's going to be a special battle when we get that winners final and we get the LA Thieves versus the Atlanta FaZe. Oh my God.
Ooh, it could be coming. We might have to wait for champs, or we'll see it in DreamHack. Either way, we got Selim to join us live right now to talk about the potential future Selim.
Let's keep it a buck. We all wanted to hear Draza, bruh. We all wanted to hear Draza, dog. We all wanted to hear Draza. All right, listen, everybody that came through the stream, appreciate it. I'll see y'all boys, next week? Maybe in a couple days. I'm down to do like 8s and streaming on YouTube. I usually be streaming on Twitch during the week, so we'll see what happens. But I'll see y'all boys later. W stream.